Welcome to the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast.
If you like a lot of wrestling on YouTube, join our cult.
Linda
Linda McMahon.
Here she comes.
What are you doing here?
Special WrestleMania edition.
Hey! Yeah, go. Shut up. Yes, it's the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast. The calm before the storm.
Oh, I'm genuinely quite looking forward to this one. It's the first one in a few years where it's like, oh, it's Mania.
Right.
Every year, it's Mania.
No, I'm sure for the past, at least the past, maybe even since the MD one, every year I'm sure someone in the office will at some point say like, doesn't feel like Mania week, does it? But not this year.
Everyone says that about Christmas as well, don't they?
True.
It just doesn't feel like Christmas.
Yeah, it's the same as saying, I'm old me, really. When I was a kid, this used to mean, shut up. I'm looking forward to it because last year I had COVID. Don't have it this year, but instead I'm going to Amsterdam because it's me mate Stag do.
You
So
are.
it'll be the first WrestleMania I'm not going to remember.
Hey.
It'll be the same effects as having COVID, what you'll be going through that weekend. Just a comatose state in your bed there, not being able to move.
It's going to be great, isn't
I've
it?
noticed the pin badge on your collar there. Is that Eddie from Ed, Ed and Eddie?
It is. In an attempt to look cool and hip, I thought I'd get some cool pins from Forbidden Planet. It's Eddie and Double D. And then I tactfully spilled coffee all down my clean shirt. 3 seconds into the Tom podcast, he said something funny, and I laughed. Oh, God. So,
Then did he call you like Gary Coffee or something?
Gary Coffee.
Like a Tom,
He's on NXT,
Tomism, isn't it? Yeah.
No, he did not. I instead went, it's Ross, it's Jack, it's Joel, it's Maffew. We're here.
We're here.
Did you say Joel?
Yeah, we have to introduce Joel.
Oh, I thought that was Sesh.
Oh,
I
why are you
thought
calling
that
him
was-
Sesh for?
Well, interesting you should say this.
I forgot about this.
Did you? Yeah, I didn't. So last night on the Twitch stream, me and Owen are there playing Football Manager, and then Owen goes, "Oh, Joel's in the chat. Say hello to Joel, everybody." And I'm looking through the chat at all the different usernames, like which one of these is Joel?
No,
and I'm like,
no. no.
And I'm like, hang on. Is he Sesh? It's like, is it how many? How's it spelled? How many H's?
Well, it's usually 3, but with Twitch it was already taken, so I had to put a lot extra H's on the end.
So it's
But yeah, I'm
Sesh.
Sesh.
Sesh Triple H.
I was like,
That's my
Sesh.
username.
And I was like, what's going on here? And first of all, it's worth mentioning that Owen lit up. Like as if just because his pal was in the chat and he was like, "Oh, Joel's here, everyone." He was trying to suppress it, but you could tell the excitement was like, you can imagine.
Oh, yeah, Owen, yeah. You got that has to be a nickname appointed by somebody else. You can't have sat there going, what should I call myself? I'll call myself Sesh. What's
tell you
the
the
story
truth.
behind Sesh, Joe?
Well, the origin is, to be fair, it's not. I didn't even come up with it. It was my brother.
Okay.
Thank God for that.
It's when we first got an Xbox 360 in like 2005. He made the username Sesh, and then it's just stuck from there. And I've kept
Why
it ever
that
since.
name?
I don't know. I think at the time he was just like, have a sesh. I don't know what it means.
Like what
really.
sort of
It's just
gaming
fun,
sesh or
Any-
if
any
you're young-
kind.
Okay, any
Yeah,
kind. of
2005, you would have been about 9 years old.
Not me, but him.
Oh, how old was he in 2005?
15. about to embark on the sesh.
So Sesh is in the chat, obviously, and I'm like, is this like? At this point, I'm like full on like, have you all got little nicknames for each other? And Owen's like, no. I'm like, what's yours? And apparently Owen doesn't have one.
No, I don't think so.
Okay,
No.
but Ryan has one as well. Riser. Oh, it's unbelievable.
Riser.
Riser. Well, Ryan's from Walker. He's from Newcastle. You know, Riser. You can imagine.
Yeah.
DJ Riser. But yeah, so this isn't Joel anymore. This is Sesh.
Ooh.
Sesh.
Sesh is in the building.
Well, he's been called worse on this podcast, actually. So thank you, Sesh. Thank you for showing up.
You're welcome.
That's why he wears the hat. The hat, the glare from the sun. So
do
he's
you
just
mean?
getting in.
He's been out all night on the set.
Because he's hungover. Yeah.
I see.
Which
Well,
is
this-
also true because you spend your nights often in snooker clubs at like 5 a.m, don't you? You
I used to.
seriously stop out.
I used to.
I think that happened once, didn't it?
Yeah.
And we've ran with it. Anyway,
That's it.
that's enough about Joel for the podcast.
Yeah, that's me done.
Yeah, right. Sorry, that's enough about Sesh for the podcast.
Ah, thank you.
Sesh
Yeah.
one.
The news. That doesn't involve
Oh,
dirty sessions.
God, it's a big news week.
It is CM Punk talks. I could just kill up 2 hours, couldn't it? But he detailed a lot of things, a lot of opinions. He likes to talk, that little lad. Turns out he doesn't have an NDA for anything else other than Brawl Out.
Yeah.
Which I thought was interesting. I didn't realize NDAs were specific to just one moment.
I guess
or
they can be.
Event.
Yeah.
So one of the things he did, I've just detailed a little bit here. I'm sure we've got our own little inside some of the stuff was his side of the fight with Jack Perry, the other backstage fight. In a recent interview with, also thought it was funny, they did this on Raw as well. They have to call it On the MMA Hour with Errol Helwani.
It is Errol
That's the
Helwani
full
show.
name of the show. You can't just say the MMA Hour.
Oh,
Wrestling fan, Ariel Helwani.
Of course, yes.
Near the start of the interview, there's like a Bret Hart plushie, and Punk goes like, "There's my guy right there," and Ariel Helwani goes, "That's my guy too." And I was like, "Is it your guy, Ariel Helwani?" Anyway,
Would you say WrestleMania 4 if Bret Hart was your guy?
yeah.
I don't think you would, Ariel.
He was so great in that Battle Royal. The incident said it was culminated backstage at Wembley, which you are at. Quote, Jack came back from his match. I'm the next match. I'm sitting there. I've got people with me. I'm not going to say who they were because I have a lot of friends who work there and I wish them all well. And I don't want them to be punished because they're friends with me. I walk up to him and I'm like, Jack, why do you insist on doing this dumb internet poo on TV? There's some relation to the real glass and why don't you cry me a river and so on. Punk says, he's like, well, if you have a problem, do something about it. I was like, come on, man, I can effing kill you. What are we doing? I forgot he said that. I thought I was doing the responsible thing. I didn't punch anybody. I just choked somebody a little bit.
Now this bit has been taken out of context slightly. I know it sounds like that's all the context needed.
Right.
Punk then compared it to the scene in The Ultimate Fighter where Chael Sonnen and Wanderlei Silva have their fight, and Chael
Have
says,
you seen that?
"I can't let you get close." And Chael Sonnen with his action hero voice. So Punk there, I think, is saying that he's claiming, I think, by saying that he restrained him rather than was the aggressor. But obviously, that's going to be his side of the story. Yeah.
I mean, he's already saying, well, do something about it. He's going, all right.
But
then.
I think everyone's picturing like a Homer and Bart Simpson situation.
That's what I'm saying. Well, he's a proud MMA fighter.
Of course.
Smo Joe was there, told me to stop. I quit. I turned to Tony Khan and said, this place is an effing joke. You're a clown. I quit. I'm probably going to regret talking all this poo, but that's what happened. So he's basically saying, what did I do to make him scared for his life? I didn't threaten him. There were no monitors dropped on Tony Khan's head like people were photoshopping for days to come afterwards. And then he had to be talked. He said, I'm leaving. He has to be talked into doing the match just because the fans were there. Which, again, probably explains why they were really, really fired up for that match and why it was a really good match.
Yeah. 3 stars, Dave Meltzer.
What a load of bollocks that was as well.
Oh,
3 stars from Dave Meltzer. Unbelievable scenes. That was the best match of the evening, nearly. Possibly. Nearly. It was in the conversation.
But when you're mates with the Bucks and everybody else like that, you gotta,
He was mates with Punk. He spilled those beans
yes,
this week,
he did. Punk said, he did a quote that I think has been taken to mean different things, but one of the things he said, it's the if you're concentrating on the matches you're having per night, and I think people going, oh, should be paid what you get paid on the basis of the gate, then that's a really old school way of doing stuff, and a lot of people wouldn't be getting paid much if it's AEW right now. I think what Punk was meaning to say was, no, it meant guys like Punk could work with guys like the Bucks, who obviously did not work with Buck.
Yeah.
And we didn't get those mega matches that we all thought we were going to get. I think that's what he meant, rather than, you jobbers and the bottom of the card.
A lot of people have really run with that as well.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about Punk, because wrestlers say stupid things or maybe things they didn't fully mean all the time, every day. But with Punk, there's so much pearl clutching that goes on, and I don't understand why.
It's crazy. He's a cult of personality.
Well, yeah,
it's his entrance music for a very good reason.
Like
Punk says something and we all listen.
I just tweeted best in the world. And people are going like, well, he assaulted a man, Jack, and all this sort of stuff. And I'm like, okay, but you hear about so many wrestling fights and people lionize wrestlers for being like hard men and stuff. But when it's Punk, everyone's like, well, I don't know.
Because, he represents so many different people.
Right,
and I'm like, you really shouldn't put a lot of emphasis on treat these people as avatars of representing this. They're all very fake.
No, yeah.
Well, he was the guy going against the other company when he was in the other company, if that makes sense. And then he's gone to the other company and now he's on the other company's side.
Right.
So people weaponize that.
I guess
well.
There's a lot of stuff happening.
I guess his recent, the past few years have been very, inflammatory. They're I get.
Which has been great for content creators like Cultaholic.
It was weird to see him being so, is corporate the word? Just how, pro, look how great we are in WWE was in that interview with Ariel Helwani. That was really weird to see.
Yeah, but people have been following him for the last 10 years, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought he was very candid. I had to go back, because I was like, he came across very likable in the interview on the news video me and Tom did the other day, and I got called an idiot for saying that. So I'll go back and watch it.
That's the thing, it's Punk, so everyone's going to,
Yeah, some people saying, I agree, Ross, and people going, you're an idiot from Colt Cabana's mum's account.
Equally at the same time, though, I don't want to say I agree with everything Punk said. I just mean that the response to Punk is always magnified a million times.
Yeah.
But he did some stuff that I thought was crap. Even though I'm a huge fan, like I didn't like the Hangman stuff when he called him out when he wasn't even there and all that sort of stuff.
I think that's a good point, Jack. I think that showed the situation very back there. I've always thought that was a very innocent comment. Whoa, he crossed the line there. And you're like, did he? Don't you say worse every week? But I guess the idea, well, he was planned. I planned my stuff. And like, you plan everything you say, Punk? Okay, fair enough then. But I think that seems to be like it was always going to come to blows. If that was something to set off Punk and make sure that, like, you know, Hangman and Punk and everybody else don't get along, then it was always doomed to fail.
Yeah.
If something that small was going to cut that, then we were never going to get Punk Omega or whatever.
I think quite a big revelation was that he wanted to leave after Brawl Out. Like, it was, according to him anyway. This is all obviously in Punk's opinion. But he says that he wanted to leave and that it was Tony's idea to split the shows and stuff. Because
that makes sense on paper.
It does, but it was the Punk would rather, right, let's try and sit down and sort this all out or I'll just go. And instead, it sounds like Tony decided to just keep them separate, which was never going to...
Got to keep them separate.
Well, yeah, which was never going to work.
Yeah, and I think it's just fascinating to me that, like, because the ego's involved. I don't say egos are negative. You're allowed, when you've had as much success as the Elite and Punk have, you're allowed to have an ego. And it's just amusing to me that, like, oh, wouldn't it be great if this happened? And no, they've got their fans, they've got their cults, and they're just not going to gel.
No, that's crazy.
So, on paper, it looked fine. It also just seemed to serve what a lot of people seem to think about in WWE, right? I won't believe someone is always at the top of the totem pole who's going to say, this is happening now, that's it. With AEW, that doesn't seem to be the case, which I think we could all look at the TV product and go, yeah, that makes sense.
Coming out with that, I hope Tony Khan does get an hour with Ariel just to...
Oh, God, yeah.
Have a little...
An hour?
It'll be hilarious.
Yeah, just because Punk did say some pretty bad things about his leadership in the company and not making decisions on the myriad of things that were brought up. So hopefully just Ariel can go, what about that one? What about that one? What about that one? And Tony can tell the story from his side as well. So I'd be very interested to hear that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Also, AEW, more good press. For the first time in company history, they did a mass set of talent releases on Monday. 1st of April, on April Fool's Day. Couldn't have waited one more day. Stu Grayson, who sadly I forgot did come back. We've been stuck in Ring of Honor. So The Boys.
Yeah.
Okay. Jose the Assistant.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Gravity. Dasha Fuentes.
She was still announcing Collision.
Yeah.
As of last
You heard her
week,
voice?
Yeah. And she was on I think she did Spanish commentary and something else. So she had many hats, which I was a bit surprised to hear let go.
What's all the Spanish-speaking people being like?
Slim J.
Oh, yes.
Who said on Twitter that he was also working another job whilst working for AEW.
Yeah.
And Anthony Henry, who was sadly injured, were all fired by the promotion, which sucks.
It's, yeah, I agree with the tweet that I saw from one of your cool Twitter friends, Snowboy. Who tweeted something along the lines of, if you've got like a gajillion dollars and you hire wrestlers to a contract and then can't find space for them because it's overfilled, you should have to pay them for the duration of their contract, not just because you can't fit them in anymore. It's not their problem. Like, and if you're a billionaire, just keep paying them.
Yeah, because this is the first like releases, isn't it? Not like contract ended, then like go.
Yeah, there's been very few actual proper releases since then, and Punk's like 2 of them.
Yeah,
So.
but he made a promise a few years ago that he would never do it, didn't he? Which was obviously a silly thing to say, but it's always it's inevitable in wrestling, isn't it? Like when you're not getting used and whatnot. The Anthony Henry one's a sad one as well because he was meant to be in the tag team tournament, wasn't he?
Oh yeah,
and then he got the broken jaw, and then
he was saying like, I'm worried that's going to affect his tag team partner Drake, who was obviously not being released. So
yeah.
It's always crap, isn't it?
It is. Ronda Rousey said bloody loads of stuff. Becky Lynch claims Ronda Rousey's negativity is due to the fact that she couldn't wrestle.
Oh, I didn't see this bit.
Rousey's autobiography, which is coming up. I've got to buy that, by the way. I've got Becky Lynch's book. It's great.
Is it good?
Far. Yeah. She writes so fun. First chapter talks about how she was a bit of a fat lass as a kid. So the other kids in the neighborhood wrote down Becky has got a belly like a sack of potatoes on the seesaw. So she keeps on referencing it like, I got kicked later on. I got kicked in training, right? Me back of potatoes. So, no, I'm not surprised by Ronda's negativity. Look, I have a very different view and a very different experience at WWE, but I always wanted to do this. This is what I always wanted to do. I love this. Is it perfect? No, nothing is. I've worked in little delis where you're like, how does this place operate? The size of WWE and the amount of talent and people that go into making it go live on TV for 5 hours a week and blah, 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 blah. Get the Ronda bit. I've got to stop copy-pasting these entire quotes. I'm sorry, lads. She was a star in her industry. She should have been handled differently in terms of, I think she had a great first outing. Then everybody thought, she can wrestle. I mean this with respect, but she couldn't wrestle. Oof. What do we do? And what we do isn't something that you can just have one good match and then, I'm off the races. It's a craft. You have to learn your craft. You have to be diligent about learning your craft, but everybody treated Ronda like she already knew it because when she first came in, she was good in that first bout. But she was also working with Kurt Angle, Triple H, and Stephanie McMahon. It was a well-rehearsed match because everybody wanted her to succeed. Then it was like, okay, she can do this. Off the races. I like that expression. That was mishandling her because she was a star in her own right, and she had done much of in MMA, but in terms of that and booking, that wasn't done well. My experience coming from nobody thinking that I was going to be worth anything and make myself very valuable with the company and very valuable to wrestling in general. So, yeah. Yeah, Ron's had a lot to say about WWE and the culture. I'm surprised Becky Lynch would defend this when we've not heard anything from Bruce Pritchard or John Laurinaitis yet.
Well, I just think she hates Ronda Rousey, doesn't she?
It sounds
Because that's also that.
I've never heard Becky Lynch say that sort of thing about anyone, so she must really not like it. Like to say that someone just can't wrestle. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa. I didn't hear. When you read it just there, I was like, whoa.
Yeah. She was saying stuff about Rhea Ripley this week as well, wasn't she, Becky Lynch? About
That's in
about the stinky face.
Put your arse away.
Setting the women's wrestling.
Oh, they said that on... It was good. CM Punk said something like, oh, El Hawani, you're a proper journalist, you. An hour later, she's doing an angle. I can't believe it. How did Rhea get here? All right, mate. Also, screw Drew Gulak. Do we return to
no way,
Castle?
That's a simple mistake, Maffew.
Oh, no.
Hey, Ross, how you doing? Whoa!
Don't go.
Hey, come on, man.
I was going to say when I met him for the first time, I went in for a handshake and I'm gooning him for 5 hours.
I honestly
And this
think-
comes on the last week. I said my good close personal friend Drew Gulak. So
Did you?
yeah, because you mocked me for 6 hours, like completely empty.
Oh,
and
so
no
you
energy.
helped him write that statement, did you?
So it's just like fun. I think that if you actually go back, I think every week I've said something nice about someone. There's like, they've crashed their car into a tree.
I thought.
Days later.
God, Gunther's shaking in his boots now.
I
Oh,
thought,
Gunther, you suck. I hate you. There you go.
I thought
Sick.
his tweet made Ronda's story more believable.
I know,
Yeah.
like people couldn't say like Ronda has been talking all the stuff, not just about WWE, but
No,
like
no.
UFC as well. So it's quite easy to go, oh, shut up, you idiot.
She's got a book coming up.
Right.
But no,
But at the same time, like, obviously she's allowed to.
yeah, of course. And people have pointed out that like she didn't say this about like a massive main eventer. She almost forgot his name when she was telling the story. So it's like she's not it doesn't sound like she's making it up, certainly. But then I thought, well, there could be all kinds of awkward stuff, maybe. And in the tweet, I was like, no.
You got to think there is, because just to someone like Drew Gulak, who's been in that environment for as long as he would have been, doing something like that to him would have seemed fine. But someone coming into that environment, that's just not on. And it's not on, is it?
No,
It's
no.
a very...
It's weird.
It feels like a tipping point, like more stuff like that people in the wrestling might think was innocuous.
Yeah.
Clearly wasn't. Might just come out off the back of this, but...
Hey, Ronda, me and you are pretty much the same. From the same backgrounds, right? Snap.
and I
What the
think-
hell? Oh, idiot.
Yeah, she talked about that and said like, the culture there is rotten or has been, and I think that's fair enough for her to say.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't agree with a lot of stuff Ronda's said in the past, obviously, but like she's allowed to say this. You're allowed to not like stuff she said, but agree with stuff.
Yeah, she's not a CM Punk. I have to agree fully 100% or 200%. either way.
But then she also talked about, it wasn't as explosive a story, but she also talked about just like the rewrite, just like Vince ripping up the script and that, just basically what Meltzer used to say every 2 weeks, just like Raw's been rewritten.
Yeah. Also, WWE returning to the UK for Clash at the Castle 2024 in proper Glasgow, Scotland. Actual Drew McIntyre's real place he's from, near enough.
Hey, your shirt. I'm surprised it's at the Hydro. I would have thought... I was speaking... I've got a Scottish friend at home, and he was saying that Hampden's getting turned into a fan park for the Euros, so it couldn't be there. So I was thinking, why not, your Celtic Parks or your Murray Fields or whatever, because
Right.
the Hydro just feels like, we've got the highest gate in UK arena history.
I see up. I was there.
Jack the prices up, because they're going to sell that out. Well, they could have sold over 3 times, you would think. Something like the Hydro.
They've got a massive places everywhere else, but they play it safe over here. At the O2.
Are we getting Drew Grado too? No, imagine.
Oh, Tom said it straight away the other day. I was like, Tom, said it. Settle.
Yeah,
Can't talk anymore.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
intimidated by Tom's Grado fetish.
We all love Grado.
Completely justified. So that'd be nice.
Yeah.
There will be, aye. Drew's going to win it on Sunday, obviously.
Well, when is it?
Yeah, kind of.
When's Clash?
June?
Yeah, he's winning that.
June
yeah.
the 15th.
Ah.
Sorry, that'll be the first and only mention of that. But, that was some of the news, but we have to stop somewhere and talk about the wrestling.
We'll get into a lot of the news in the wrestling.
Everybody get excited for the Cultaholic Hall of Fame!
Right, it's time for Hall of Fame. And
so
you should have heard the soul coming from these two lads.
Unbelievable.
These are the results from last week, all right? In condescending order. Shayna Baszler welcoming the Stinkface at another live event.
That's all right.
20%. That's the sequel to this one. Rhea Ripley Stinkface and Nia Jax at the live event. 31%.
Unbelievable.
But look, listen to these. Black Bears go for a ride on swan-like structured pedalos. 49%. You were surprised that won?
There was a moment.
Over Rhea Ripley's stinky face. Stink face.
Stinky face.
No,
that's a
stinky
different
face.
thing. No. See, that's why you said it wrong. I don't advocate that.
There was a moment when LeBron James won his last NBA championship, right? I think his 5th one or something. Always been compared to Michael Jordan. Everyone's going, LeBron's only the 2nd greatest of all time, blah, blah, blah. And LeBron's had to take so much crap for just being the 2nd greatest player of all time.
Yep.
And he wins that most recent championship he's won. And this is so reminiscent of you just now. And he stood there getting interviewed after the match, after the game. And he goes, yeah, we just want our respect. He's so calm. We just want our respect. Our players want the respect. The coaches want the respect. And I want my damn respect too. And I got chills, right? And that's how you're being now. Like, I'm not surprised. Yeah, of course I was going to win with my pandas and my bears on the pedalo.
I'm often compared to LeBron James.
Yeah.
In what way, Maffew?
Anyway, 49%, nearly half, if you could win numbers.
You think you know your audience, and then this happens.
I don't understand.
What mundane, boring thing are you going to nominate this week, then?
You think it was you're not a fan of the animals doing the funny.
It would have been nice to see a video, but we saw still pictures of the bears half on the pedalo and not quite on the pedalo.
Would you be less salty if it was a proper 4K shot of the bears on the
moving
swans?
footage that would help along with the pic? That's for sure.
I think it's better seeing the photos because you get the rest in your head because you're going to see them not being able to actually use a pedalo, and reality is often disappointing.
Well, if they can't use the pedalo, they shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame.
According to
A bear
photos,
sitting
our
on a
photos
pedalo.
and imagination so that they were having a good old time. They were all the way to, I don't know, Norway, back there and back. We just didn't see it. It wasn't on camera.
It was quite cute. It was. I'm just surprised that it's like the ultimate internet clash: cute animals versus attractive women. It's like, who's going to win? The animals.
Got to know your
Couldn't
audience, man.
believe it.
What are the furries that watch this? As it's long been established.
It
The
is true.
super furry animals. Listen to this podcast.
Good band.
That are also saying, can you stop saying goon every 3 seconds? So that's it.
You're the one who keeps saying it.
Yeah, say yiff
All
instead.
right. Said it twice, no more.
They would yiff.
I will
innit?
say yiff, that's
Yeah,
it.
they
No
love it.
one was yiffing the Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, I know.
Not yet. So my pick this week, well, I was going to try this first of all, because we've got a big old carton of Iron Brew Extra
Right.
Raspberry Ripple.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking here?
I think you hear that noise.
What?
This is all. Have you seen
Gonna
any of
try
them
this
upstairs?
first of all.
Oh, no. Oh, there's a definite bias to the downstairs office.
Well, there was a
Could you, Joel, before you...
Sesh, sorry.
Sesh. Why do you have 2 brand new kettles down here?
Oh,
right, okay.
kettle gate.
Well,
There's 2 offices here, so surely it's one for each office, is it not?
And just for context, me and Ross are in one office. Sesh is in this downstairs one.
Sesh.
Got his own little room in himself, so he can put all the lights on.
Our kettles broke. Both our kettles broke, so we got.
Why do you have 2 anyway?
Well,
What is this?
if
There's more
there's-
people upstairs, isn't there?
You'll have to ask Adam. I didn't buy the kettles. Sometimes there's a lot of us going for a brew, so you need to fill them
Adam's
both
in
up.
this one as well, and he writes the check. Um,
And if they
but
bounce, so do you.
But
build
the
on
Iron
that.
Brew,
that special flavour of Iron Brew.
yeah, I hadn't had it yet. It's because they got sent directly to Sam, specifically to Sam.
Oh, I'm drinking Sam's.
2 crates of Iron Brew. No, they're for everyone, I think.
Oh,
but
okay.
Well, for everyone
I'm
downstairs.
just taking Sam's.
Yeah, I
Why
In front of him, here, cheers, pal.
How did he get them?
don't. They just got delivered yesterday from someone. I can't
I'm
remember
going
his
to cut
name.
a worker's
Oh,
rights
like from a
promo on this
viewer?
Yeah, from a
downstairs
viewer,
office.
yeah.
Oh well,
Yeah.
then I'd like
Yeah,
to.
we didn't buy them.
I'd like to apologise for my outburst earlier on.
But yeah, you can take some upstairs. I'm
Ah,
sure.
workers' rights for the upstairs office people. This is disgusting.
Oh dear me.
I'm with the people here. It's
The
disgusting.
people are with the bears, mate. Sorry, it's long gone. Well, I was going to put that in, but now when I've twacked Sam, I don't want to leave myself
No, you can put it in.
prime evidence. No, I don't want Sam to see it.
Is it
Gone.
nice?
It's rather sweet. I don't think I could down a whole one. I'll have to give it about half an hour in steps.
Okay. Jack
It's all
Atkins
right.
did that.
It's got a
when he
nice
worked here.
aftertaste. An aftertaste, proper raspberry ripple, and the pre-taste, whatever, is Iron Brew.
Ah.
Stop it. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go with cursing, aka swearing.
Swearing.
Absolutely needs to be put in the Hall of Fame. Obviously, we can't do it on this podcast because we need the YouTube money to pay for, well, stuff like that.
I got sent. But yes.
Okay, well, if you were someone in a shop, you couldn't go, I'm Sam, and just, smash and take
Oh, he
it.
does.
Tesco's wouldn't take that.
No.
I'll look at one would, because you might know him. But cursing in wrestling, it's back, baby. The Rock doing what he wants, saying what he wants. Apparently, if he lets the USA networks a heads up in advance what F and S's he's going to say, it's okay, because they can half censor it. Kinda.
Yeah.
That entrance he did at the end of the Raw was fantastic.
You couldn't hear it?
The amount of Fs that were going on.
Oh, so beautifully said.
He didn't give any, did he?
No.
It's like when you have a really bad quality, when you're doing a Wi-Fi streaming.
You've gone through a tunnel, Dwayne.
It reminded me of when you're younger and you hear like an Eminem song on the radio.
Yes.
When he was in his prime.
Yeah.
And you're like, what's he even saying there? And it was more probably just, no, that's Fred Durst. Carry on, sorry.
Limpy B at WrestleMania 19.
B.
That's a similar one.
Limpy
B.
With their song Crack Addict.
WWE's favorite band in the world ever.
JR saying Crack Addict.
Addict.
Never band, Car Hits Boy, or whatever.
Boy hits car.
He messed it up.
that,
He messed it up, didn't it? It's like, this is exactly when you talking about these things, right? But yeah, so swearing in wrestling. Swearing in general. It is big. It is clever. Cool people do it.
Dawn, yeah.
I wish I could still do it.
You know?
Yeah. Well, I'm not allowed, am I? The rules we've got here at Cultaholic, can't do it.
Like off the
Used
mic.
to do it like a trooper back in the day.
See, growing up in Bish, the kids that were in the class, they would swear every three. If every third word wasn't a curse, they'd go, "You're all right." You're one of them.
It's a sign of
it
a
was, but I don't know how they knew that.
sign of a more creative mind, isn't it? When you swear frequently. That's what I read.
Yes, I read that same thing. Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
Billy Connolly joke, isn't it? Where he gets told off for swearing, people say, it's the sign of a limited vocabulary. Like, no, it's not. I know all these extra words.
Yes. See, that's a good one.
Yeah.
But yeah, cousin, I was actually, I was worried when we first started doing the podcast, going, every third word is my upbringing. Every third word has to be naughty and offensive. Like, I'm gonna die here, aren't I? So
I
had
never
to
thought when I
not
met you.
swear as much.
I
And
never thought you were particularly sweary when I met you.
yeah, I was in awe of you at that point. So I was like, I can't swear in front of Jack. You'll think I'm an idiot. Oh, flipping heck. Oh, sorry, Jack. So yeah, swearing is cool.
Who's the biggest swearer in the office? Sam.
Sam. I've got
We've solved it. Yeah.
I'm in the conversation. Who else is in the conversation? Who is down here, Joel? I imagine Piers is a silent one.
No, Pierce doesn't
Does he not swear
He's
now?
a sweet little boy.
I reckon Andrew.
No.
No.
No, he's like Ned Flanders. Like, he substitutes words for.
Oh, that's very good.
Yeah,
then.
that's true. I don't know if swears
No.
really. I swear quite a bit.
Nah. None of us are really.
No, it's not bad, is it?
Sam.
Yeah, it's some. It's some.
Yeah, but that's because you're saying stuff like, how much for a pill?
What, me?
Oh, Sesh. Yeah, right.
Oh,
right,
yeah, I'm on the sesh, yeah.
It's all right.
Upstairs. I can't really think
No
of
one
anyone.
says out.
Ashton.
If
Triple Jump Ashton.
really?
Out of upstairs, I'd say her probably.
I can see that.
She's not like awful or anything. Sam's still number one. Then Ashton. I can't think of the third one. Might
Everybody
be Ross.
else.
Maybe Ross is third.
I swear every other third word, mate.
No, it's not. I don't think it's that
I
bad.
can't help it. It's only because I say 3 words a day, doesn't he? There.
Beautiful. So that's mine. Cursing is fun.
Fair enough.
Not like swearing because I'm English. Swearing is fun. In big capital letters. So who was second place?
Moi.
Ross Ripley. What have you got for us?
Sesh, please. The evidence, please, Sesh. Get clicking there, Sesh.
looking at the
Have
camera.
a nice little click. He's not even got it ready. Sesh has been too busy session to get the actual evidence ready.
We started late.
Absolutely disgusting. Anyway, on this week's Raw, a new phenomenon. A human man was born. Seth Rollins is cutting his promo in the crowd as we saw at the start of Raw, was it? I think, whenever it was. And a man, need the picture as well, please, Joel. There's a 2-pronged, I sent you the picture on Slack if you would prepare for the bloody podcast. That would
There
be,
you go. There's
there
a
he
bloke
is.
in his blokey
That's the
camera and bloking it up.
So this fella who just was up in Seth Rollins' grill. Can the people at home see this, Joe?
Yes.
They can. He was fantastic. He stood there for the entirety of that Seth Rollins promo, filming him, looking for molars and other things happening inside of his mouth. Rollins didn't acknowledge him one bit. He later released the footage. If we can play that without the sound, please, Joe, just to see how close
Release the
he was.
footage.
There he is. Look how close he is to Seth Rollins there. Fantastic. And he's since become a thing on Twitter, I saw the other day.
Who, Seth Rollins?
No, Seth Rollins' camera guy. I had to get a new fella after Brock Lesnar's doings of recent times, or revelations of recent times.
Oh, Brock Lesnar guy.
Brock Lesnar guy's out, and now Seth Rollins' camera guy's in. So he's my nomination for the Hall of Fame.
Now you've said that. Have you seen, I hate that I know this. Brock Lesnar guy, he did like a tweet where it's just like him without the shirt on. It goes, now who am I? It's like, you no one. We on about who are you?
What do you mean, Maffew?
Without
He
the
did
Brock
this
Lesnar
once.
gift. Am I anybody at all? It's like an actor, like without the roles. Who is the real me intrinsic?
Look how close he is to Seth Rollins.
Anyway, yeah, this guy, okay, I was like, whatever, do film it. It is weird seeing a dude this close.
Look at Seth's attractive neck. Ooh.
It is healthy neck, isn't it? Nice
Yeah,
pointy
wait.
chin. Couple of blemishes there. The HD
He's getting
cameras.
closer. Wow, wow, wow. I like the lens flare in the background. Yeah, it's
He
good.
must be warm in that coat under those lights.
Yeah. Those glasses must be strong as well, because if someone had a camera that close to mine, I'd be like, get out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going skiing after this, I guess.
CM Punk would have punched the guy next to him. Get that camera out of my face.
Guy with a CM Punk t-shirt on, he would have punched him. Are those the rebranded shades?
No, it's
that big,
Versace
like,
or
Gucci or something, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's Edge. Oh, is that an R? Edge
thought
is
we
on
knew
that.
him.
Yeah.
I think it's Lonsdale.
Oh, yeah.
Slazenger? There you go. That's all it is.
Yeah,
Just that guy.
just the dude filming Seth as close as humanly possible.
Yeah.
He should have shoved the camera in his mouth. No, thank you for that, Ross. What have you got for us, Jack?
I've never been more gutted not to be. Speaking of swearing, it's appropriate because my original pick I couldn't nominate because there is a swear word in it, and also there's licensed music playing in the background as well. I was just like, damn it. But Triple Jumble went down to Birmingham, I think, over the weekend for Insomnia.
Oh, you
or
were saying last time.
Insomniac.
Yeah, I remember now.
Insomnia.
And please, I mean, you'll be able to what is it? Do you know what it better than me to describe what it is?
I think it's just a convention.
A gaming convention.
convention. I think so, yeah.
And obviously had a great time. They seemed to anyway. And then on one of the nights that they had a few bevies, right? And they're at some sort of like in like an amphitheater, but it's like a quiz. It's like a big pub quiz with like a big stage and like things between rounds and music going on and stuff. And Ashton uploaded my favorite Instagram story I've ever seen, which is her filming the stage. It's in between rounds of this quiz. Linkin Park's In the End is playing in the background.
Okay, yeah.
The chorus has just kicked in. I tried so hard. And there's just the compare's just on the mic going, guys, stop moshing. Stop moshing. Security's going to F you up. Stop moshing, guys. And from her vantage point, there's very little evidence of mosh, of any like, but it's just a proper like teacher panicking because like everyone. I so wish that I could play it because I'll show it to you off camera. The story expired, but I asked her to send me it so it can live forever because I thought it was so funny. And then with good comic timing at the end, she just flips the camera onto herself and goes, "Stop moshing, guys!" So it's got a nice little end to the story.
I thought she was going to go, I put my trust. And then she'd jump on the compare or something. But, that's
it
nice.
looks so like not tame, but just like people having a nice, fun time. Just this guy shouting, "Guys, stop moshing!" Sounds like a South Park character panicking. But I can't nominate that for the reasons I've outlined, so I'm just going to nominate Sesh. It's a cheap one, but
He's failed once before.
I know, I'm going to say.
No, this is like Three Faces of Foley. Like you're getting in again. You're going for
We're
another go.
rebranding a guy who's not over by changing his name and trying again.
No,
It is wrestling.
This is like Mr. America. He's already over. He's just doing this for fun on the side.
What did you come last to, Joel, the last time you got nominated?
Oh, I was last on
Ooh.
15%, I think it was.
That was at the very start of your run.
And a tough week.
Now you've had your Daniel Bryan 2014 moment. Right. Sesh is my nomination.
Fantastic. So we've got Sesh, a.k.a. Joel. Let me put down who that is.
Well, we don't know who it is.
Okay, Sesh Rollins to his friends. Seth Rollins, camera guy.
Yep.
That's
The
his
newest
full name.
hip-hop and happening cat in town.
Meow. And swearing is cool. If you'd like to vote for any of those, then please do. You go to patreon.com/Cultaholic.
This is This Week in the Wrestling. It's this bloody week in the wrestling.
This week in wrestling. SmackDown. Logan Paul interferes to help Pretty Deadly beat Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. Orton blames Owens at first, but sees a replay of Logan hitting Kev with the brass knucks. He finds Logan hiding under the ring and tries to put him through the announce table, but Pretty Deadly save him and get beaten up for their troubles. Orton and Owens chase Logan at the back, but he manages to escape in the Logan Paul car.
Yeah, the little car.
I think he stole that from LA Knight, you know. 'Cause that's a red car. I look like the car the Chickadees would be a fan
It
of.
wasn't a little red Corvette. It was. Oh my God.
Yeah, Randy Orton immediately comes out and looks himself as he's making his entrance, he goes, probably a bit of weight. Slaps a little bit.
He loves his 275 pounds ring announce, and he always goes like 2, 7. Fingers in line. He had a Nordic spirit or two before the entrance, though. He was going wild, wasn't he? Getting signs from the crowd and everything.
He was having a good time. I love Randy watching the replay on the screen and realizing what happened. And then, just how old school is this? Where is he? Is he in the ring? Is he there?
Yeah.
Ooh, is he there? Yay! I'll go find him.
Did you see the one?
Where is he? There he is.
Did you see the one little kid trying not to be a grass because he's probably a Logan Paul fan, going, "No, he's not. He's not."
I see that.
So good. Yeah. It reminds me of. Do you remember Rhino versus AJ in Elevation X?
Yes.
And AJ hides under one of the legs of the X.
Yeah.
And Rhino starts pointing to the different one. I thought that was brilliant from Rhino.
Around that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, good luck. The lads help him. Wait, Logan, so Dummy stays at ringside. Then there's a nice recap there. But I thought this was a really nice little bit.
Yeah,
Nice little put together.
I was fearing what was to come because right away at the start they were like, "Oh, how could they possibly coexist with the WrestleMania match?" And it was just a nice tag team match. Pretty Deadly did nothing, which was a bit of a shame. But they were just pawns in this bigger story. Is that the right word?
A big win for them. Yeah. I mean, it's
Pawns in Game of Life.
a very cheap win, but they won over Kevin Owens and Randy Orton.
That's one to tell the grandkids about.
Yeah.
Or Kate.
Well,
No, the Queen. Sorry.
Liz, yeah.
Liz, yeah.
No, it'll be Kate in a few months.
Oh my
It's
God.
Kate already.
Jesus Christ.
She's not around anymore. She. See all the AI stuff in that video?
She's here.
She's got 2 rows of teeth I saw recently. On the bottom.
She's looking great.
I feel bad for her.
So do
Come on,
I.
lads.
Why don't you
Remember
just
royalty? Nah.
give her a phone and just say I'm
By
alive?
marriage. By marriage.
Still counts.
She's one of us, damn it.
Well, we're dead.
Nearly.
We get an Io Sky video package where she calls Bayley an embarrassment to WWE and hopes she never sees her again after WrestleMania. After she finishes recording the segment, Io is attacked by Bayley. They brawl until crew members pull him apart.
Wait, was there sound effects?
Put sound effects on Bailey's punches
brilliant.
and sound effects on the lights falling down. There must have been a sound issue when they recorded it, so they've had to make do. And
They look like Ghostwatch.
the blatant like.
Imagine Bruce Pritchard in the booth. No, get off me. Oh.
It's the most NXT thing that's been on Doreen. It's not even on NXT.
I hate you,
Yeah.
Bayley, whatever your name is. I watch your show.
Although there was another one. I can't remember which show it was on, but there was another main roster NXT vignette. I'm sure we'll get to it.
Tiffy Stratz had a good one.
It was
Yeah.
Tiffy Stratz.
Paris. Oh, we'll get on it later.
But this is what the LA Night AJ Styles home invasion should have been. It makes sense there be multiple camera angles because they're shooting the exact thing that's happening.
Oh, yes.
It's so good. We're bored of Bayley. Gets attacked by Bayley. Good lad.
I like the line. She's a narcissist who claims she is a victim. Oh, because she would be from Leo Sky's perspective.
Yeah.
Sorry, Leo Sky's perspective. Sorry, Leo Shirai's perspective. He's seen that this week. Should have
Have
been
you
for
not
the
seen it?
whole.
Oh, bless
Otis has believed for the last, since he's met her, which has got to be 4 or 5 years at this point, that Io Sky's name is Leo Shirai. Every time he sees her, he goes, "Hey, Leo, how's it going?" And apparently she's like, Otis, hello.
Was it in the burger eating contest or whatever it
With
was?
Omos.
With Omos and Big E. And he goes, "Tell you who's been good recently, Leo." And Big E's like, no way. No way.
Oh.
They laugh at him a lot and I felt sorry for him. He seems like a lovely man.
It is. If you do a capital I, it looks the same as a lowercase L.
Yeah, maybe it's that.
Yeah.
Oh, God, he only just learned to read recently in his life. Oh, fair play to it. No, everyone leave Otis alone, actually.
It's still
He's
funny.
trying his best. It is funny.
Yeah, it's close. It's like, all right, Richie. Or not like that. Nick Aldis brings out SmackDown's newest signing, Jade Cargill. Jade says it's about damn time. Yeah, swearing. SmackDown may have been has one of the best
not
women's
swearing.
It's as close to swearing as she's going to get. She's not The Rock. Best women's rosters in the world, but they're not Jade Cargill. She's a once-in-a-lifetime superstar, and the storm has arrived.
Yeah, she looks ridiculous.
Yeah, I put Wade's jaw falls on the floor, and Grace has to help him put it back on.
That is the best human being I have ever seen, he said.
Who won the horny off this week between Wade and Booker? Because Booker was really up there this week for me.
But yeah, I think he was propping up the table most of the night.
yeah. Just an introduction
They
thing.
won the floor and used him as a jack.
Just an introductory thing for Jade. And yeah, it's cool.
Yep.
I thought the entrance was the dog's bollocks with like the use of the silhouettes and whatnot. Her attire, not many people could pull that off.
Nope.
She's one of the few. I wouldn't like to see any of us in that attire. Well, you might be able to pull off. You got a slim figure.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Ross.
Yeah,
I'm not
but-
going to help you get the votes next year. Sorry, I love you, but
And I like a catchphrase now. Let me give you a weather update. Yes, let's go. The storm has arrived.
I'm not Wade instinctively didn't go. It's pissing it down.
Light drizzle. Soccer AM reference there for nobody.
God, I haven't thought about that one for a while. Thank you, mate.
Sheephead.
Damage Katala interviewed backstage. Dakota Kai says Jade Cargill hasn't done anything yet, and she can't wait to beat Bianca Belair later tonight. Belair wasn't even a thought in her mind, but she has to get herself involved with Damage Katala again, and now she's going to pay. You're going to pay. You're going to pay.
Bong.
Good. Don't say that.
What's that?
Session.
What's that? What's that song?
Undertaker's
now.
theme, huh? You turned it
Oh,
down.
right. yeah. It sounded like you were doing like a faster, like, you're going to pay, you're going to pay. No.
On a horse.
Sound like Run to the Hill, yeah.
Tell you what, though, Dakota Kai forgot the Rumble very quickly, didn't she? Silly professional wrestling heel.
How dare she forget that? I think you'll find.
Yeah, she did well in that match.
Yeah. Backstage, Nick Aldis is approached by the not-so-spooky witches. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isla Dawn rambles about making changes to their presentation until Alba Fire drags her away.
Yeah, they've got some ideas for themselves. They want new lights and new music. Isla Dawn's saying. It looks like the witches have been repackaged, which is a massive shame. Because we didn't end the storyline of the women's tag team titles being cursed by the witches, which is what witches do, apparently.
Yeah.
I think they just got rid of the curse. Like a good Disney film, the curse has been lifted and it's been okay since.
We didn't get one of those scenes with like the wind blowing through people's hair and like lights everywhere and the curse has been lifted.
I could see HBK like shouting this to Triple H. I get this, and Triple H went, yeah. Next week.
It's a strange one. It reminds me of when Lyra Valkyria stopped being a forest sprite and started wearing like sports bras and that. These were just in normal clothes and were acting like normal people. And I agree with Ross. It's a big shame.
But we all caught Nick Aldis, didn't we? We all caught
him.
Having a little look.
No. He's recovering from surgery, Ross. He's all over the place. And who, Isla Dawn?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean, the Twitch chat were really horny for her last time I did a stream that she was on.
Yeah, she's not going to be on this, yes. Stand and Deliver.
Can't wait.
Twitch at the time the show starts.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm not sure what time that is.
It's either 4 or 3 p.m. our time.
Just go on Twitch. Just never leave.
Yeah.
Aldis continues down the corridor and bumps into AJ Styles, who asks if he made sure LA Knight won't be here tonight. Nick says he asked Knight to stay away. AJ's convinced. Yeah, it's hard. I told him not to show up. All right, cheers. Yeah.
Yeah, but Aldis was like, I asked
No, Aldis
him.
says he asked, yeah.
Yeah, and Styles was like, well, you should have told him, not asked him.
Told him.
Semantics.
Yeah.
Hello, folks. Sentences. How he sounds now with his big arms.
His arms get bigger, his voice gets deeper. The Street Profits take on Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. On the Tron, we see that Karrion Kross and Scarlett have beaten down Bobby Lashley and B-Fab. The Street Profits are distracted and lose the match, which means Theory and Waller have sadly qualified for the ladder match.
What are you saying sadly for? Do you not remember NXT's ladder matches with G. Waller killing
Oh,
himself off the
God.
top?
Oh, that elbow drop on the
Yeah.
concrete. I had forgotten about that.
Yeah. I don't know what Theory's going to do, but G. Waller's going to be there.
You got the impression he annoyed some people backstage. You catch me on the elbow. Yeah. Sure. Oh, that elbow. Right. Ugh. The fans estimate attack the Street Profits after the bell, but Lashley hobbles out to make the save, but gets beaten down as well. Well, cheers, man.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the Final Testament match at WrestleMania.
It's going to be a Philadelphia street fight. Karrion Kross cut a very boring promo on Twitter this week, wearing his ECW t-shirt and smoking a cigar.
Oh, how many gimmicks has he got?
Bully Ray said it was the best segment on SmackDown ever.
Oh, he's been getting pelters this week.
Oh, God, can we not? He's just an engagement.
Okay,
farm.
fair enough. All right.
I don't want to help these farmers.
There's one thing every wrestler seems to think, and that's that Bully Ray's an arsehole. I think it's in Batista's book, isn't it? Billy.
Yeah, he
That was
he
why
did not have
because
good
on
things to
Reddit,
say
it was
about
on
him.
Reddit, yeah.
Yeah.
Mark Henry's on his show. He likes him.
Money.
Oh.
Go on.
I'll never forget. He did that winky clicky thing you do with a dog. He did that to me. He made me feel like a dog.
Yeah, he was nice to me as well,
WCPW.
if that's nice.
And go, do you know who I am?
Oh, he said that out in the
okay.
in the ring, for many times in his Liverpool scarf, in his Liverpool scarf. He loves the Reds. He loves the Reds, Bubba Ray Dudley. We were in Manchester and he was wearing it for Heat, but he does actually support them.
I also like that they keep on using the little ringside camera for the commentators sometimes. So like when Waller got smash banged in the graves at ringside, we then got a cool look at the replay via that.
Graves going,
Oh no! I think it looks nice.
I'm not surprised the Streety P's lost this match after Bobby's team talk. Do you see it? He's like, you got there and you do very well. I'll be winning. Go on, lads. You can do it. You can do it, lads. Go and get them, yeah? Go and get them. What's he whispering for?
Oh, no.
But sadly, Cross talks about having a good party, but the lads are missing it. You can tell Cross has had many parties that people he's invited to haven't showed up to.
Oh.
It was.
Does that mean? They suck, don't they?
Yeah.
Screw them then.
He was shouting like, nobody goes to WrestleMania now. I don't get the motives of the characters.
No, same.
I think Nick needs to run in and do the X symbol because this feud needs to be over soon.
I thought we'd already had this match, but we haven't.
Do you think they're going to?
No,
Do you think they're going to win? And it'll rumble on their reign of terror.
Surely this Bobby's boys have just got to win easily.
Maybe, yeah.
And then Karrion Kross just gets cast adrift by the AOP, who don't need him.
That's right. AOP don't need an OAP, and they beat him up.
I'm sure he's about 30 years
Maybe Ellering.
Oh, but he feels old. Legado del Fantasma come to the ring. Santos tells all the little kids to remember that he injured Rey Mysterio and beat him in the middle of the ring last week. Santos says Rey is the greatest luchador of all time. Or was.
Yeah.
He brings out the big Dom, who thanks him for his help last week. Rey arrives with the LWO and challenges them to a tag match at WrestleMania. It'll be Santos and Dom versus Rey and his partner, the newest member of the LWO, the new Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee. The two sides brawl until Lee takes out the bad guys with Big Swanton to the outside.
Yeah.
This was a bit of a slog, this segment, I thought, because they just told us 100 things we've heard before they do the big announcement for the tag team match. With all 8 of them stood there, I was like, why is this not like a faction 8-person tag warfare kind of thing? Carlito is turning on Rey. That's happening because he wasn't picked. It feels like when...
Oh, you think?
It feels like... who was it? It feels like when Edge was picked by Rey over Dom for Clash at the Castle.
Okay.
Whatever match they had.
That's right.
And then Dom turned on Rey. It feels the same as that.
Kicked him in the balls.
Because he looked very sad. So Rey, wear a cup on Sunday, Saturday, whatever day it's on.
I love the Santa saying, listen up, especially all the kids in the crowd with the Rey masks on, and reminds us he wanted Rey's knee to get an infection and get amputated.
Oh, yeah, he did.
I forgot he said that. I'm glad you reminded me. Rey getting checked in at a 0-star rating hospital because the food is great. Anyway, if Rey's foot did fall off, he'd just crack open a cold can of stem cells and it'd regrow like Wolverine. That's my contribution.
I thought that was you reading his promo. I don't remember him saying that.
I will after people for getting stem cell treatment now.
Yeah.
Because Rey's had it so much. There's nothing about him that's new. He's that chip.
He's like Atomic Kitten.
He's Trigger's broom.
He's Trigger's broom, that's the one, yeah.
Atomic Kitten also works, thank you.
Look at the picture.
Backstage, Naomi wishes Belair good luck at a match tonight. They agree to have each of us back against Damage Control. Oh, they're good friends now then, huh? After the beatdown. All right.
But Bianca's still a bit on edge.
Yeah. She
rightfully
had EST in her hair, Naomi, which was nice.
Kiss ass.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to open
You
this.
okay?
Yeah, so I've done it. I hate these new lids. Let me take the lid off.
I don't mind them. It's just that I forget they exist. And I'm there going, am I that puny? I can't open a bloody bottle. Oh, it's attached, right?
Yes.
Yeah. The JD are annoyed that Dom didn't warn them about getting involved with Rey.
Communication is key, Dom.
Sorry, Mommy. I don't want to do any more table reads of Rhea and Dom.
Dom apologizes and says he wanted to make Ripley proud. JD takes him off to find a doctor, while the rest of the group are all suspicious of each other's priorities heading into Mania.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dom still hasn't told them at this point about the secret convo he had with Andrade on Raw before this SmackDown. And then Damian Priest is now going in for business for himself, saying that WrestleMania is all important for them as individuals.
What does that mean,
He's
Damien?
going to cash in, isn't he? Maybe. But Rhea doesn't know this, and we don't know this. It's dramatic irony all round.
JD taking Dom to the doctors? That was so primary school. I'll help them go and find it, miss. Okay, come back quickly now. Primary
It's what kids do.
Yeah.
I'm amazed JD's lasted this long. I thought for certain they would be done by now, but they've kept on going. And
He's
going.
all right in that role.
I thought-
Sorry, Judgment Day.
Oh, Judgment Day.
Oh, this is the confusion.
I'm sorry.
I'm surprised, but they've seemed to have ebbed and flowed. I feel like Ross is getting a bit sick of them from the pictures video the other day.
It just feels like we're teasing the breakup for a bit too long now.
Okay.
It's been signs for over a month at this, maybe 2 months
Maybe
at this
longer,
point.
yeah.
When Priest and Rhea were going at it for a bit, and then now Dom's not got Rhea's trust fully, and now Priest's making plans by himself and not telling everybody else.
And Finn's
feels
wearing-
like it's coming to a head.
And Finn's wearing hats and playing darts. You know,
I find Finn the most sinister of all. He keeps saying weird things. And I'm like, it sounds like he's just saying non sequitur or just his own thoughts. But I'm like, is there some sort of secret meaning? There was another thing on Raw as well that we'll get to that Finn did.
The New Catch Republic beat the Shagging Cousins to qualify for the WrestleMania ladder match. Wade points out this match should be cancelled due to Legado just getting beat up seconds ago.
Oh, yeah?
That's a good point. However, it is only done in bait. So I thought they thought, we can take them.
They're British strong style.
They are the New Catch Republic. How dare you?
Catch Republic. Oh, they need new music. Down with the Deaf Rebels.
Say about lots of the members of the roster.
Oh, you didn't see that one coming.
he bit me and I thought he was going to bop me.
Bop and bang. Didn't see that one coming. I like them.
It's early days. Isn't
Apart from the time they ignored me at King's Cross Station. But apart from that, I like them. Good lads.
it? I'm the king and I'm
Bully
cross
Ray
with you,
sat here
Jack.
now.
Yeah.
Do you know who I am? Anyway, the press slam rules off the top. It's what Jericho used to do to Ultimo and Ray back in the day, so I was happy to see it back. It's like, we. And then the Birmingham Hammer giving Dunn the pin, 7 minutes 19.
What does he call it by accident? He's like double something. And then
Doubles, what is Tyler's finisher called?
Oh, Tyler Driver.
I think
Yeah, he
they
goes
call
like
that,
double
yeah.
Tyler Driver. Then one of them corrects the other and goes, it's the Birmingham Hammer. It's quite, they're
Oh,
Excalibur.
it's the other dumb move name, yeah.
Oh, it's a fantastic
No, that's what he
name.
said. That's what he said.
All right, sorry.
Why has he gone so down on the New Catch Republic?
Yeah, what's happened, Maffew? What's the cool kids on Twitter spotted about
I
them
wanted
now?
the Shaggers to win.
Ah, right, I see.
Up the incest.
We all did want the Shaggers to
The
win.
Shaggers should be in the match.
I think the Shaggers are more suited to the match than the New Catch Republic, possibly.
Yeah. Imagine oh no.
That makes me think that actually the New Catch Republic might win, or win at least one of the pairs of belts.
Yeah, as you point out, Jack.
No, Ross.
As everybody else has pointed out with ears, that both, as Sesh has pointed out, that Cole said the match ends when both tag titles are being pulled down. So
To which I asked the question, what happens if, for example, Tyler Bate pulls a red one and Pete Dunne pulls a blue one? What happens then?
Oh, we'll have to see who pulls out on the other ones, and then maybe they've got a team.
Tyler goes, purple belt.
I feel like Morpheus. No, Mace Windu. Same actor. No, it's not. Oh, I've done that classic mistake that everyone does.
racist.
No. I've just done that. Everyone mistakes those two.
Oh, they're going for red pill, blue pill
They've
thing,
got.
which would have been all right. but yeah,
Lawrence and Sam get mixed up all the time, don't they? Ah.
by old people.
No. It's because they've got similar Kavorka. Oh, do we need to cut this out? Oh, no.
I think we should leave it in.
Oh.
And the Bloodline's locker room. Paul Heyman claims that The Rock, just move on, beat up Cody Rhodes by order of Roman Reigns. Jimmy Uso says Jay isn't even going to make it to WrestleMania because he'll have to answer to Solo next
Can
week.
I go home, please?
Solo says he'll miss Jay, but he has to take him out. Is he going to kill him?
Someone watched Peaky Blinders this week, am I right, lads?
Yeah.
By orders of the Peaky Blinders. By orders
How
of
they
the
talk.
tribal chief is now the catchphrase. Yeah, it was nice to hear that Roman told The Rock to do that to Cody.
Yeah. Well, no, I think that's just what they're claiming.
Oh. Dissension is afoot, though. You see him on the Jimmy Fallon show. That Frenchman, Jimmy Fallon.
What did they do?
Rock's speaking about the tribal chief and the final boss, and he goes, tribal chief and the final boss.
Oh.
The hand placement, everybody watch those hands.
You can't. It's a podcast.
Some of them
on
can.
YouTube?
It's a video podcast.
I'm kidding.
So for audio listeners, Dwayne The Rock Johnson put his
That's why
hand...
the audio people all vote for me in these things. All the video people vote for you.
They were acting very baby-faced, didn't you think, on Fallon?
Yeah.
They've got to on Fallon, haven't they?
Rock had his ankles out as well, which I thought was very interesting.
What does that mean?
Who's he trying to pull there? He's trying to pull Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon, clearly.
Oui.
AJ Styles cuts a promo in the ring. He's furious with LA Knight, but can't wait to expose him. I like that. On the grandest stage of them all.
Imagine we did, though.
I'm going to get your balls out.
Just thousands of
It may be
chicken.
LA Knight, but it's going to be a full moon come WrestleMania.
This was the funniest segment.
Despite what Nick said, he knows Knight is actually here. He calls him out. Nobody arrives. A paranoid AJ, who's been around the business, checks and goes, aha, it could be the cameraman. Checks the cameraman. It is not LA Knight. So he kicks him out the ring. A masked man jumps out the crowd, is restrained by security.
It always happens.
yeah.
Always happens.
Oh, always happens. AJ unmasks him, but it's not him. It's a normal guy. But it's all a ruse, as the right of the frame, one of the security guards is Knight, and he beats AJ down. He grabs a chair, but Styles runs away through the crowd. Knight says AJ can run and hide. By WrestleMania, he'll know whose game this is, with everybody saying,
yeah.
I think Shawn Michaels is producing this feud. Because this was classic Shawn Michaels, as Jack likes to call it, a bait and bait. It's not the cameraman. It's not the random assailant who ran across the ringside area.
Ooh.
But it is the whatever he was doing next to the announce table.
Security guard.
Yeah.
No, that's a bait and switch.
That is a bait and switch.
He's done the normal one.
A bait and bait, a bait and switch. A bait and bait with the two first ones
Yeah.
and a switch with the third.
Yeah.
it sounds like you're ordering a really specific sandwich here. Hold the bait, extra switch.
I really liked. I didn't think that it was a shoot guy jump. Obviously, I didn't think it was a real guy jumping on the crowd, but I didn't think that that was the story they were trying to tell either. I thought this guy was under the employ of LA Knight because then he has to be there as the security guy. And I really found LA Knight acting flustered security really funny because he's so blatantly LA Knight and he's going, I can't hold this guy.
Whoa!
Yeah. And then the slow reveal was really funny as well.
Yeah. One of his mates who was in the Crusades together. Yeah. Helped to do that.
Knight.
What the hell have you just said?
Horrible. Stood all over it.
All right.
Ruined it.
Yeah.
Give it another go.
Funny. Yeah, I ruined it. Yeah, just carry on.
You've been playing Crusader Kings?
Yeah.
Okay. I've never.
Oh, okay, fine. I like the crowd. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just sounds the same way that people used to what because they love LA Knight.
I thought his promo was a bit too far when he was talking about exposing LA Knight for the overachieving, under-talented piece of trash that he is.
Ooh.
That's disgusting.
He's a big fan of Nash.
He's not achieved anything, really. No, I'm joking.
Just captured everybody's hearts.
When Paris Hilton said some girls are born with glitter in their veins, she was talking about Tiffany Stratton. Being so perfect isn't as easy as it looks, though. Tiffany promises the fans that she'll always look hot and spare our eyes from the uggos. Soon we'll find out what Tiffy time is all about. I love the term uggos. That's so great.
This was Prime NXT. It was fantastic. We even got footage of the old country club back in the day where she used to use Daddy's credit card to play games of tennis and whatnot.
It was like a first segment ever, wasn't it? Yeah.
It's funny you should say that because I didn't really like this very much because I thought it was a big step back.
Oh.
This should have been when she was first on main roster, but she's already been in the chamber.
Yeah.
I think it's just she's not doing anything right now, but we'll have the segment to remind her who
Okay,
she is. And I
fair
think
enough.
that's absolutely fine.
Fair enough.
She's got a lot of stuff done on these episodes.
I think she'll get involved in that 6-woman tag somehow.
Oh,
A shoot fly in from Tiffy Stratz, I'll predict.
What, like the helicopter? With a
Yeah, she'll jump
credit
up
card?
like Charlotte Flair should have done. Like the Queen did at the Olympic Games in 2012.
the real queen.
The real Queen.
Do the prettiest moonsault ever off the Daddy's helicopter.
Daddy
Oh,
helicopter.
James
into the
Bond
ring.
and her parachuted down to the. Remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Bean's tickling
And
the ivory.
everyone went. The Queen's got Banda. Was it the first time in like 70 years?
Bianca Belair beats Dakota Kai in the main event, but is immediately attacked by the Kabuki Warriors. Naomi tries to make the save, but the numbers game is too much. And Jade Cargill arrives, takes out all three on her own. The babyfaces stand tall to end the show.
Yeah, Jade took out all of them.
She looked very, very good while doing so as well.
Yeah.
Like the shoot powerbomb she did on Kyrie, I think it was. Had extra stank on it. No, it was on Dakota, sorry, not on Kyrie. But the match itself, I thought, was very competitive, which was nice to see for Dakota. There was one little whoopsie with the braid spot. They start laughing. Send for the man, Maffew, am I right? Because Dakota's like, well, give us your braid. She's like, Bianca's on the middle rope, and she can't quite get it, so Bianca has to go like, and then they start laughing. It was quite funny.
Oh, I thought it was in pain, but they laughed.
It looked like they were laughing. There was a lovely scorpion kick from Dakota, which I've not seen for a little while there.
Nice one.
One of them went very good.
I missed when Dakota was like a problem in NXT, you know? So I'm glad that she seems to have like, now that Bailey's out, she's like the focal point now of Damage Control, which is good because I think I find her very charismatic. Yes.
Good.
Yes. I agree with Jack
He was
Maffew.
swallowing his
All
drink.
right.
Stop that. AEW Collision. Adam Copeland opens the show, that's a theme this week, and says now he's finally closed the book on Christian Cage. It's time to start a new chapter of his career. He says he'll be putting his TNT title on the line in the Cope Open. And his first opponent was revealed to be Matt Cardona. What are you doing here? Copeland wins, but the lights go out during a celebration. Malachi Black is in the ring, with black goo coming out of his mouth.
It's like
Saturday
Ultimate
already.
Warrior.
Bit of pen.
Yeah.
Brody and Matthews attack Copeland from behind. Mark Briscoe tries to make the save but gets beaten down. Eddie Kingston arrives, so the House of Black disappear. Boomf.
Tell you what, I was watching this with Kayla, and Kayla called Mark Briscoe for trying to help Adam Copeland a useless wank. Which I've never heard her say ever.
Why did she say
I don't
that?
know, she just got really angry at the fact he couldn't save.
He tried and failed, yeah.
He tried and failed. You useless wank. Which I thought was very harsh indeed.
He's missing the point.
But it was nice to see the Cope open in the Bone Zone. The Ian Ricker Bone Zone.
Yeah.
He was back on the call, wasn't he? So the Bone Zone is back, and Mrs. Ricker Burney's very happy. That's what it was back in the day, wasn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just thought there was lots of textbook wrestling, which was nice to see.
Textbook wrestling.
What the opening stretch, though, like, you think you can outwork me, can you, buddy? I don't think you can.
Yeah, because all of the crowd were like, we know the history here. Former Edgehead. Now he's made himself. He's a self-made man.
Does that mean he's a goon head now with the modern day vernacular?
He is. I thought that it was one of those matches that would have been good anyway, but the crowd like took it to the next level. And I liked the story they told because they both know each other inside out and all that sort of stuff. And I really liked Cardona's entrance because he looked proper like, I'm from your past and I'm going to get you, but he didn't get it.
And he's tanned and hairy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you can grow your chest hair when Vince isn't around. I think that was a Vince thing on TV, wasn't it? 'Cause, yeah. Someone made a comment about that recently.
Apparently, it feels like Velcro. If you're freshly shaven and someone's got a hairy chest and you're wrestling, and they rub the hair. Apparently, someone on
in boxing, you're not allowed to have like just shaved thing. You have to have like be proper bald or have a beard.
Oh, really?
Because then you get in the clinch, you'd be like,
I saw, I think it was Excalibur in PWG once on commentary, and it's Kenny Omega, but it was like, it was like Bullet Club, New Japan Kenny Omega, and he put like a chin lock on someone, and Excalibur's going like, Kenny usually shaves his forearms about 3 to 4 days before a wrestling match so that he can really grind the stubble in. It was really Excalibur.
Best commentator in the business.
Yeah.
But yeah, nice little match. A lot of big dumb fun. Helped by the crowd going nuts over everything, and the crowd was well lit. They're not always well lit. They haven't been in the last few months
they were
and stuff
well
like
lit.
that. They
Been down the pub before the show, am I right?
Joel.
Sesh.
So obviously Black's there. If he's going to take him on for the title, that means Black's going to be the new champ then.
No, might be a DQ finish.
It'll be DQ.
Also, they went, by the way, because those lads are helping him, Briscoe versus Kingston is the main event for the world title at Supercard of Honor this Friday.
It's mad how little they've built this.
Oh, that's the first mention on AEW TV of this.
This could be... And also Briscoe and I think Eddie aren't really much on Ring of Honor weekly TV much at all. But this could have been like a huge story. Mark Briscoe going for the belt that his brother held and that he himself could never win and doing it, for all the stuff you'd imagine in that sort of story. And especially with two guys as good as promos as Mark Briscoe and Eddie Kingston. And they've just not... They mention it on Dynamite as like an aside to an Edge promo later on.
Oh, and by the way...
Let's really give each other a good fight, mate. What? So now I'm not even convinced that Mark's going to win because you'd think he would win. But now I'm like, well, they're not really treating it like it's a big deal at all. It's sad.
Yes, it is. FDR interviewed backstage and admit...
That's tonight at the time this video goes out. What's happening tonight?
That's nuts.
Yeah.
They admit they've not been winning as much lately. Tonight, they won't underestimate the infantry. Dax calls them a Cinderella team, but tonight, she won't get the shoe.
Oh, watch for the shoe.
Watch for the shoe.
I hate March Madness, right? And I'm a former basketball player myself, lads. Actually,
That's right.
5'10". So, the March Madness, from what I understand, is like their college basketball FA Cup, like single elimination knockout. And Americans like think it's the best thing ever, and I'm like, it's a knockout tournament, yeah. But they act like it's. Can someone please explain in the comments why it's so revered? Because there were so many references on this week of wrestling of people going like, this is like March Madness. I'm the number 1 seed and you're the, Right. Anyway, I can see this isn't really...
In the comments, please let Jack know how it works.
Yeah. No, I know it works. It seems very simple. But everyone goes mad for it.
Yeah. Please let Jack know why you like it.
Also
you weirdos.
Also baffled by why like college sport is so big in America. Imagine us going like, yes, come on, you clan. Was that way?
Yeah, well done. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Come on, Northumbria. Yeah.
Or Durham, sorry.
Oh. The Acclaimed and Daddy Ass arrive. although Max Caster doesn't really look like he wants to be there, could have said that for like anything the last few months, and he does not rap. I don't know what's happening with him, IRL or on screen.
His Twitter game's bizarre. I think it's calmed down the last week or so, but
because Officer Daniel Bryan's been was out.
Yeah, probably. But was this a continuation of the storyline where he lost his confidence?
Don't know.
Or was this just he's been told to stop rapping now?
Well, there was no mention of it in the segment, so I guess I'll keep on guessing.
But he's also like his body language during whenever like one of the other guys is speaking, he's like walking around the other side of the ring. At the end, they're celebrating in the ring, but he's in the front row high-fiving the fans. Felt very like Jeff Hardy. You know, Jeff Hardy would just go off on one, just go wander where he wanted. It felt like that. I was like, what's going on?
It would make sense if they were still with Jay, because he was doing that towards Jay White when the latter days of the Bang Bang as a gang, but they're not with Jay anymore. So why is he still doing it?
Billy is angry at Jay White after home invasion. We definitely saw on Rampage. I did see that.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like,
they were like, oh, we're in Billy's house. Oh, look at there's Billy's TV. There's it. And you heard, what the earth? And turn around, there's Big Billy, who was like, Rrr. It looks like a shaved bear.
Especially in a house, a normal-sized person's house.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's got lots of stuff on the wall, hasn't he? That was my main takeaway.
If you knocked them all off, those fiends. Jay White may brag about selling out Madison Square Garden. He does brag about that. But Billy has done that more times than he can remember. Next week on Dynamite, it's Daddy Ass versus Jay White. Gasser says he and Bowens will stay backstage during the match, and if the Ass Boys have faith in Jay, they'll do the same. Bowens says if Mrs. Gunn had gotten her hands on Jay, she'd have slapped the pubes off his Charles Manson face.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
If you squint, he looks a little bit like Charlie M.
Charlie M. Chazza.
War Chaz.
What's War Chaz? He's still in the desert. I don't know what he's doing.
He's just got his pals round for a good night. It was nice to see an Acclaim promo that was telling the story, because I think we've been saying on the podcast for a while that when they come out and just do the catchphrases and then go, hey, it's a little bit naff. So it was nice to see them have a little bit of bollocks behind their words.
Yeah.
And it goes somewhere.
Well said.
Yeah.
FTR beat the Infantry to advance in the tag team tournament. They show respect to their opponents after the bell. And afterwards, Ricky Starks and Big Bill are interviewed, and they're confident of beating top. We'll get onto that later on. But I was excited watching this, thinking after last week's upset, FTR's promo going, we're crap, aren't we? We might not win. Like, we might actually get a thing here. I was actually, for the first time in a while, I was like, okay, let's see who wins this.
March Madness.
March Madness, baby.
I love the Infantry. I just think I love Bad News and Tattoos, Carly Bravo. I love Sean Dean to a lesser degree. They're just really good.
Bad News stole the show early on with his technical wrestling prowess, and he took one hell of a beating. So he did, in the words of Kevin Keegan. It's been the first time, haven't we? And then he got a good hot target to turn the tide, and then it just turned into a proper ding-dong battle, which has been the theme of AEW matches. And there's no squash matches, is there? No. There's no everything's really competitive, which I think is what they're going for with the where the best wrestle tagline, because everything is really competitive, and this was no different.
Yes, it was fun. Yes.
There was a good spear when the captain, while Carly was getting double suplex, so he's up there and the captain comes in for a spear. Good spot. And then the final shatter machine just came after a good little bit of back and forth. I would like to know more about the Infantry. It's the same thing about the the bounty hunter, Brian Keith. I want to know more about these characters. Why is he bad? I know he's got tattoos and he's a bit of a cocky man, but what is he bad news about? What's that about?
Yeah.
Why is it not good news in tattoos?
Yeah.
Indifferent news. Impartial news in tattoos. Why is it bad news?
So you're a tattooed news reporter, Carly Bravo.
He's balanced. He's got both sides on both sides. How was like face like, phew, got the shot machine, so actually going to win this match before they got the move and the pin. I thought that was nice. Yeah, really tickled by this. Adam Copeland cuts an angry promo backstage alongside Eddie and Mark. He challenges the House of Black to a 6-man tag match at Dynasty. Mark brings up his Ring of Honor tag title shot against... Sorry, not tag title shot. Against, and they promise to get a dog fight. Yeah, you betcha. Eddie says the House of Black are going to be spitting up blood and teeth after Dynamite.
So,
Dynasty.
They've just shoved, as I said just before, like they've shoved this, what should be a massive Ring of Honor title match in the side of an Edge promo or an Adam Copeland promo. Yeah.
We'll team up. Oh, by the way, we're going to wrestle each other for the title.
Yeah, because the Dynasty match gets announced, or the challenge for the Dynasty match gets announced. Mark and Eddie on the same team. Off the back of that, by the way.
Yeah.
Rubbish.
But that Big Bill and Starks promo was their first. The one before that, what we didn't talk about, was the first one since they've been on TV since losing to Sting and Darby.
Yeah, this whole appearance was there, as you said.
And then, that's where they mentioned the 16 seed and the 1 seed. Is that the March Madness stuff?
Yeah.
It's
just a tournament. What makes it more special than other tournaments?
The magic of the FA Cup.
I guess it's got a bit of the magic, I suppose.
Kyle O'Reilly wins a short match against JD Drake because, sometimes we do quick squashes.
I've just
Very
hit
rare.
my words right there. But to be fair, JD got a massive knee in and a Vader bomb that missed.
Okay.
There was a couple of nice transitions from Kyle until the final bit, Alicious.
Yeah.
And then, as I've just said, that was the worst possible time for me to say that sentence.
But no, you're right, though.
Yeah.
This is why this stood out. It's like, oh, good, that was nice. Didn't need to go too long. And as soon as the cross-arm break was put in, tap.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
like, he's going to make the run. No.
He's going to
Quick
fight
tap.
another day and pay those bills and put food on all the tables at home.
Yes.
For the second week in a row, is it the second week or a third week? They've done the Triple H and Orton thing with Roddy and the UK coming
coming,
down.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Aye. This time he looked like slightly. If last week he was like a 7, happy to see them. This week was like a 6 or a 5. He's going gradually. He's getting less enthusiastic about his mates coming out.
Yeah. Why are the UK still a thing? Their objective was to take out MGF, and he did that to himself. Cole can't walk. They make the CMLL invasion look like the NWO.
No, they wanted to win all the belts. That was their aim. We're going to win all the belts now.
So they're focusing on Kyle,
Yep.
who has.
Yeah, we suck, but you don't suck, Kyle, who's not in the UK.
Roddy's got a belt, I guess.
He does.
Aye.
Kind of.
Do they still have the Ring of Honor tag titles or did they lose them?
Don't know.
I don't know off the top of my
Oh,
head.
man.
Genuinely.
Don't care. Don't care.
Ring of Honor isn't real. Top Flight then, I hate this. Big Bill and Ricky Starks
you
advanced the
hate
tag title tournament.
They couldn't help it.
I know, I'm upset.
Oh wait, no, this was
Those
weird.
damn Top Flight, I blame them.
Did I?
It's like,
I think I mentioned it in the write-up actually.
yeah, it sucks.
I'll read your own notes.
During the break, the commentators talked about how hot Ricky was
Okay.
until Tony said, "Can you guys stop?"
Did he?
Yeah.
I didn't miss that.
It was a weird finish. They played Stark's music by accident at first.
Well, that's because there was an injury, Maffew.
Well, I'm going to get to that yet.
Wait, do you think?
Little bastard.
But I still think Top Flight were going to win though.
No,
I'm
I
not
think
sure.
Ricky Starks, yeah.
Really?
Because Ricky Starks takes a Pele kick to the back of the head from Darius. Made him colourblind, why not? And there was a 3-count attempt, which was really...
Darius the singer.
I just got it. That took a few seconds.
Rest
mate.
in peace. It was a really deep 3-count, which
Yeah.
Starks didn't kick out of. And then the finish at the end there, they had Ricky Starks' music queued up, which I think was the planned finish, but
Yeah.
obviously because of the injury, they just got out of there as quick as they could.
Yeah. So try to finish it. He goes, well, get up. It's not the finish yet. And he's like, I'm injured. Oh, okay. Then do it. So,
Well, fair enough.
yeah. Launchpad DDT ends it at 9:40. Yeah. Returns after a month after losing the tag titles. It gets injured. I put Happy Easter.
Does he play for Newcastle? That's what I would say to that. Everyone gets injured playing for Newcastle.
Oh, that's
these
why
days.
it sucked. Sorry, I thought you meant that.
Oh, no, it's because I love Ricky
I
Starks.
thought you were hating on the boys' Top Flight. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that does, sir.
Yeah.
He did say he was fine after the show, though, so that's a silver lining there to the
I
cloud.
don't know what that means exactly because I think they said somewhere in line was a stinger, but then it's just been radio silence. You're like, oh, have an update on TV? No, all right, fine.
Have you heard of a stinger outside of the context of wrestling?
No.
No, same. Maybe it's an American word for like something we actually just call something else. I don't know.
What other thing would bring a stinger on?
American football, American things, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, just American things.
Rugby?
Rugby?
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe rugby.
What would they call it? Just a jolly old rogering. Oh, I've suffered a jolly old buggering.
Time to drink each other's piss.
Let's all get naked and cup each other's balls. We play rugby.
Rugby sounds mint. Christopher Daniels cuts a promo Malachi Black and wants a match with him, but who cares? Thunder Rosa.
Hey, he's calling up Malachi Black for a face-to-face challenge
That's big.
on the
That's
Rampage.
not big.
That's big.
What year would that be big in?
I like him.
What decade would that be big
He's
in?
a really good lad.
His eyes fixed now. That was my
Yeah.
takeaway from the segment.
human.
No, I should have bled it just all the time, constant. That'd be a good gimmick change.
I think Daniels. It's a shame that he's sort of slowly, his career's slowly fading away. He's good enough to go out in a big blaze of glory, you know. It's a shame.
Call
It's a
him,
shame. He's been an amazing career.
Oh no, he's
Decades.
had an amazing career, but
call him Will Young now. Give him a new gimmick because he's evergreen.
yes,
Yes. Yes.
Eyes. Oh yeah, we just need Gareth now.
There we go. Thunder Rosa beats Lady Frost.
Straight in the sky.
I was going to say.
Both of you have already. Afterwards, she says she wants Toni Storm to put some respect on her name.
Oh,
Backstage, Renee informs Tony that Mariah will face Rosa next week for a shot at the title. Tony suspiciously asks Mariah if this has been a plan all along, before kissing her and saying, I love it.
yeah.
Superstitious mind. That's what Tony Storm has there with the kiss.
Suspicious mind.
Superstitious.
Bollocks!
I believe in aliens. Mwah.
Bollocks!
Watch for the shoe. The left one first, then the right. Every time. I do that, you know.
There.
I always put my left shoe on first, though, and whenever I've read like a footballer has suspicious or whatever, they always put their right shoe on first. I always go left.
I was doing with contact lenses right then left.
Do you?
Do you go trouser, then sock, or sock, then trouser?
Trouser then sock.
Right.
No, sock, then trouser.
I don't want to.
Freak.
I know that's weird. Where the weird ones.
Why is that a freak?
Because
What if you got big socks on?
You got to roll your trousers up then, haven't you?
I don't like the sensation.
To get your sock on, you got to roll your trouser leg up a bit, haven't you?
If I'm wearing,
Well, if you wear flares, I guess you don't.
Yeah.
I think if it's,
Some of us do.
I think if I'm wearing like shorts or trackies or something casual, then I'll go. Then it doesn't matter when I put the socks on.
that doesn't matter.
But if it's jeans, I hate the sensation of being in jeans with no socks for some reason. Do you know what I mean? No.
it's the purchase on the top of the foot, isn't it?
Whoa.
It's a good reaction.
Probably the same with like smart trousers as well. I'll go socks first. I'll feel deeply ashamed because I feel I'm in my room.
You'll feel
I'm in my
shame.
room looking weird in just boxers and socks. Like,
When's this been a thing? Like?
I look like a sim before you put the clothes on.
When you stop dressing to look at yourself in the mirror and go, shame.
every morning.
Even if your brain's going, no, you're doing the rest seconds later. No, I feel shame.
It's weird, isn't it? Why am I in my socks and my boxers?
It's like a loading screen for your clothes. Oh yeah, it's a good match.
Lady Frost, yes.
I put Lady Frost had more fire here, which the name should prevent being a thing. I'm still waiting for the old Thunder Rosa to show up.
I see what you're saying, yeah, after this match here with the old Thunder Rosa stuff. Because she did against Mariah May, to be fair, so it is coming back where she's laying it in a bit thicker with 2 C's there. But Lady Frost did a shoot Hurricane Rana handspring thing off the turnbuckle, which was fantastic. Then she did the Shilla Driller, which I learned the name of this week, which is, I think it was great. What? She earned a chance, that's what I was going to say. She was getting a quiet reaction when she arrived and then was getting chance of her name 3/4 of the way through the match. It was another competitive match. Let's pretend that Kyle O'Reilly, JD Drake thing didn't happen. Another competitive match on AEW TV this week.
Yes.
Yes, it was. And speaking of competitive matches, in the main event, Danielson and Claudio team up with Shibata to beat those naughty boys. That should be their name. Yeah, the naughty boys. Lance Archer and the Right. Lance Archer even and the Righteous.
I don't know why I called them the naughty boys. I think it's because they didn't have much reason for being in the match. They're just naughty lads and they need to be taught a lesson.
Bad lads, eh?
Yeah.
I love Nigel insisting Brian broke down crying after losing to Eddie. Sticking to his guns there. Yeah, that's what he did.
Are we not... This could be... I could get absolutely crapped on for saying this.
Oh, yes. Say it.
But are we getting a bit sick of Nigel incessantly having to go at Brian?
It's the set. No.
Okay, fair enough then.
He only does it when Danielson's doing stuff or it's relevant.
Fair enough then.
When he needs to be good, he's good. When he needs to be silly, he's silly.
Okay.
Well, if it's still happening after All In and he's not wrestled him, then it might be going a bit too far. But until then...
After that, it's a bit sad. But until the build up to that, no, loving it.
Surely that's got to happen.
Do you think he's still good in the ring?
Oh, he's in shape. Do you see him take his shirt off last year?
Yeah. He looked amazing.
Yeah. Nigel, a.k.a. my new desktop wallpaper.
Looked better than he did when he was... I was going to say then when he was a wrestler, but like that's when he was travelling around probably just living on fast food and that.
All he needs is the spiky hair.
No, he looks so much more handsome now. Yeah. If I was his mum, I'd be like, Nigel, you look so much nicer now.
So would I.
I heard a little chuckle from Sasha.
If you were Nigel's mum, Jack, what would you say to Nigel?
Nigel, don't put that silly dye in your hair anymore. It makes you look so weird.
Nigel, why are you putting your socks on, then your trousers?
Because you don't have to then roll your trouser leg up, that's why.
Shut up,
Convenience.
Mum. What I told you about talking back.
I get dressed in any order I bloody well like. That's not a good one. Well, that was, yeah.
Imagine Nigel's magician work with the blonde tips. That would be an arrestable offence.
He tries the high pine stuff, but you can still see them poking out by the curtain.
My Nigel impression was like the Hitcher from the Mighty Boosh. All right, you slave.
Shibata and Archer were fantastic in this match that we're talking about currently.
The main event? Oh, yeah there it is.
I thought it was a proper Hoss-off where they were battering each other, even though I guess you can't put Shibata in the Hoss category. But he was here.
He's a striker, though.
A striker. Thriker! Yeah. Dutch has a fantastic boss man slam.
He does.
And Danielson took one hell of a beating in this match here to make the lads in white look fantastic. More than all white. Claudio and Archer then battered each other. And then Shibata, who had been playing the Makalele role, just getting involved here then towards the end of the match, was fantastic in the thrilling final stretch when all the bombs were being launched.
This was like the one example, because a pet peeve of mine, and there's a few New Japan wrestlers or past New Japan wrestlers who are guilty of it, is the sleeper. Down you go, you're passing out. Now I'm going to let you go and hit a running kick to your chest. Just keep the sleeper on. Yeah. You'll win the match. But this time it made sense because Shibata, and I love Shibata, but that's one thing he's always done where I'm like, oh. But this time it made sense because someone got up on the apron and he had to let go of the sleeper, knock them off the apron, then come back and then do the kick. And I thought it was a very nice finish.
Nice.
Yeah.
Maybe if he was called Sleeper Hold, I can't do it.
From Japan to Sleeper Hold.
It's the fact he's called Shibata. He's got to batter them.
Nigel,
Yeah.
it's funny that his name's Sleeper Hold and he does Sleeper. Yeah, all right, Nigel. You don't need to see it every time he comes out. All right.
Oh, no. Okay. Sorry, I knocked it and I thought it was going to... Hi. I told you about a bottle of Coke for the audio listener.
Thank you. Monday Night Raw. We open with a recap of The Rock beating off Cody Rhodes.
No. Beating up Cody
Just
Rhodes.
quoting it.
He went in for a handshake and missed.
Ooh, we learned that we continue the attack after the show went off the air, whipping Cody with the weight belt because The Rock doesn't matter if he's on the air or not. Cody is not medically cleared to be on tonight's Raw. The Rock opens the show and brags about...
that. Sorry, the fact you can't see him when it starts, and then the lightning, and it just briefly illuminates him.
Such a good
He looks so scary. He looks massive.
Yeah, massive Rock talks about bragging about attacking Cody. Go on, Maffew. And shows footage of children crying in front of the TV. Ha ha, stupid kids. Rock takes credit for making wrestling cool again and says tonight's show is the highest gate in the history of Raw, which I thought was interesting. And they got a little thing going, boom, boom, 15 consecutive sellouts.
Brooklyn.
He brings out Roman Reigns and the rest of the bloodline. Roman thanks The Rock because he's made WrestleMania 40 the easiest mania of Roman's career. He talks trash about Cody leaving WWE in the first place, but is interrupted by Seth Rollins and his new friend, Seth Rollins' camera guy.
Oh, yes.
Seth wants a singles match tonight against either the Roman or The Rock, but they both refuse. Haha. Solo accepts the challenge, and Rock makes it a Bloodline rules match because he is in a position to do that.
Yes.
The way they went about announcing that match was so stupid.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
You could be facing. We could be seeing The Rock versus Seth Rollins. Woo!
Yeah.
Meow. We might see Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns.
Slightly yes, but yeah.
Still good.
Yeah.
Can I have a watch?
Solo.
Mania's in a week. Why would we give you that?
I thought they were going to keep going. Or Jimmy. Or Peter Avalon. Sorry, Peter Avalon. I don't know why
Oh, Sleeper Hold from Japan. What's he doing here? I like Rock saying, well, The Rock is a 3-time girl dad
Yeah.
who knows
Yeah.
about kids.
Aye.
This is a weird way of saying that.
That's the
I'm
thing
a
now.
girl
People
dad.
say that now.
Do they?
And I think it's an American social media thing, like, I'm a girl dad.
In March Madness, I'm a 3-time girl
Yeah,
dad.
that's what they say.
Yeah, whatever.
I can't believe they made the girls part of the storyline. I thought it was fantastic, that.
Rock laughing at
Brian
kids.
Gawart's on the Twitter again, that menace. Because I was going to nominate the two lasses for me Hall of Fame if they didn't.
The crying lasses.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
That was great.
It was so good, but sad. I felt so bad for them.
That first one, I nearly went myself.
Remember how real...
He's dead!
Yeah. Remember how real you think it is right at the start?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I'd be so sad.
Yeah, it's funny thinking, like, we're all going, oh, what a great segment. It looked very cinematic. Scorsese. This kid watching it going, ah!
To be fair, though, I know there was 27 people filming it for social media, but he went off the script at the end, The Rock, didn't he? He started whipping him in the ring.
script. Yeah, all right.
He's, shove your script up your ass.
You're off the air, Rock.
I thought it was fantastic to see the cow skin again for 20 years. For the first time in 20 years. The only thing missing from the belt is the tears of Mama Rhodes. I can't wait to see how Mama Rhodes gets involved at the weekend there.
She's got to slap him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cody always talks about how hard she is. Maybe she'll batter him.
Imagine
Imagine if his mum Shibata in a wig.
put him in a sleeper wig.
He's cunningly disguised Shibata as his mum. He just sat there.
My mother is of Puerto Rican descent. Just Shibata and a pair of glasses.
Wow, your mom's looking good. But Reigns will tie Hogan's record for most WrestleMania main events.
Oh, really? Ah.
I wasn't sure. I didn't go back and check. Does that mean, like, if we're doing it per day? Because obviously he's got
Maybe.
2 this year. It's like,
Does that also include 9? Because Hogan wasn't the announced main event, but he was the last match.
I haven't gone and checked. I think we'll do that in between takes.
I don't really care.
I don't care. We'll take the Mr. What's his name?
Roman Reigns.
Thank you. We'll take his name for it.
Take his word for it.
Sometimes like 9 words come at once. No, Maffew, quick, grab the correct one. Oh no, I've missed all of them. Say something. They're all staring at
Mr.
you.
What's his name? The biggest star of the modern era. Mr.
What's his nickname? It's gone.
Oh, the tribal chief.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So I want to call him the final boss. I'm like, no, that's his mate.
I see.
That's his mate.
I see what's happened.
That's it. The Rock cutting his...
splooged that one.
The Rock telling the kids to come in close to the TV so you could drop some gospel on them was the sort of TV I'm there for.
Uncle Rock's going to drop some gospel.
There's moments in life where a man is going to do what a man is going to do. And then he starts saying, like, talking SH1T, beating down the punk ass after asking the kids to come close to the TV. That's the sort of wrestling I'm here for.
I was anytime The Rock appears or says something, it's a setup. I always expect to see him like, kids, come go to TV. Shut up, bitch. Like,
Santa's
that
not
audio
real.
plays in my head every time I see him.
Santa's not real, you little slags. And it was the 13th consecutive televised sellout, by the way. Not the 15th. I made me note. Just for the spread of misinformation there from Maffew, you know. I am impartial news and tattoos, Ross Twell.
Oh, the new gimmick. We get a recap of Becky interrupting Rhea Ripley's interview with Errol Hawani. Wow, how crazy. Becky is interviewed backstage and says she'll finish what she started, and that's literally all she says before leaving.
Yes.
It's like, oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Backstage, Roman tells The Rock that he's leaving the arena to write Paul Heyman's Hall of Fame induction speech. The Rock says he has everything under control.
Do you reckon he would have done it if B-Rock hadn't been I don't know why I said that. Barocca or Lesnar. Why, if he hadn't been, you know, those
You are
revelations.
right.
I don't know.
What, is it inducting?
Yeah, inducting Paul. Would have been Lesnar.
I reckon Lesnar.
Oh, I know what you said. All right, okay.
I reckon Lesnar wouldn't have wanted to. Can you imagine him standing up and giving a gracious speech?
Am I getting paid to do it?
Yeah,
No,
he'd
you're
rather
right.
be on his farm. Whereas Roman is probably a better orator, public speaker. Yeah.
We get a video package of Chad training Sami Zayn at the Performance Center. Sami is eventually exhausted, so Chad puts him in a sleeper and submits him. Chad asks where Sami's hunger has gone, and Sami angrily admits that he's afraid of letting people down. Aww. Chad says Sami is the best when people are doubting him, so let's prove them wrong together. And he's watching us all in the eye of the tiger.
It even ended on a freeze frame handshake, which I thought was fantastic. All that was missing was the homoerotic undertones, really.
Yeah, running down the beach.
Sure?
A little bit.
That's all that was missing.
Yeah, I thought this was good. I thought kind of the chance to be a bit cheesy because of Chad being all shoosh, but he was dead serious here and he was treating Gunther like a mega threat.
Yeah.
It's like nothing like lads helping other lads at the gym. Love to see it. And then Sami going, I don't think I can beat him. Stop it. Don't think I can beat him.
I'm not smiling because of any innuendo. I just don't think Chad Gable's a trustworthy boy.
That's him. That's what I mean. They did enough to him to really wear down Sami. And Sami go, oh, man, what are you doing? And he goes, come on, man. And then Sami go, all right, you know what? To be fair, I don't think I can beat him. And it was enough to make it go, look, he might just be trying to help him. Or is he trying to knocker him out before he gets the Gunther? And it's going to be so great if he does.
Owen will be horrified because Owen loves Chad Gable. He's his boy. And on the Twitch stream, I was talking about this last night. I was like, I think Chad's going to betray him because he won't be able to take the jealousy of someone else beating Gunther and all that. And Owen was like horrified. He was like, no, Chad wouldn't do that. So we'll have to wait.
Was
and
Owen
see.
one of the kids that was crying at the Rock and Cody?
Owen just loves Chad. He likes the silly way he says shush and stuff like that. Sesh.
That's a good storyline, that,
Yeah,
though.
when Sammy's going, why? Shush. Oh, that's be so good.
Oh, God. No.
Shush.
And they
That
do-
wasn't
just
supposed
on
to be
his
as
lip.
cheeky as I mean.
They do it to each other.
Just shut up. Oh, he puts his...
Fingers on his lips.
No.
Have you seen when they do that in Team America and miss the...
Shut up.
That's a really
Go
good
on.
story. I never thought about that. Like him just because he wants to beat Gunther and he's going to make sure Sami doesn't.
I'm worried he's going to pull out the ref or something.
Yeah, because one thing I learned from Chad is that he's a psychopath.
Yeah.
In real life, his work is
Olympian. Of course
he does that Celtic Warrior workouts with Sheamus, and the stuff he's doing is ungodly.
Right.
He's
You can't be like...
his heart rate's like 12.
You can't be Olympian and be like a normal human being. It's like, yeah.
We missed a match out, you know, lads.
Did we?
Yeah, New Day versus DIY and JD.
Sorry. Unless it wasn't my fault, in which case I'm not sorry.
Oh, the JD won an 8-man tag match against DIY and New Day. Wow, I wonder about that. Such a good... You know what? Because it was so short. I imagine because they had to trim it for time, they gave the women their required 3 minutes every week. So they just gave these lads 5 minutes.
It was quite shockingly short.
Oh my God. Gargano's tope. Jesus Christ. Yeah, either Dom wasn't in the right place and not ready, or Johnny went a bit too high for Dom to catch him, probably because he went straight, like, career and head first into an announce table / the floor, but apparently he's all right, so he'll be in the match on the weekend there. And I thought it was, at the time, a bit of a surprisingly easy win for the JD, but then again, they might have just wanted to get Johnny out there so he could get checked on.
Yep.
True.
But this match was Ron Seal there, Sesh.
Ron Seal does what it says on the tin.
You have a little sesh there with a seal. Your seal sesh.
Is Ron Seal going to have like a big old spliff? One of those hats with no head. So
Joel can be asked to do that. Joel can do that. I'm not going to ask for it, though.
I'm not doing that.
Here's Ron Seal drinking White Lightning. Oh, look at him. The JD feeling confident backstage after winning that really quick match. Legado del Fantasma arrive, and Dom greets them, but is scolded by Priest for not warning them ahead of time. Priest storms off, and Dom asks Ripley to have a word with him. Rhea tells Dom they need to communicate better, and he awkwardly introduces his two groups of friends to each other.
Yeah.
Oh, this never works out in real life, does it?
No.
Credit to Dom for trying to bring the people together via darts.
Yeah.
It is the people's game after all.
Especially with Diddler doing so well. I'll call him Diddler.
I thought you did it on purpose. I was like, that's nice.
Sorry, Littler.
Wrestling fan as well.
Duke Diddler there. He was sat behind
Complete accident.
Sat behind me in jacket 33, it turns out.
He put up a video.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. What was it during? Someone's entrance?
Pitbull's performance.
Oh, aye. When there's nothing else to do.
The show.
Yeah,
Pitbull
yeah.
playing.
Firmly at the bar for that bit. But it looks like he might be starting a new faction with Andrade and Santos off the back of this.
No, Diddler.
Little.
Dominic Mysterio.
By all accounts, seems like a lovely guy.
Yes.
Yeah, because he had the secret convo with Andrade last week. This week he's invited the Santos over there. So something's brewing.
And this is
beneath the
also
surface.
when Balor was thought he was being suspicious because, as you pointed out, he knows Spanish.
Yeah.
And he was saying some stuff to the lads when they walked in as well. And I was like, what's going on?
Wrestling's for adults, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Look at this
And
stuff.
the kids, apparently.
We're unpacking
And the
here.
Owens.
The kids and the Owens.
The sesh heads.
Yeah. Sami faces Bronson Reed in a rematch from last week. Midway through the match, Gunther drags an unconscious Chad Gable onto the stage. Sami rushes to help his friend, but gets beaten down by the IC champ. However, he bravely gets back to his feet, but Gunther lays him out with a belt shot.
I like this.
Like the match didn't end, did it?
No, it was never.
Yeah, it just kind of faded out. Zayn kicked out of a DVD, so Bronzer's amazed face went, whoa, the crowd laughed at him.
I thought up until Gunther came out, this match was very much Bronze Seal.
Oh.
Reed. Because it was big man versus little man, Bronson doing all his big moves and Sami staying in there.
Yes.
So it's Bronze Seal Real. See, he's Bronze. I'm trying to do your pun and I'm butchering it.
Bronze Seal Reed.
Yeah. There we go. So it's got to have the 4X then.
Yeah.
Because he's on the sesh. God, this seal thing's going to be out of control.
Is that
isn't it?
like as in the Australian lager?
Yeah.
The ones that they really drink, not Foster. Apparently they don't
Exactly.
drink Fosters.
I can talk about this by many oceanic people.
Really?
I'm Mammy on the Logan Paul. Rhea Ripley on Logan Paul said that it tastes like piss and that all Australians hate it.
Really? Because that's how I feel about Fosters.
Yeah.
That's like my least favourite of all the budget.
When you were
lagers.
16, though. Sorry, when you were 18, though, you couldn't get enough. You couldn't get enough, could you? The amber nectar.
That's what they call it.
I think I prefer out of the supermarket cans that you would take to the park. Foster's always tasted weirdly like flat or warm to me. I don't know what it is. Carlsberg's better.
Oh, I'm not a Carlsberg guy.
You're not a Carlsberg guy?
No. Carl and
Joel
neither,
also
yeah.
no. Joel's the clearest Copperberg drink I've ever seen.
Copperberg?
Not Copperberg. What's it called?
Cronenberg.
No,
No, not me.
64.
Nah.
I used to like the old Beardy, what they called?
Beard d'Or, the little...
Balm d'Ors, I used to call
Yeah.
them. Whatever they're called from Little's.
Yeah, they went through.
I think I know.
We went through like a real phase of them at uni. Yeah.
Great bargains.
Yeah. Ooh, all this lager talk brings us to this match. Yeah, I'm glad that they didn't have the finish properly. There's still some doubt. Like, could
Some
Sami
doubt? There's all the doubt.
No, I'd be like, could Sami beat Bronson Reed then? 'Cause he couldn't beat him last time. Bronson Reed beat him. So then, Gunther beating up his mate, then beating up Sami. Oh, ready for this match.
Yeah.
Absolutely ready.
I'm really ready for it. In fact, on the Twitch stream, Steven Scodes messaged in and said, all right, lads, I'm off to Mania this weekend, going to NXT and night one. So I guess he's there on the Saturday. And Owen was like, oh, would you rather go to me? He was like, would you rather go to night one or night two? And I looked, night one, crap's all over night two.
Oh, we'll have a look at that.
It's
later on,
it's so much better. Anyway.
Anyway, I'm sure it'll be a lovely weekend. See the sights at Philly, like
You hate Philadelphia.
that Broken Bell.
The steps.
The hot dogs, you're not allowed to put ketchup
That's
on.
Chicago.
But you can put everything else. Bollocks, it is, isn't it? Bollocks,
There's the
bollocks.
Rocky Steps.
It's the Philly cheesesteak. You can put anything you like on there.
Rocky Steps.
Rocky Steps.
Why do you hate it so much?
The Viking Hall, if you want to smell the smell of old piss.
He hates
ECW
it.
Arena
He
stinks.
hates Philly.
Anyway,
You were not getting very silly. Up in Philly.
boo, Philly, boo. You're silly if you go to Philly.
It's rumored to be in Minneapolis next year. Got any thoughts? I've never been.
I've absolutely no idea what Minneapolis even is.
AWA.
Is it Minnesota? Minneapolis?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Jesse Ventura will be there.
Oh, goody.
Coming from the Baja.
Maybe. Isn't X-Pac from there? Maybe X-Pac?
Is he?
Yeah, I think he's from Minnesota.
Oh, that's a good blunt rotation right there.
Well, you would know.
So yeah, Gunther batters Zayn and Gable, stands tall. Ha ha ha. Anyway, here's Jey Uso to say hi to Little Wayne.
Cable stands tall.
Shut up, man.
Vince was there.
Do you see Vince Cable?
Oh, I got it. Right. Anyway, my point was, oh no, look at the horror misery. Anyway, here's Jay with Little Wayne. No transition.
It's my boy Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Is it Little Wayne, Little John? Who's on the bedrocks?
That's Lil Wayne.
That's Little Wayne.
He's the leader of Young Money.
He's the one who sat.
Little John's. Yeah.
Sounds like a robot.
Lil Wayne's the one, yeah, because that sounds like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Lil Wayne's regarded in America as like quite a massive deal, whereas over here we just kind of remember him for Bedrock, a few other. Maybe.
He would always just rock up, wouldn't he, with a little verse towards the end of a poppy song.
Lil Wayne, yeah. But in America, I think he's bigger deal than he is here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, Lil Wayne, really? But okay.
I quite liked him.
He's got a new song.
Young Wheezy.
I imagine he's going to play Jay to the Ring for it, maybe.
Yeah.
He's got the word yeet in it.
Oh, the Usos last year got Lil Uzi Vert.
What's
All the
happened to
littles.
him? Never heard about him ever since, have we?
I have.
We collectively.
He's one of them SoundCloud rappers, the young guns coming up. Hey, what was that song? She just went body yada. It was a weird.
Vaguely rings a bell.
It was
yeah.
strange. Everyone just wanted to see Sami and Kev win. But yeah.
Thank you for that.
Thank you, sorry.
Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell take on Ivy Nile and Maxine Dupri. Candice uses some heelish tactics behind the ref's back, but Indy refuses to take advantages and argues with her partner. This allows Maxine to roll Indy up for the win, and Candice is fuming.
Good.
Yeah,
Very much enjoying Candice LeRae at the moment. She's getting pissed off when Indy's having second thoughts about going for the no-look high five in the entrance. She once again was a dick by pushing Ivy Nile off the top rope with the referee's back turned. I thought it was a good finish with Maxine getting caught with the roll-up on Ivy as well. Candice going mad. Good storyline progression. Nice business. Nice bit of business.
Well said.
Nice.
It's an awful loss for Indy Hartwell. She needs to sort herself out because she's former NXT Women's Champion and she just lost to Maxine Dupri. Come on now.
Hey, she's trying.
She's trying.
She's very trying.
Oh, you arsehole. You don't have the guts to step in the ring like Maxine Dupri.
I've seen him in a WXW ring. He did,
That's
he
right.
did like some sort of parlor game.
That's right.
No, he did.
I lost a Stringer, the 2-1 series that stretched over 3 years.
What parlor games were you playing?
It was like
One was a quiz.
Okay.
Oh, second one was, this is so silly. It was, okay, we're going to play the famous German event over. You ready? You're going to be blindfolded and you have to find the ring bell with a hammer. We'll put it randomly around the ring. And Stringer did it, and whoever does it quickest wins. So Stringer did it and did it like, I don't know, 12 seconds or whatever. As I'm putting my blindfold on, someone from where the bell was in the crowd went, it's over here. I did it in like 3 seconds. So via cheating, I was able to even it up. And then the third one was you had a little balloon tied to your foot, and first you had to stomp it before your opponent did.
Okay.
And now we're told we're doing this 10 minutes before it was going to be happening. So we're like, okay. So the guy was, yeah, if you give us like 5 minutes of spots, and we're like, what? Oh yeah, me and Stringer, yeah.
Just call it in the ring.
Yeah, obviously trained by the Andersons. So we just said, look, Stringer, you should point at the sign, and as I'm doing that, look at the sign. You just turn around and stomp the balloon.
Nice.
So it went about 5 seconds.
Oh, that's actually, you're like a veteran of the business.
Yeah, I'm out getting out of doing stuff. Yes,
Yeah.
very good at that.
Like Randy Orton or Kevin Nash.
Yes.
One of them. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was great. You wanted 5 minutes of action. I'm like, what? Oh, so great. I'm so glad when we said this year, it's like, we're doing anything. I went, no, we're not doing anything. Because our names, we're running out the building. Anyway, sorry to talk about myself. Jey Uso tells Seth Rollins he has his back in case the Bloodline try anything shady in the main event.
Yep.
That's nice.
That's what he did.
We get a Drew McIntyre vignette in a funeral parlor. Yes. Drew laughs about costing CM Punk his WrestleMania match. Ha ha ha. He compares Seth Rollins to Jared Leto's Joker, calls him a cringe lord. Ha ha. He deserves to have the casket closed in his title reign, and Drew will do that at WrestleMania. Amen.
He's just been pwned, that cringe lord.
Pwned?
Yeah, pwned, yeah. It's like owned, but
Ask
like
your dad.
like a P. On the keyboard, our nose next to the P.
Yeah.
And I think on the old internet days, obviously, if you're flaming someone, you're typing a bit too fast, you might accidentally say pwned. So it became its
an
own
owned,
its own thing. Yeah.
That one passed me by.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Or you weren't playing Quake 2 when it came out.
No.
I just said a random name. I said a random name that you wouldn't know, so of course.
It's what-
that was the idea of that.
It's what Cartman says to the villain on the World of Warcraft episode. You just get pissed.
That is what people did in 07.
This was
Because it makes you think, like, there is a bunch of stuff we used to say back in the day. People go, oh, these kids nowadays with their FR, and other languages they use. No, we had stuff like pooned back in the day. I say pooned.
Remember Boxy? What was she all about? What was that? That lass?
Huh?
There's like this 4chan lass and everyone fancied her. I don't know what happened to her. It was weird.
Boxy the 4chan lass.
Yeah. Do you remember Boxy? No. Oh, no.
Who the hell's Boxy?
Don't Google her.
Anyway, Ross is just going to break his computer.
I was like,
Boxy the 4chan
I was a child
lass.
at the time.
Oh, she looks
Well,
really
that's
hot.
not her.
Those pixels.
He's found some like NFTs by the look of it.
her.
Yeah, that was her. Yeah.
She looks very 2008. Her.
Well, I was a child at the time. You know, I wasn't.
Jack messaged her, rawr.
Remember the Boxy 4chan thread?
Oh God.
This is going to go
The
well.
first comment
Please
there.
don't.
Oh, it's all deeply offensive.
No. Just get off the page. Just get off.
Ah, happy memories, Jack. Thank you for remembering.
I thought, how are the people on 4chan so? I thought there'd be more decorum.
Oh, yes, the well-balanced and measured people of the 4chan.
Why, Sam's a nice lad. And isn't he one of them?
I'm sure you'll appreciate being out with the... Anyway, what the hell are we talking about? Yeah, so great. Drew was great here. Lamau cringe.
Oh God! Apparently this took place at the funeral home where Aces and Eights died. Or we'll put to rest.
Right.
So lots of people point this out on Twitter.
Ah.
That's the same.
Lots of people pointed out.
I saw one person and
okay.
lots of interactions on the tweet, so it must be true. Yeah, but the doors were in the right places. I had a textured wall.
The pause from the right. That's good. That's what we want from a funeral parlor.
The lines on the promo were off the page, so they were. Look in my eyes, what do you see? CM Punk has no match in Philly. It's greatness.
I didn't know about that one.
He's out of shape. Out of shape has been main event in WrestleMania. Nah, bollocks. His fragile little body failed him worse than he did was in the UFC. Ba-boom. It's all just good stuff in it. He's an evil bastard, Drew McIntyre. I don't need to read out everything
He said he's done nothing wrong so far.
I did find it a bit weird how it was all Punk, and then he got a Rollins when the man.
Yeah, that's...
Punk's getting involved somehow at the weekend in the action, the physicality.
I guess folks on it can almost say, well, yeah, of course it's going to be that he wins and gets the title off him because the focus isn't on it. But Seth is going to have that tough match on night one, so he's going to have some reason for losing.
They've really stacked the deck against Rollins. Obviously, that is the story they're telling, but I feel like they've done it so obviously that now I'm starting to actually doubt whether Drew will win because it seems too obvious now.
Nothing wrong with doing the obvious thing.
True, yeah, very
Unless
true.
camera guy's going to run out and help them.
Well, could Punk accidentally? I don't know. I'm less certain now about the result of that event, of that match. Whereas in the whole build-up to the event, I was like, oh yeah, Drew's got this.
Punk tries to distract. And Drew's like, no, you're not going to distract me. And
And
he
then-
goes, here's what happened at Brawl Out. Drew goes, ooh.
I will
Except for them
wager that Sesh will appear on this podcast in his underwear alone if Drew McIntyre doesn't win the
We can
title.
say he's not on camera. He's actually not wearing anything now. He's wearing a smile.
No, he'll have to sit.
I've just got socks on.
somewhere.
You can't make him agree to that.
Yeah, we'll.
He can. He's one of the 4 pillars of Cultaholic. He
Sesh
can
will
actually.
appear on the
Pilling,
podcast.
pilling.
I can see myself agreeing to that.
So yeah, you heard him in work. You got your mic on, Joel?
Yeah, I think
Sorry,
Drew's going to
Sesh?
win.
So if he doesn't win,
No,
you'll
don't wager this.
just do a run in. You don't have to sit in here in your pants. That's a bit uncomfortable. But do a run in. Jump
us.
across the table. We'll hold it
right.
steady for you.
Yeah, okay.
See now. Okay. Imagine on the Go Home SmackDown something happens that just makes it abundantly clear Seth's gonna win.
Oh, God.
Oh, breaking news. Drew injured every bone in his body. Oh, damn it. Match off. Oh, well.
You didn't have to agree to that, Sesh.
It's
Just to
not
make
in
it
writing
clear.
yet.
It's classic Sesh behaviour, isn't it? He's such a loose cannon.
I'm confident.
Oh,
As Jack said, he's one of the 4 pills of Cultaholic.
I did. So you've got the pill in pillars.
Joel's never touched a drug in his life.
He's about to. Ricochet beats Ivar the Viking in a singles match. In
Okay.
the JD's clubhouse, Priest complains that Ricochet hasn't been handled yet. JD tells him he'll take care of him in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Dom brings in Andrade in case JD can't get the job done. Ooh. He says if Andrade takes care of the Ricochet, he'll become a full-time member of the JD. Andrade agrees. What a bloody little blinder this was from bloody Ricochet and Ivar.
He was great in the Gauntlet match as well. I don't know how to describe it because he's always great at the moves, But he seems to be it sounds so like Dragon Ball Z, but he's wrestling with more feeling. Do you know what I mean, though? Like he's showing a lot more character and stuff, and I think it's really, really good.
Yeah, it's the thing we've been saying for years. Like, wow, in ring, fantastic. Just out the ring, it's like, God, you sound like the biggest geek in the world. But wow, what the hell? Good for Ricochet. This match ruled. Picking up Ivar to do a fall-away slam. If that isn't Ross's move of the week, I'll be surprised to see what is.
Oh,
I don't think you should be surprised.
ooh.
Dramatic look into the camera for audio listeners. Yeah, there is one better. This is second. This is second. There is one better.
I can't wait to see what it is.
Yeah, he did a 630 straight after that fall-away slam as well, which made it even better. There was so much delight about this match. Like Ivar's big spin kick and set out power bomb. That could have been the finish that had me going.
Yep.
The cell Ricochet did off the springboard crossbody from Ivar looked like he'd been hit by a fridge, which I guess he had been. And yeah, just 3 wins in a row now. I think he's got Trev, and I'll make him my favourite for the Iron Bar on SmackDown tonight.
Oh, see, this segment made me make Andrade my favourite for the armbar.
Oh! What the hell happened there? Look at these opinions flying around the room.
For your listeners, Ross made a very camp noise and then headbutt the microphone.
I stopped myself halfway through the noise. I was going to go, ooh!
You're such a method actor.
I've kicked the table.
You're
sorry.
Goldberg having a headbutt every door he sees.
If you saw my face now, you could throw a new human being.
So funny because it was such like a lower stakes prediction.
Not the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Bloody hell.
Aye. That's your 2 favourites then, Andrade and
Who
Ricochet.
have you got, Matthew?
Ross.
Let's have a fun, let's have a fun prediction for the Battle Royal. We love doing this.
Yeah,
man.
Ricochet.
Ricochet. Joel?
I'm going to go Bronson Reed. He's in it, I
Ooh,
think,
that's a good
isn't he?
shout.
Oh, a big boy.
Yeah.
boy.
That's beat Zayn. Yeah.
Do you want to wager anything on it?
I've wagered it up.
Bollock naked next week.
If Gary Lineker can do it,
Yeah, you know.
I'll do it.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, Gary Lineker, Sesh, you know.
That's Wayne
Oh, I
Lineker.
killed that.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love Wayne Lineker.
Dirty.
What? It's quite sad, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's weird.
Sorry, I like looking at his life. Anyway. I swear to God, when Cole was shilling that Meek Mill will be playing, I swear he said Big Bill. And I was like, who's that?
It's Big Bill. From
Hey,
AEW.
I'm like, are all the rappers going to be little or big something? What is this? Oh, Meek Mill,
Also
right? I've heard of
Meek
him.
Mill, quite a strange name for a rapper. Why? He's not meek at all. I've heard him. He's quite boisterous, in fact. It's quite a strange name. Meek Mill.
Sounds like it's ironic.
It's like Little John.
Okay.
Little John's actually quite
From
big.
the forest, I meant. No, it's Big John.
Oh, the Robin Hood.
No,
Robin
Little
Hood.
John. Yeah.
Oh, because he's massive, yes. We have
This
to
Little
save,
John. Why do you call him Little John? Because he's a fat bastard. Oh, that's a bit mean,
we
really.
have to save Maid Marian. Okay. Thank you, Little John. That has to have been done in a sketch or something. Yeah.
Like, was all that gold supposed to go with the porn into his teeth? Candice LeRae in... Oh, we don't know. Where the hell are we?
Becky
I
Lynch.
have no idea. Becky Lynch heads to the ring and calls out Rhea Ripley. But Adam Pearce arrives with a team of security instead. Aye, that'll help.
That's Damien Priest security, actually. One of which was very much gagging to get himself on screen.
Was he?
He fights his way. It's on stage left. Is that the right way to say that? Is that on the left side of the camera? He just fights his way past a few security guards and goes at the front.
Yeah.
He's a big boy, so no one's going to stop him. I like his Kavorka.
Thank you for that. He says he doesn't want to jeopardize one of his biggest matches on the Mania card and asks Becky to leave the ring. Ripley comes out and fights through security at the ring, where she and Becky have a big pull-apart brawl. After break, we see the pair still trying to fight backstage. Pierce is very cross. He needs a drink.
Did he get it out this week?
Whoa, hey,
His catchphrase.
No, he hasn't lost a
No,
bet
he
yet.
didn't. I
I
don't think he
didn't think
said
I heard it.
It was funny because the corridor was quite small and he was like squashed in the corner. Going, no, stop it. That was good.
They should have locked his beer cabinet down. He's like, "Yeah!"
He's
good segment.
turned into Father Jack. Drag.
Yeah.
Imagine Pierce.
He's just gonna, every week gets more and more like...
Disheveled.
5 years later, he's in a wheelchair. He's getting wheeled around. Fight!
Just yells the names and then rolls out.
Biscuit!
I love my brick.
Damage Katana backstage. Dakota Kai says they're the most dominant faction in the history of the women's division. At Mania, they'll prove that they're the future. The
Yeah.
future?
Aye. They're here to see if anyone wants to fight them. And who they end up fighting is Zoe, Shayna, and Tegan Knox.
Oh, yes. rock and roll.
You shouldn't laugh, but just in terms of how the ladies have been booked over the recent times, that's not much of a test, I would say.
It was a bit of a thrown together team. But I was still shocked.
The noise of Ross just punching the table.
I was shocked that Damage Control managed
Ow.
to get the win. I wasn't shocked. It was. At least it got time.
Yeah, Zoe's start looked good with a splash off the top of the floor, and the rest of it I thought was a big old load of meh, but you can't have all the hits on all the matches all the time.
It was disheartening that I know that it was quite obvious out of the three that Tegan would probably take the pinfall, but it's quite disheartening because a mentor has abandoned the impending feud with her to go and hang out in NXT, and now she's just taking pinfalls in multi-woman tags.
But she's another one that needs a character. We say this all the time, don't we?
Or give her some hardcore matches or something. That's what she was really good at them. And normal matches. Give her some wins. Let her wrestle.
Seth Rollins is interviewed in Gorilla. That's the position, not what he's wearing. And says he only has one gear, which is why he wanted a match tonight. He says he's always got a plan B. He bumps into Drew McIntyre and tells him he isn't dead yet. Drew says, yet.
He's going to chop his head off with a sword, isn't he?
He's gonna maybe lose. This is the bit where I was like, it's not that obvious. It shouldn't be that obvious that Seth's gonna lose. There's a bait and switch.
You're allowed to do it that obvious. Got a lot of moving parts to the story.
You're right.
I'm surprised that neither of you brought up the cinema, as we saw here. He didn't stop walking. There was no camera cuts. It was fantastic. All the way through his entrance, not a single splice away.
A few times actually this week they've been doing the one through from the concourse through to the arena, and it's like the view you would get if you were a fan walking in.
The 6-woman tag match when they came back from the break, they did another really long take round the ringside area.
I want to see them use some different ones now. Crossfades, that sort of thing.
Bird's eye. That's what I want. I bloody love a bird's eye camera. What do they call it in the wrestling?
Crow's
Suicide cam. Or something.
The Wile cam. Wile Coyote cam. We used to call it.
Crow's nest? No?
Crow's nest.
Yeah.
That's where pirates live, isn't it?
Yeah. Is it not also a name of a camera?
That's where Sting lives, isn't it?
Bird's eye. Maybe I'm just
Fish
thinking of
fingers.
Yeah, the fish finger cam.
Yeah. We're just saying words now. Seth is about to win the Bloodline Rules match against Solo, but Jimmy Uso runs in. Jay comes out to even the odds, but gets taken out by The Rock.
And he's dead. After one point,
Yeah.
he's dead.
Bump.
Yeah.
Rock stands over Seth in the ring, who smiles as Cody makes a surprise appearance. Cody and Seth beat down The Rock. Cody goes for a rock bottom on the announce table, but Roman Reigns runs out and stops him. Rock and Roman beat the babyfaces down, and Rock whips both with the weight belt. The end shows the cousins standing tall over Cody and Seth, cursing their little heads off.
Oh, now this has made me doubt the main event result of night one as well. It's because it seems too obvious that the Bloodline are going to win.
This too for me as well.
Wherefore art thou?
But Robin Hood, what will we do?
For I was doffing the pen to my papier for the pictures video that we do on the channel, and I had one pitch written down before watching Raw and changed the pitch after watching Raw because this felt like too much of Bloodline Rules to do on Raw that you would then repeat on the weekend as well. So I think the baby faces will win.
Or maybe it was a little starter, a little taste of Bloodline
A
rules.
little appetizer.
And Mouche Bouche.
Yeah. But then I guess
I love saying that.
even then, though, you could still argue that maybe both main events would be too... If it's all just chaos, maybe it's too much.
I think they'll be all right with that. That's what the crowd want to see. It's better than not having a normal singles tag match.
No, normal singles match it would be. But I think people would like that because Roman's had all of his armor stripped away.
Just finish the story, Cody.
Yeah.
There's nothing standing in your way.
All right. I mean, we'll get to that in the big question as well. But I thought this was a very entertainment segment.
Oh, God, yeah.
Rock actually getting physical, not injuring everything.
The
That's
setup
nice.
for the
That was the
rock
worry.
bottom through the announce table, everyone went mad for it. Yeah.
It's like, oh.
So they've got to do that at Mania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Green shirt man was in the front row, you know, which
he
tells
there?
you it was a big occasion.
With his brown cap, that guy.
That guy, yeah.
That is
That's
a big
occasion.
Yeah.
Green shirt man. But yeah, the match with Solo I thought was relatively entertaining as well. There was tables and chairs and stairs.
Oh, my.
And more tables. Oh my. And,
Okay.
and I tell you what, when Roman came back, in the words of Rod Stewart, I pooped my pants.
When you start that sentence, in the words of Ron Stewart, I was like, where's this going to go?
When Rod makes his special guest appearance in
the
South
South
Park,
Park, that's right.
He poops his pants. I didn't expect him to come back because he was writing the speech and they take a while, so they do. They do. Unless he's just got the gift of everything.
Yeah, maybe. And it could have been a trick because they might have known that Cody was there. I'm liking the theme of them predicting each other's moves. Like, you show up to SmackDown alone and I'll be on my own.
Because they're both wily veterans.
Yeah, they are. They both grew up in this business. And I thought it was... oh, no, I can't remember that. I had a point about leading into Mania. Damn it. Never mind, sorry. It's all good. Carry on.
It is all good.
Save
I
me.
agree, Jack. Monday Night Raw, wrestling, WWE, looking cool.
It is looking good.
I saw some people saying, wait, isn't Raw getting all the lion's share of this and making Roman look secondary? Nah.
That's the point.
That's the point.
The point. That's right. Well done. Pay attention.
Roman's going to crack. Or will he crack? He's going to crack.
Or will he crack, though?
You have to find out by watching WrestleMania this weekend. Only in
Easy
Smelly
lover,
Philly.
Smelly Philly Collins. Oh,
No, Smelly Philly.
Philadelphia.
I don't know how Phil smells.
Have you been to? You've been to Philadelphia. You
I
hated
have
it.
been to Philadelphia.
You've been to Baltimore.
No.
I thought that's where MagFest was sometimes.
That's in Maryland.
There's Baltimore.
That's right.
Baltimore, Maryland.
It's just, I only know this by hearing it in America, like
you've-
American TV shows.
you've
So
just
like,
done
mainly
s-
the geography I've learned.
Do you not get it from wrestling and announcements as well? Like
That as
from
well.
Pensacola, Florida.
That's right.
Yeah.
Someone said that Toronto, and I'm from Toronto. Oh, that's nice. Alberta,
Ontario.
Ontario, yeah. And they're like, wow, how do you know that? Say, well, wrestling.
Yeah.
They're all compressed. At all.
Beautiful Buffer, Washington. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the.
Newcastle upon time, 3 hours away from
Time.
London.
Did it again?
Again.
It's happened.
Oh, shut
You
up.
get that stuff. Yeah. Yeah. That one was that was maybe the most blatant one. That was really blatant.
He knows what he's doing.
I was going to say, so what's Baltimore or Maryland? What's the lie? Because did you eat crabs there? That's where they have all the crabs.
No.
Oh, fair enough.
No, it was one of my first times going to America, so I had all like, ooh, Wendy's.
Oh, yeah, right,
Yeah,
yeah,
I had
yeah,
all the
yeah.
the American fast food places I've seen on TV that we can't get in the UK, and it's just burgers.
But your portions are out of control.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
went.
yeah,
to that,
yeah,
I
yeah.
remember when we went to that McDonald's
Oh, God.
after Mania 32 or after the Raw after Mania.
it's
Jesus. It's a different world.
Crazy, isn't it?
We got like the amount you'd want after like long day, having a few drinks, watching wrestling. That I want quite a bit of McDonald's. That was a mistake because we just ended up. I couldn't finish it. It was crazy.
People go, could you move to America? I was like, no, because I'd be like, need a big chair to push me around.
Honestly.
I was like, within a month, I'd eat all the bad stuff.
We went to Denny. Do you go to Denny's when we were there?
We had Whataburgers, didn't we?
No, I liked Whataburger.
I did shake and steak, and that was great. But like putting those two things together, just asking for trouble.
Have you been?
Popeye's chicken, that killed us.
I've never been. I don't think I've ever been. Have you been to In-N-Out Burger? All the West Coasty people say that In-N-Out's the place to go.
I've been to Sonic,
Aye.
and the selection is, is it Dairy Queen, where they get we have to make the shake, and to prove it's so thick, they have to turn it upside down to prove that nothing comes out, and then give it to you.
It's a different world. It's a different world over there. It's like Mega City, whatever in Judge Dredd. Mega
Yeah.
City 1.
Anyway, food.
Crabs, aye.
Aye. Wrestling.
You'll be able to get some of them this weekend.
Crabs.
He's going to Amsterdam, and
Oh, pube crabs. Let's go. Come on.
Let's see how long we can stretch our bit of silence.
hey, let's go for a piss.
We're having a break now. The NXT. In the opening match, Nathan Fraser and Axiom beat the Good Brothers and the LWO to become the #1 contenders for Stand and Deliver. Sparkly Kelly Clansard, hey, that's not her name.
She's wearing a sparkly jacket.
That's Alexa Bliss, isn't it?
Aye.
Glitter, bitch.
Oh, no. This is from the pictures.
Sparkling bastard.
I call
prank
it. I couldn't remember what to call her gimmick before the spooky Bliss. So I was like, remember when she was like a sparkly bitch?
Who can forget that, Ross? They say they'll become the new tag champs, and then the Wolf Dogs are like, no, you won't.
They just sort of laugh at them, don't they?
Like
You're already small. Where are
like,
you? Yeah.
They're just going to have to wrestle like 100 miles an hour for about half an hour for people to buy into it, I think, against the Wolfie D's.
Well, that's all right because Nathan Fraser pointed out that since they became a tag team, they've not slowed down.
they are really, really fast.
They are.
Including the entrance, when both lads are doing the Axiom blurry fast motion
I
thing.
hate
And
that entrance.
it works for Axiom. Nathan has no idea what to be doing, so he just goes, "Woo," and it looks horrible.
Yeah.
So that's glad. Enjoyed the in-ring springboard onto Gallows. He looked like Gulliver's Travels out there. All the small people running around and doing all the work. Just a bunch of really, really fast spots. No real cohesiveness, except making you worry that OC might actually win.
I thought they were nailed on.
I was surprised they didn't, yeah.
After all the promos in recent weeks.
Yeah, see you there, two Sweetski brothers at Stand and Deliver Ski. Russian.
Well, I'm
model.
sold.
Yeah. But no, I was surprised as well, but I'm not against it because I think that Nathan Fraser and Axiom is a better match against the Wolf Dogs than the OC.
It's not as cool, though, is it? You know?
No, it's not as two Sweetski.
Not as manly, you know? And speaking of manly men, we've just seen the news that Gallus have been training The Rock. And that is one of the most difficult things to picture in your mind is Wolfie and Joe and Mark talking at The Rock. Not to The Rock, because The Rock won't have a clue what they're saying at all.
Do you think they like the idea of like barely appearing on TV and still getting paid?
The Rock comes out for the main event of Mania in a Stone Island. He's like, yeah. All right then. Yeah, square go.
You're a square go with The Rock. That's why he's cursing so much.
Yeah. They've rubbed off.
Oh, aye.
Yeah.
Scottish people.
The Rock fires up by downing a bottle of Bucky.
It's got a low number on the bottom, which means it's stronger, which I know is a myth. I know it's not true. But this match here just turned into a competition of who could jump the highest. Yep. It was won by Cruz del Toro when he was doing that corkscrew thing to the floor.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
But yeah, it was just all sorts of moves. Fraser and Axiom were on something here. Nordic Spirit, we'll say. They had a Nordic Spirit before they started. Because Nathan is up there in the conversation move of the week with the Lion Salt into the Scorpion Death Drop / DDT combo on two boys at the same time. But he's not quite there.
Oh.
Damn it. I'm struggling to think what the number one move is.
Same.
Huh. Lexus King is on the cringe throne. He gloats about his victory over Robert Stone and wonders why, come Tuesday, wants revenge. Without Stone around, he can't do anything for himself.
Yeah. He's crap, isn't he? The King's hand will be raised in victory. Just really it's what we say about Austin Theory on the main roster, just really basic verbiage.
But with the NXT trademark, we don't know what we're doing with you, so have an evil laugh. That's how you know got nothing going on. Just laugh like a twat.
And he's talking bollocks. Terry Spunk can take care of himself without Robert Stone.
Later on, he was kind of proven right.
Oh, it's a shame. Real bizarre booking decision.
Yeah, but we'll move on from that crap to the glorious moment. In the car park, Ilya Dragunov sees that his car has been clamped.
What is that? What is happening here? He was enunciating more than he's ever enunciated before.
Yeah.
What is that? What is happening here?
He's so Shakespearean.
It's so great because then some D'Angelo lads pull up and goes, "Hey Ilya, want a lift?" And he goes, "No, it's fine. I'll find my own way." Said as nicely as humanly possible. And they have to go, "Ilya, get in the car."
He willingly gets abducted, so he does, before going to the synagogue.
Yes.
Oh yeah, they established. Me. As they say in the business. Accompanied by their various allies, Fallon Henley and JC Jane have a singles match. Shucky ducky quack quack.
Honestly, when all the women are in the ring together, Booker just can't wait. He's quack quack.
I've got nothing to say.
And Vince goes, right, that's your one.
Yeah,
that's your one. This one.
Good one, Booker. Yeah.
He was making his list and checking it twice, wasn't he, during this match? The Biscotti list, everybody, just in case.
Yes, he's a pervert.
I love the start of the match between this blood feud, obviously, JC Jane and Fallon Henley. You know, Fallon's the leader of the locker room. She's friends with Thea Hale. JC Jane's been leading Thea Hale down a horrible track. Gator roll. Not punches or anything.
And what a gator roll it was.
Roll. The gang warfare, I've labelled it on the outside, was gnarly between the lasses on the outside of the ring. Referee Gary Wilson getting a mention for the first time that I can recall. Gary Wilson, the referee. Love that.
Big fan of Gary Wilson.
Gary Wilson. It's like I hope the Street Profits one day just strip it all back. Because they're called Gary and Ken. Their real names are Gary and Ken.
Gary and Ken.
Imagine them coming down looking like they do, like flamboyant, effortlessly charismatic. It's Gary and Ken. That's what you want, isn't it, in wrestling?
No.
Yeah. And I thought the finish was good. You know, the being distracted by the friends fighting on the outside, and then JC Jane comes in there with a Shearer for the win.
Yep.
Shearer.
Yeah, I bought a nice sneak peek for the kickoff.
Yeah. Who was it who got pinned? Fallon. I was surprised about that. Yeah, she's like she was portrayed as like the leader of the faces.
Which it was a singles match.
Oh my god! What am I talking about?
Surprising of the two people in the match, one of them had to lose.
I think I'm thinking ahead to the show. I'm so excited for Stand and Deliver.
I think she'll get a win back.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
We mentioned the backstage bit.
About it's on the.
This was brilliant. Brilliant. Bray's beef is brilliant.
JC cuts a promo on Gorilla and says she was never Thea Hale's friend. She only saved Chase U to regain the spotlight she never should have lost in the first place.
That's the payoff then.
That's 3 weeks in a row we've heard that.
Yeah. Ava tells her to move it along. Shut up. The babyfaces come through the curtain and Thea wants revenge. Ava books a 6-woman tag to stand and deliver and just leave her alone.
And when she gives her the match, they all go, yeah!
I think Thea starts doing the rocks like,
She's getting her arm ready.
But
Thea literally sounds like that kid from the Wild Thornberrys. Is it Donnie?
Donnie.
Oh, yeah.
Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, is it?
Aye, he plays him, I think. Plays him. He makes the noises. But yeah, I'm going to try and nail the Scorsese, like Booker T would say, Biscotti now. No, I can't do it. I don't want to do it.
Go on.
Scorsese? No, I can't commit to
Scorsetti.
it. Whatever he would say. Because Lex is king. While they're having a shouting match with Ava, he walks through.
Wow.
We'll see him make his entrance before the entrance.
Yeah.
It's Lexus King. He's wrestling next. I'm going to the toilet. Lexus King gets a clean win over Von Wagner, which is an absolute disgrace, to be honest.
Yeah, what the hell?
It looks like Come Tuesday's not going to be on Stand and Deliver, which is shocking when that's what his name does. You have to stand and deliver to come, don't you?
Right.
That's the hard-hitting...
To stand.
Right, then. You go
Not necessary point.
Or stand, your erect member has to stand. And
Really
deliver.
highbrow from Ross, once again.
He does have a high brow. You're right. Let's not talk about that.
Leave him alone. He
You
had
brought him
surgery.
up, you offensive person, you. Stop talking about wanking and give us your thoughts.
I can't believe he lost clean.
Nah.
In fact, he was the one who tried to bend the rules. He tried to put him through the announce. He tried to table him. And then, yeah. And then he just got he got beaten easily, cleanly by Lexus King.
It was shocking because he got the Kavolka right from the get-go. All about the Gator roll of the last Blood Feud match. This one, he just starts fighting for the memory of his carer.
Yeah.
The organic table chants in the shed were absolutely fantastic. Brought a tear to my eye. Nobody didn't even walk near a table and people were going, table,
Yeah.
table. We still remember. I love Booker not understanding the concept of family and how Lexus King... His whole gimmick is about not liking his dad. That's why he's called Lexus King. But Booker wouldn't take that as a legitimate answer.
Well, of course, that's Family Hugh feud. They took his tea.
Yeah.
Tea.
Wow.
Up the Super Bowl 2000.
Off the Super Bowl 2000. Special main event, Kiss Demon.
Yeah, there was a lovely choke slam on the apron. Splat went Lexus via cum, and then the DDT reversal out the power bomb that threatened a tabling was rough from Lexus King.
It
It's
was.
wrestling, but it was nice.
It sucks that you had to hit that move. You're like, wow, that's a really good counter. And then Von had to get up really quickly to get in the ring. Like, oh, well, better just shrug this off.
Well, he was just running on fumes. He just didn't know what he was doing. I don't know what I'm talking about.
We'll have to cut. My last note of this match here, we have to rename him now.
No.
To
Because he lost this match.
I've just seen it.
Goon Tuesday.
No, I'm all right with that.
No longer
If
come
we
Tuesday.
save it all for one segment, one dude, it's all right.
When he gets back up again and starts winning, then he can get his comeback.
So now he's just
Get his
googling.
comeback. It writes itself.
Ava meets with Carmelo Hayes backstage and reveals she's told the ref to be a little bit lenient and Stand and Deliver. What? She also says there are extra security on hand for the face-off with Trick Willie tonight. Mello says they better be ready. We like to see Ava saying the exact same to Trick.
Well, it was in a link that later one, so there's music playing over it. But we can assume, I guess, that she was telling him the same stuff.
Yep.
So so do the rules mean nothing anymore then, guys?
That's a thing, isn't it?
that's a
Monday
special
wrestling,
match. More
referee
lenient.
discretion.
Yeah,
ref's
because
discretion.
we need a winner, I guess.
Big matches, yeah.
Yep. Natalia is giving advice to Carmen Petrovic ahead of her match with Lola Vice. Roxanne Perez interrupts and says she no longer respects Natalia or any of her former heroes. Wasn't very nice.
Yeah.
And then Carmen Petrovic goes, "Don't worry, Natalia, let's go to the ring," and picks up her sword. Just weird, isn't it? Good.
No, she's a fighting sword lady, isn't
No,
she?
she's karate though.
Or is it a stick? Is it a stick or a sword?
It's a sword.
sword.
Big sword.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah,
a big
she
sword.
fights with the swords.
We've all got
Pirate.
swords. Aladdin reference there for everyone.
Thank you, Jack.
It's all right.
Ariana Grace is waiting for Gigi Dolan in the locker room.
No, she's not. She's waiting for Georgina.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, thank
How
you, yes.
dare you?
But Ren Sinclair arrives instead. Ren says Gigi already looks great the way she is, and pageants should be about being true to yourself, not conforming to an arbitrary beauty standard. Grace is offended and tells Ren those are fighting words.
I love how
The
offended you were.
wordplay, fantastic. For the lady who doesn't like fighting, to call them fighting words, that's top tier writing. Really
She was
is.
like, I can't believe I'm going to do this, but I actually want a wrestling match with you. That was really funny. I don't know if Gigi's the right person for this storyline just because she's not there at the minute. I don't know where she's been.
Disneyland?
Oh, really? I thought, because you
Enjoying
often,
last bits of freedom, yeah.
you often know what wrestlers been up to because of Instagram. You're very good at
on
monitoring.
the out story, she's raising money for a pug charity.
Ah. Is that
She's
true?
been to Disneyland as well.
That's very nice.
Don't know if she's the right person for this because obviously she's she's a punk and it's all about like trying to make her a proper lady and everything. But it's the way that Ren Sinclair's like, Gigi looks good the way she is anyway. Like Gigi isn't objectively like she does fit the gen. She is like
she's fit as out, man.
She is conventionally attractive as well. So it's weird that they're pretending like, oh, leave her alone. She's doing
look
all
at the
right.
crazy out there Ren Sinclair. With Natalia watching on at ringside, Lola Vice uses the sharpshooter to beat Carmen Petrovic.
Oh, the sharpshooter because it's Natalia's movie.
And she looked at Natalia right in the eye. And then after the final bell, she shook her hip.
I was going to say, the match, I was like, whatever. Vice doing her taunt, emoting, as the kids say, over a defeated Carmen as Natty looks mad, and even hornier Rocky IV.
It's hilarious, mate. Go on, stand up and do it.
No, I don't give you the peer pressure. I'm not sesh. But yeah, was this the move of the week?
No.
Oh, mate.
Great Kavorka, though, from Lola Vice here.
Yeah.
Because we learned that Petrovic is Canadian, and that's why Natalia's there. She's also been trained by Kevin Owens, who's also Canadian.
Yeah.
It was a good match because we had shoot fighters trying to shoot fight each other, and then there was knee strikes by I've written down Vince here, which is a bit weird. Vice
Lola
that looks really tight, and then the Hurricane from Lola. Dare I say better than Sakura Hirota? Dare I say?
What?
Out of the blue there.
Wait, where'd that come from?
Dare I say better than hers? I went on that not cage match, the other one.
Pro Wrestling Database?
Yeah, I think that one, yeah. And just typed in Hurricane and picked one of the fancier looking names.
Well done, you.
Or maybe the Pro Wrestling Fandom wiki that everyone now has to use for movesets because Wikipedia arbitrarily took away the movesets for no
Cage
reason.
Match does have that now as well.
Does
Great
it?
And stuff, yeah.
Oh,
But it
those-
doesn't say what the
those
move is. It'll say the
Germans-
name of the move, but it won't say what it is.
A description.
So,
They're
yeah.
still very efficient, those Germans.
Yes, stereotypically so.
Yes.
Ilya Dragunov arrives at the warehouse full of the Angelo family gooners. Oh, very good.
Did anyone else think this was just round the back of the car park of the Performance Centre?
Oh, they went miles.
The building looked really similar to the Performance Centre.
It's a proper place, and you can tell because everyone's doing work about the proper attire.
It's the subtext, man.
Near face gear, near eye gear.
Circular saws.
There was
Circular
certainly
saws.
flat pack furniture was
Flat
getting
pack
sawed
furniture,
down.
yeah.
So they were nailing wood to represent.
Illegal couches were being ready for distribution.
Aye. What were they nailing the wood for?
Don't know.
It had to mean something.
I don't know if
Someone's
Sean,
been at IKEA.
I don't know if Sean puts that much thought into his
Yeah.
segment.
Look, they'll all be there, the gangsters in their gangster gear, doing work.
I can't believe we get to see The Godfather every week. It's amazing.
I feel like I don't actually have to watch The Godfather.
You've seen it all
I've
every
seen
week.
Tony
yeah.
D, yeah.
You're right.
All The Sopranos, bollocks to them.
Yeah. No, they don't need to watch them. You watch NXT.
That's right, Maffew.
It's
Sean
time-
Scasey. I know he did The Goodfellas, not The Godfather. Anyway, right.
It's time for the Supernova Sessions.
Live from the moon.
Hear me now! He was really fired up this week. He often is now.
Right. With special guest Roxanne.
Hello, hello, hello. He's got like 3 greetings and they're all great.
And Lyra. Roxanne says on Saturday she'll win back the title she never lost, but Lyra points out that she did lose it.
Yeah.
Ooh. She compares Roxanne's initial win to Lola's cash-in, which Roxanne branded opportunistic. Perez says a champ is really made after you lose the title, and she's a whole new person now. Lyra points out that Perez wasn't so obsessed with reclaiming her title when Tiff Stratz or Becky were champ. Lyra says the big difference between them is that she wins, while all Roxanne does is bitch. Whoa. Therefore lose their minds. The pair square off, and Roxanne hits Lyra, who puts her through a tiny table.
It was a teeny tiny table.
Tiny little table.
Looked like it was made of cardboard, didn't it?
Do you reckon the gangsters made that?
Yeah. I thought Lyra Valkyria's promo was pathetic. I really did. I was like, the big crescendo was there. Like, go on, say something horrible about her. All you do is bitch.
Oh.
Didn't even call her a bitch. Just said all you do is whine and moan a bit, you know? I like Roxanne's line about, it's more difficult not to become an arsehole after you've lost a title, because that sort of makes sense for the storyline. My main attention was on Lash Legend here in this segment, not because I'm like Otis, but because she was showing great restraint sitting there on someone else's chat show.
Oh.
Yeah.
She didn't hear a single word was said until bitch. She's thinking, I used to be here.
Yeah.
I used to have my own talk show. I used to have my own freaks.
Yeah, but Roxanne's going to beat her. Lyra's not got any Kavorka as champion for me.
Roxanne is going to beat her. This did feel like it went on for a long time. And one thing that Michaels really loves doing is have his title feuds, like the go home show, is like a debate. Like they both, it's not.
Let me refresh your memory, let you know why we're doing this.
It's a lot of exposition, and I can't think how to describe it, but it's like too objective. Like both wrestlers are making really fair points, but not in like a Drew McIntyre way, in like an essay way. Like they'll list their points to each other, and I just want a bit more like Samoa Joe. It's not Samoa Joe enough. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Look, I just don't like you. Shut up.
Yeah.
I actually thought Perez probably sounded better here than any other time recently.
Oh yeah, she
and
was.
it was done with a bunch of dafties surrounding people. But yeah, these two on paper it makes sense, but the delivery is just not there.
The match will be good, probably.
Yeah, because it won't be talking.
But it's true. It's true.
I like Noam Dar in this because right at the start when Roxanne's the first one out and they go like they're trying to have some pleb banter.
Yep.
And she goes, I don't care, just bring out Lyra. And Dar looks so sad. He's like, oh, right, that's fine. It's my talk show.
He'd do good for podcasting, I think. Obafemi watches a Dijak hype reel where he claims he'll win at Stand and Deliver.
I am a clean stream of justice.
God, I hate you, Sean. Oba says that on Saturday he'll show both opponents why he's the champion or whatever. Then Joe Gacy gets attacked by Sean Spears during his entrance, but still wants his match with Obafemi to go ahead. He probably shouldn't have. Before the match gets stopped, Femi goddamn lariats Gacy on the floor. Oh, sorry, while he's on the floor, I should say, and Gacy's on the apron.
Yeah. Chop. It was more of a chop, wasn't it? Like a big slap to the tits. Boom!
Yeah.
And there was an elbow drop before that. And it's just an elbow drop. But because it's bloody Obafemi, it looks like the most devastating wrestling move of all time. At the time, I was thinking the throwing powerbomb into the injury thing was a legitimate thing. And then at the end, we'll get on a bit later, went in Ava's office. I don't think it was legit. I think it was part of a storyline.
No, I think it was legit, and they went, "Are you okay for this? Oh, you okay? Well,
I thought it was legit.
Yeah, that's what I've seen online.
I heard
Basically,
that
gets legit hurt during the match after a big.
I heard they had to re-record. Sorry, I thought they had to read that they had to re-record like the bit with like Dijak and Briggs. Had to lay the recording of it once they made sure that Gacy was all right and stuff. So that's why it happened much later in the show than it would have done normally and stuff like that.
Who's got that scoop?
Can't remember. Just Tom told me about it. I can't remember.
Yeah, let's blame Tom. Yeah, Tom said it. In the locker room, taking party.
No, sorry, I cut you off before you finished the explanation of the match.
That's pretty much. Yeah, the match got called off, but Obafemi looked like a beast, and Gacy, at least in storyline, can go, "Well, Sean Spears hit me."
Right.
So I wasn't hurt too much by this. So
it was unfortunate that it happened to Joe Gacy, whose whole gimmick is that he's like indestructible. But at least he was all right. And
those damn refs.
So is their match going to be on the pre-show?
Yeah, that's what Ava said.
Oh yes. Yeah.
In the locker room, Tatum asked Lyra why she got so angry earlier. Lyra blames Roxanne and says she'll do anything to win at Stand and Deliver, even if it means not being herself. Tatum looks worried.
You got to be yourself.
That's the place to start.
Yeah, it is.
And I said, hey. What a wonderful time to this. Newcastle on time. Lyra, when she goes, I don't have time for your theories or your feedback. Who's writing this stuff?
Shawn Michaels.
Stop. What is it? Shawn Michaels has conversed with other human beings. He used to ride in a car.
Nah, I don't think so.
He used to ride in a car with
doesn't
several.
remember any of that.
Oh, yeah. They wouldn't have been conversed anyway, would they? Well, Triple H and Kevin Nash would have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Nash.
He was at the front of the car, wasn't he?
Oh, right.
I'm sure I've seen that in an interview that Triple H was obviously the stick man.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
And then Nash was in the front seat.
Yeah.
Shush, please. Seat.
Sean Connery talked about driving. Anyway, Ariana Grace beats Ren Sinclair with a rope-assisted pinfall. Boo!
Really enjoy Ariana's offense because it's old-fashioned. She did this arm drag thingy, but the one where you like pull it over your back and then send her flipping over.
It's a judo throw, isn't it?
Yeah, like a judo throw, but it's like an old-fashioned wrestling thingy.
Please don't hit your microphone again. But yeah, I know what you mean.
She did that, was good. And then a nice, lovely pinning, cheating combo for the win. That's all I've got written down for this match.
Yeah, Grace isn't like the smoothest wrestler, like in between the big moments in the match, but that doesn't matter because she's a character more than...
I agree with that. I think everyone's trying to be really, really quick with their offense anyway, the rest of the show. So, at the warehouse, Ilya begrudgingly admires the depths Tony is willing to take things. Tony says this meeting represents the end of Ilya's title reign, but Ilya points out that many have tried and failed to beat him in the past. Dragunov says he'll do anything to retain the title. Tony grabs his injured hand and says he could have had his gooners wipe Ilya out at any point tonight, but instead he wants to beat him with the whole world watching it Stand and Deliver. Tony and the family leave, telling Ilya to enjoy his last supper. We don't actually see what's on the plate in front of him. It's a classic fed herring.
Yeah, why would they not? Why would there be nothing? Why put the plate there if there's not on it?
An actual herring.
What?
It could be an actual heron. That's
Could have been a herring, yeah, could have been.
People in the show not understanding film references are like, why is he gave him a big fish.
I thought it was going to be like someone's head. Well, no, maybe not someone's head.
Someone's
A
head.
horse's head.
Or like a finger. Something sinister. And instead,
Hey, enjoy their head.
it was probably
Oh,
like...
no, thank you.
It was-
Oh, I see what you mean. Oh,
It was
I
probably
see.
a pizza. Like, it was probably really a...
I hope Eli didn't eat it, whatever the weather, because
Oh,
he would have
yeah,
been
yeah.
poisoned and killed.
Or like the Jia Li tactic, the tea ceremony.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Who was he? Who was drinking the tea?
Respect my tea, Lyra. Remember my tea
Oh, yeah.
ceremony? I don't think I will drink your tea. Well, that's disrespect.
It's the only time that the character's ever been like that. Like, yes,
not-
I'm going to make you the tea of my ancestors. It's like, why? Sean, how old are you?
They were just getting ready for The Rock's to come back because Lyra Valkyria couldn't be the most electrifying sports entertainer in the world when The Rock's there.
Yeah.
So they changed the gimmick up. I don't know how many months before The Rock's return this happened. But
Oh,
it's
Jia Li with the lightning.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
Definite foreshadowing there. I liked Eli doing his
Wait,
research.
wait. So was she doing that? It was storming a teacup.
Oh, come on.
David Penza there. I like Eli doing his research when he says, in your world, this is a very scary place. That got me shaking at the knees, so it did.
But not in my world.
Not in his world, no.
He's more like dragons and that.
I wish
Yeah, what is his world?
I don't know.
Boring family.
I just picture him breaking out into a song like Westlife, like, we've got a little world of our own. I like that Tony could have killed him, but he didn't.
Is that your move of the week?
Didn't fancy it, no.
I could have killed you, but I didn't.
Yeah, move of the week's still coming.
Okay.
Bloody hell, really?
Bloody hell, really?
I thought that big chopper would be there. Wow, I don't know you at all, do I?
The big
You think
chopper.
you knew him. Josh Briggs and Dijak argue. No, beg your pardon. Sol Ruka beats Blair Davenport, countering the Bea Priestley trigger into a roll-up.
That was like BTE, B Priestley trigger. I tried to.
Oh, I wonder why you give her a name like that.
Because it's basically that move, but.
Yeah, but
you
it
know,
isn't.
no, it's
sucks.
the B Priest knee.
No,
Okay.
not
Okay.
that. Sol Ruka's one-legged cartwheel, DDT ruled.
Is that?
That's move of the week.
Ah!
Oh, there we go.
Oh, baby.
It's a move that I'm confident in saying she invented, and we've never seen any other wrestler do that before in the
I'm
history
happy
of
with
wrestling.
that, yes.
It
Yeah.
feels very unique.
He knows.
Indoors.
Wait a minute, who did it?
Name redacted.
Oh, that narrows it down.
A fairly
I don't remember
recent-
Benoit being able to.
You don't see him at Hogan Havoc like you've won you.
I was watching a stand-up special from a comedian the other day on YouTube called Colin Geddes. He's a Northern Irish comedian, so his accent just makes things funnier. And he's not. There's no other talk of wrestling. You know, when you just does a wrestling reference out of nowhere, you're not expecting it. And he's talking about his 3-year-old and how he's really annoying because he loves tractors. And he's like, I've got the speaker that goes into his room there. And I just hear him going, oh, tractors. It's 6 a.m. And I'm like, I swear to God, I will Benoit this whole family. I was like, oh my God. I was like, what? And there's, and there's a bit of a laugh, but there's a couple of lads you hear in the background going like, oh, who obviously know.
Benoit as a verb.
I know,
is
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. Anyway,
Look at the adjective.
got
Benoit.
Got many meanings, hasn't it, now, after that one there? Because it used to just mean, like, taken away from, like, Brock Lesnar's been Benoit recently, hasn't he?
oh yeah, redacted, yeah.
Yeah. Sol Ruka was the definition of perfection in this matchup.
Okay.
Or a Sean.
The flips over Blair at the start of the match, her kicks, the arm bar with both the arms and then the legs applying it, the effortless gorilla press and the moonsault, the handspring on the apron to get away from Blair, the standing suplex over the rope to the floor, the one-legged top rope splash, the rainbow DDT, the DDT handspring thing.
Heterosexual cartwheel.
Everything she did was bang on.
I'm paying attention to you, but I sound like a jack.
I'm trying to
figure
work out who it is.
He's got a real, I'm thinking.
It's
look in
the
his face.
sun. The kayfabe son.
Oh, he's so big he could hold up the entire world on his shoulders.
Yeah, I was going to go for the kayfabe son of Tony Atlas.
There we go. He still doesn't know.
I'll get there.
He's got the surname Atlas.
Oh, aye, yeah.
There he is. There he went.
And a former NXT. Oh, how did
Yeah.
I not get it? Yeah.
But Blair's reversal out the soul snatcher as well was fantastic, grabbing the leg like she did. Get down there, you. Good match.
Yeah, it was a good
And it
match.
was a really good performance by her.
She's the future. Sol.
Do you
If she
reckon?
can start nailing her promo, she's the future. Vibes of an early Tiffy Stratton NXT from that.
Whoa,
performance
really?
there. Yeah.
Oh,
Footwork. It's the footwork.
she's very unique.
Who have you ever seen do a one-legged top rope boing?
Zach Owen.
Will you stop?
Josh Briggs and Dijak argue over who will become the North American champion, but Obafemi says, shut up.
Pointless segment, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In her office, Ava is feeling quite smug about Stand and Deliver. She goes, what a nice card. It's all sorted out. No need to add a thing more.
Wait.
Hang on.
Ava, wait.
Casey crawls into the frame and wants a match with Sean Spears on Saturday. Ava goes, all right, but it's only on the kickoff. And he goes, yay.
I'm starting to notice now that there's always a little thing every week of trying to let us know that Ava's actually a really good GM. The wrestlers will go like, oh, that's a really good idea, actually, Ava.
Yeah, they're like full of compliments.
Or like Duke Hudson the other week went like, oh, bloody GM of the year over here. And she went, oh, stop it.
Who do we
definitely
think?
got this via credit.
Did you see the NXT Anonymous video of Ava on the phone?
Oh,
It sounds riveting. Please tell me what happened.
It is riveting because it's a guess who, not a who done it.
Okay.
Who is good? It's just like, oh, you've always been a part of the NXT family. I would love to have you on the kickoff show under here. So who's she on the phone to?
this week?
This weekend, yeah.
I can't wait.
An NXT alumni is coming to the kickoff show.
Those Frenchmen from like 2015.
One with bald one.
Yeah. The bald
Sylvester
Frenchies.
Lefort.
Yes.
And-
And his mate.
Onion-
Obelix.
Who could it be?
Yeah, who could be anybody.
It's not going to be someone as big as like Rollins or something.
Enzo. If someone who's in the NXT family is going to be on the
Obviously,
kickoff
like
show.
a proper weird guy in that. But I do sometimes miss.
Just a thumbnail of Simon Gotch talking about Enzo
I do
Amore.
sometimes miss his promos and that.
Big E.
Big E's.
Big E's a good shout. How dare you bring up an actual proper answer to this podcast?
Sorry, they call him Sesh.
Got the club. Trick and Mello arrive for the closing segment. Trick says it wasn't supposed to be like this. They're the first two black men to main event at WrestleMania weekend PLE together, and he should be excited, but he's facing his brother. Mello says Trick has come a long way since their dark match in episode of SmackDown, which Trick points out was his third ever match. That can't be right.
It probably was.
Third ever match gets on SmackDown.
When you look like
Bloody
that,
hell, all
it's got
right.
that star quality.
They argue over who ruined their friendship. Mello says Trick going after the NXT title was like going after his girlfriend. Oh, hang on. Trick says that's not what happened. He started to gain popularity, and Mello claimed he was happy for him. Mello says Trick started to believe his own hype, but he'll always be inferior to him. Trick may have been on a hot streak for 6 months, but Mello's been on one for 3 years. Trick accuses Mello of being jealous of his popularity, but Mello says he doesn't care what the people think. A brawl breaks out with both men fighting off security. When they try to intervene, they attack each other and the locker room empties to separate them. Not a good week for security, huh?
No.
But a lovely little segment, just because even if it's the first time watching NXT, as Jack says, they do a lovely thing of summarizing, goes, no, I'm right. No, you're right. That Judge Render, like, listen to him, I'm right. It summed it up like it's a very nice human feeling as main event in this. It's always nice seeing your mate succeed, but a bit of you dies when you see your friend succeed too much.
Oh. Yeah. And I think this made me more on Mello's side. Trick's going, well, I just didn't like the way Trick was like, I'm really popular.
But he is. You can hear the crowd
Yeah, you can.
chanting his name, his song, his theme.
But I thought Mello, maybe I support Mello in this one.
Oh, you
Is that
would.
blasphemous?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Get out.
Okay. Sesh, swap.
Take your clothes off, Sesh. Come on.
That's it. Take Jack's clothes.
I really like the no bollocks about it. They got the Kavorka right for the feud that it is, and I really like the girl metaphor. They said the title was the girlfriend. So it just made me think of Elia.
For girl metaphor. I think her name's Last Legend. That was wrong with you.
It just made me think of what Elia would say in the same situation of like using a.
Oh, yes, Mello, yes.
Title is like a chalice in a remote tower, surrounded by molten lava.
Just Trick Willie belly moving going, I'm going to be the title. Yeah.
Oh, I feel you. It's just nice to have it like proper humanized and just like, yeah, you've stole me ex, you prick. Or stole my girlfriend, whatever he said.
Mello was, Ilya did the thing with Tony in the warehouse that I've noticed he does in every feud, which is repeat his opponent's name several times when he's mocking them.
Yeah.
Tony. And I remember him going, Trek. I watched his
trying to think of what to say.
surprise return at that WXW we went to years ago.
Yes.
Going, Jesus match.
Best match I've ever been.
He's starting three-way dance. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Gunter when he was being a sound lad.
Yep.
And he got him in. And I watched him come out and the crowd obviously go mad.
Yep.
And he's got a beard, so he looks like such a little baby boy, but like really dangerous one.
Yeah, really dangerous baby boy.
But he's still got all the his entrance is full of like and all the emoting. He's never changed. I like to say that. It's good.
Yeah. On VXV went like, and now we see Ilya at the dodgy Italian restaurant. I can't wait to eat this linguine. Taking a shine off him. But these two, being themselves, not having to change them up, not having them have to do the am-dram. Once the crowd get bored of you, they'll switch you off like Nintendo.
Yeah.
Very John Cena basic thugonomics like that one.
Yeah. And they've had last week. They had all the proper lads on WWE on Raw and SmackDown going, yeah, it's good for you.
This is the sort when someone tells you you're a wronging for watching NXT because it's crap and it's silly.
It is.
This is the segment you show them and go, no.
We're not
it's a
defending all of it, but
it's a hybrid of fantastic professional wrestling and stupid bollocks from the 90s.
And maybe I'm just desensitized because I watch it every week. I see a lot of people hating Mello.
Really?
Yeah,
I see a lot of people saying that because he's a very small man.
What?
Hey. Well, I like him. We all. I stand all the short kings.
I think he might be the best wrestler in NXT at the minute. He's really good.
I think Trick Willie's better than him slightly,
I think Melo's better.
but maybe that's just because I like him.
Ruka, baby.
Okay,
Oh yeah, well, yeah.
fair enough.
Petrovic and that taunt. I guess. But anyway, that was NXT. Stand and Deliver coming soon. More on that later on. But right now, AEW Dynamite. Adam Copeland coping harder, opening the show, standing up for AEW. He talks about being a fan of wrestling growing up, watching many different promotions, and when he came back from injury, he realized he needed to end his career in AEW because of its talented roster. He says WWF. So he's going to get a visit from the Panda people. He mentions various wrestlers as potential opponents, pays tribute to the founders of AEW, including Cody. AEW has pushed the industry into a better place, and it's where the best wrestle. Copeland introduced Will Ospreay.
He couldn't say
he's Canadian. I mean, well, you know, what's on a boot? Calling him the face of AEW going forward. I know why we did it. I get it, but like, it's just also funny. Come on, guys, we're here to have a good time, aren't we? People in the crowd going, yeah, that's why we bought tickets, mate.
Do you think
AEW's actually good? Yeah, we know, mate.
Do you think it was true and he really did want to do this and it wasn't Tony going, can you please go and stick up for us, please?
I hope it wasn't Tony, because
No,
you like to
same.
think they would just pretend the interview didn't exist, because how does it really affect them in the grand scheme of things?
Yeah.
It made me think in the early days of AEW, if a WWE superstar had said something, had gone off on them and said it's not a real company, it's a joke, they would have reacted in a much more cool way. Like the Bucks would have done something sly, or they'd have done like a little reference, and it would have caused people to go, they shouldn't talk about the other side, but they would have at least seemed like the cooler of the two sides. It didn't work for me. I didn't think it made them look good.
Especially after last week, they got their lowest ratings in 4 years. And I don't usually care about ratings unless it's something like important like that. And it's like, oh, AEW is actually entertaining right now.
Yeah.
Like, on a whole, compared to what it has been.
That's
the last
surprising,
few months.
actually, 'cause it is-
I was like,
yeah.
oh, really? Oh, all right.
There must have been something on at the time, was there?
Oh, March Madness, baby. No, I don't.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Because we're getting more of that on Collision. I don't know if you saw the clips of Dax Harwood's rallying cry of like, some people like to tell you what you like is crap, but don't ever let anybody tell that to you. And it's like, I saw people going like, AEW when someone mildly criticised them, it's that picture of like the SmackDown after 9/11 and the
Oh, yeah.
I've not.
I mean, like, the worst thing you can do when someone's going, you crap ye, is to give them attention.
Yeah.
I know why they're doing it because CM Punk's all this, but like, if they hadn't mentioned it, it would be all right. I don't know. Maybe we'll disagree. I think, like, bringing attention to it and saying the stuff when, again, there's no payoff unless,
Punk comes back.
or TK goes on the Errol Hawani MMA Hour starring Errol Hawani,
Yeah.
which he isn't.
I just hope we learn that, if we do learn where it came from, it either was Copeland going, can I please say this? And Tony going, all right then. Or the network. Because obviously the network sometimes has the hand in what we see on wrestling shows. They do.
Can you please tell people the show's good?
Yeah, well, they do. And then what can they do? Say, no, I'm on your network, but I'm going to defy your audience. I don't know.
If I had to guess, I'd say maybe it was from Edge himself. I don't know.
Howard Hobbs got the mic and says, screw you, Copeland. AEW sucks. just anything. It's like, all right, isn't this great? Yeah,
I've not watched the Dax Harwood one yet. I've seen it flash up and I'm like, I don't want to cringe. I can't watch it.
It's a proper rallying call. Like, But in terms of what Copeland said, he didn't say anything that was wrong.
The guy who had a
No, he
podcast,
did.
the guy who had a podcast criticizing AEW based on the contract AEW. Like, come on, guys.
He sort of turns heel on Punk a bit.
I know. That's why I couldn't. That's
I've
why I
seen some other
couldn't.
quotes about
That's why I
him.
couldn't watch it. I couldn't watch such a betrayal.
His best friend.
But no, what were you saying there?
Yeah, well, when Copeland's like AEW has put the industry into a better place because more people can make money
Yeah.
doing wrestling at a higher level, he's saying the right thing. It is a good time to be a wrestling fan.
I agree with that.
It is true.
On both sides. When you're not a weirdo who likes one and hates the other.
Yeah.
I mean, that agree. But you know what? No one's going to go, you're right. Let's put down our bayonets.
Yeah.
My rival, whatever, and let's watch wrestling together. That's not, no.
Also, it's sort of AEW at the start was like, we don't care what they're doing. We're doing our own thing, and we're going to be the cool alternative. Whereas now they're sort of saying, oh, we've made everything better. Everyone's better now, and it's a
Yeah,
bit-
because WWE is about 1,000,000 times better than what it was when AEW first
I
started.
know. Yeah, that's kind of an unavoidable. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Will versus Will. It happens next. Ospreay beats stablemate Hobbs. Callis gets in the ring afterwards and has to stop them fighting after the bell.
Don Callis Championship Wrestling once again.
I'm shocked that Ospreay's still in the stable. I guess he's going to beat all of them. He's beaten Takeshita, Fletcher, and now Hobbs. Who's left?
That's it, isn't
There's
it?
got to be someone else. Don't know.
Is it
Don.
Don
Who
Callis?
was it? It felt like bloody everybody was
Yeah, I
in the
know.
stable. And I was like, wait, that can't be it.
Maybe that's it.
Anyway, yeah, it's very nice. Callis on commentary saying nice things about both lads. Will slapping Hobbs in the face, then doing a Bugs
Sammy
Bunny
Guevara?
reaction.
Sammy Guevara.
Ah,
Is he still in it?
he is. He's just currently suspended
Yeah.
after that miscommunication or whatever that happened with him and Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
That's it, I think. He's just got Sammy Guevara to go.
Until he fights Callis himself. Dynasty.
Well, I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
Will
He is
just
a proper wrestler
flipping round Don.
200 years ago.
I thought Hobbs looked very good in this match for the most part.
Yeah.
There was a nice delayed suplex on the stairs on the floor.
Yes.
The fall away slam over the announce table. Will did the best to make him look as good as he could in defeat.
Yeah.
And then when Will went Watish and changed the tide with the sick backflip off of Will, and then the corkscrew kick, which was very quick. Quick kick. Very good. All in the conversation for Move of the Week for me as well was the lariato from Hobbs. Because it made a noise, not a fake noise like Bailey's. I forgot what noise it was now.
Ow.
It was one of the production team going clang, clang, clang.
It just made a proper noise, and it was just a good old proper ding. A competitive AEW match once again, like they all are.
And they all are, that's right.
No Kyle O'Reilly match happened this week.
And speaking of all the Scorseses, Bryan Danielson arrives for his match and has a little exchange with Ospreay on the ramp as he heads out, or in, I should say. And then he beats Lance Archer with the running knee.
Got to say for Hobbs as well, how he survived that twisty thing off the top rope. And Will landed
Right in the head.
on his head before the hidden blade.
Oof.
Ooh!
Yeah, and
Maybe
this
the
was,
scuffle after the match was for a shoot.
Yeah, just give Hobbs a bit of time.
No, because he was angry at him.
Oh, right,
Like,
yeah.
How dare you land on my head? Anyway.
I thought we were colleagues. How dare you? Only my enemies can land on my head. And then, yeah, we had a very similar style match after that with Archer going, yeah. Remember me? People going, oh, yeah, yeah.
He's still good. He's still as good as he was at the start of AEW.
Yeah.
There was flashes too. The old Archer from back in the day, because when he picks
Archer.
up the lad at ringside, he uses him as a weapon.
Oh, that was good.
Fantastic. Poor Jim, we learn his name is. It was Jim, because Tony Schiavone was next in line, and Tony survived near death there because of Jim.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you,
Taz
Jim.
said, oh, he slammed Jim. That almost sounds like someone else. Good for that, Taz.
And it was a back and forth ding dong once again. Danielson looking good, fighting from underneath, and a nice finish with the just a continuous onslaught from Danielson.
Yeah.
Just a good. I don't know what else you say apart from it was another good
That's
match.
it. I'm with you, Ross. It was just, yeah, good stuff happened.
Yeah.
The show got off to a good start. It kind of dipped.
And now,
The show was a U shape. Yeah.
here is the dip. Renee interviews Jericho on the stage, and once, oh no, it's the crowd, sorry. Hook to join him. Hook comes out, and Jericho says he understands his skepticism. And it says, has Hook expressed any of that? Yeah,
No, he just agreed last week.
Yeah. Jericho admits falling out with his partners in the past, but he's not asking Hook to trust him 100%. Hook says he believes in Jericho, so much so that he's managed to get them a tag match on Collision even. He'll be keeping his eye on Jericho, who replies that he wouldn't expect anything less. They bump fists.
Bet.
Crowd hate this.
Yeah.
Awesome. Crowd boo Jericho, and I'm unsure if it's because we've done this before repeatedly, or because it sucks, or because it's Jericho, or all three.
I think it's because it's Jericho, isn't it? And the fact of what it made no sense in terms of what we saw last week.
Yeah.
He offered the advice, Hook took the advice, and now Chris is calling him out because he said something.
It didn't make any sense. Yeah.
It looks like, have I said anything?
And then it was Jericho's like, I remember when Jericho returned to WWE in 20, 15, 16 sort of time, and he was doing the rooty tooty booty stuff for the New Day, which he thought at the time, like you could tell he thought that was a thing that would get over. The fans were like, "Oh, you're a middle-aged man now doing rooty tooty booty," so he turned heel. When he's like, "You're already learning hook," bam. That had similar vibes for me.
Hey kid, you're all right. Bet.
It just feels like we need a bit of a break from Jericho.
And
FR, yeah. For real.
Oh right.
It looks like FR. See, I like saying stuff that looks like that. I realize that makes it sound like an
Remember
idiot.
Boxy from 4chan?
Yeah.
So Jericho.
Jan 6.
It felt like Jericho wrote this, and it felt like he was addressing criticism or skepticism of the crowd, not of Hook, and it backfired completely.
Yeah.
And I think the booing was probably because, like you say, various reasons, but because the people remember the feud with Cassidy and the stuff with Sami that never
Cassidy,
ended.
Guevara, MJF.
Yeah, and it
Starks.
It feels like it's trying to be Jericho giving them his seal of approval, but they don't need that. They're already doing all right.
Yeah, Hook's more over than Jericho is right now.
Hook doesn't need to. Jericho made Orange Cassidy emote more and talk more, and people didn't like Cassidy for that, unless he did it very once in a while, like in the match against Pac. And people like Hook because he doesn't talk much and because he's cool. We don't need him to. I was gutted at the length of Hook's promo here. It was only like 2 sentences, but like I was devastated.
Like I was just dressed to get away from him.
Yeah. Also wore a black beanie, and I can endorse that. Well done, Hook. Got on the black beanie.
Oh, because he's wearing a black beanie. Does that mean he's going to turn heel?
Oh well. Was it CM Punk or was you talking about hats?
Yeah.
I might not wear a white hat.
It's an ancient cowboy thing. Good cowboys
Yeah,
wear
yeah.
white hats. Evil cowboys wear black hats.
Scorsese, Western.
Yes, that's.
It's like Friends.
Yeah.
Joey was.
What's Scorsese directed Friends?
Oh my god, the shot of Ross running through the airport would have been amazing.
The Rolling Stones covering the Friends theme. Backstage, we learn that Shane Taylor and Lee Moriarty are Jericho and Hook's opponents. They want to make a name for themselves by beating Lion Hook. No one's calling them that.
It's a good line from Shane where he's like, "Your hands can't hit what your eyes can't see." Baboom.
Baboom.
He didn't say baboom.
Doesn't he then say like rumble, rumble, rumble in the jungle, jungle, jungle or something?
Yeah, Philly.
Can't remember what it was.
No, not
exactly.
Philly.
What a great promo this was.
They were in London.
Where are they next week?
No, they were
bollocks.
in Worcester. Sorry, Worcester,
America.
Yeah,
Maybe they're in.
because they're going to join the legends from wherever they're from. Is it Minnesota where the Strange Taylor promotions are from?
I think it was Massachusetts. I think
Massachusetts.
it was where they were. Yeah.
One of the M's.
Yeah.
Maine.
Middlesbrough.
Did you know it? I'll get to it when it happens. Actually. Yeah.
Anyway, Daddy Ass jumps Jay White during his entrance, which looks really cool because
Yeah.
he's all silhouetted and dark. So literally, Billy Gunn appears out of nowhere.
It was like the Undertaker and AJ Styles.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's really hard to do. Again, looking like an unshaved bear.
And that's where the good stuff ended for me.
Yeah, this was one big one-sided brawl. Billy goes to attack Jay with a chair, but the Ass Boys run out and plead for him to stop. Jay hits a low blow and Billy wins via DQ. The Bang Bang Gang are about to beat Billy down with a chair, but the Acclaim make the save. They go to put Jay through the announce table, but the Ass Boys save him and they all run away. Bleh.
I don't mind Billy Gunn because he's massive and his muscles are huge and he's just a generally big boy. I don't mind him getting biscotti. I don't mind him getting a bit of offense in on someone like Jay White, but the sheer length of the beatdown in this match. Billy's seen a sting-shaped hole in the roster. I can fill that role, even though I'm not.
Sting, Billy Gunn.
Not
Yeah,
half
both
as
pretty much the
popular.
same.
Because that's what it went on and on and on. And the only times Jay got like really any offense in it all is when we saw the Tron go off and the Acclaim were getting beaten backstage, which distracted Billy. And then when the guns came out at the end as well. Because although Jay White was meant to be really good, he's getting his arse handed to him by Billy
We
Gunn.
need to get Richard in here so me and him can mount a defense of Jay White from when he was in New Japan.
Oh, yeah, well, look at him now.
I know.
He needed help beating Billy Gunn.
Take him to the woodshed, that boy.
He was.
Yeah, I agree with everything you just said. It was funny. It was funny, then it stopped being funny.
Yeah.
It became funny again.
About 10 minutes too long.
So funny. Renee interviews Willow Nightingale on the stage. She talks about coming up on the indies and living in Worcester, Massachusetts. Sometimes she wonders if she belongs in wrestling, but the action she gets in this town always reassures her. Oh,
She's actually mint. Like, it was really good.
she's
Really
confident that she could beat Julia Hart and become the smiling face of TBS.
Yeah, straight away when she says, "I feel mother fluffing great."
Brilliant.
I didn't like
Great
that,
line.
but I like everything else.
You didn't like that?
You mother fluffer.
She's PG friendly.
Just swear.
No, Willow.
Swearing's cool. Patreon.com/Cultaholic. Stokely Hathaway says Willow is something special, impressing everybody week after week. they're interrupted by Mercedes Moné and says she's looking forward to Willow versus Julia because she wants to wrestle the winner in Vegas.
I thought you said Mercedes Moné. I thought that was Lois Griffin because she goes, Worcester. Like, I Googled where she's from because I was like, they did her whole debut in Boston and that. I know she was trained by Ivar the Viking and he's New England based. So I was like, she must be from Boston. She was born in California. Their family moved around and then settled in Boston. So she is from Massachusetts.
All right.
It sounded like when you...
Where were her parents from originally and where did they settle?
No, right. So
I love this geography lesson we're getting.
yeah, because I was like, there's so many wrestlers who have such a strong tie to where they're from, but Sasha never really did, or Mercedes never really did. But so I learned that she's Boston based, and it felt like when Cena would come out and be like in New England, he'd be like, "I'll beat you up with my bare hands." Like he'd ramp up his accent. It sounded like she was doing that when she went Worcester. It was strange. Anyway, I liked it. Anyway,
But that promo from Willow was
right.
just a real promo from a real lady.
yeah,
I've written down a citizen of the world.
like Kevin Nash.
Bye. It was just really good.
I just really wanted to beat Mercedes now, even though she won't.
I wanted to.
Yeah.
Oh, she might because of the injury angle.
That's right.
Made Willow's fault when it wasn't.
I hurt you once, I'll hurt you again.
This promo, I already liked Willow, but this has made me more a fan of her,
Yep.
which is the point. But it doesn't always work that way.
Well said.
Yeah.
With the help of an exposed turnbuckle, the Young Bucks beat Orange Cassidy and Trent Beretta, accompanied by Chuck Taylor and Sue. The Bucks advanced in the tag team tournament, and Trent is gutted. Taylor and Cassidy convinced them to do their signature hug, but at the last second, he takes out Cassidy with a running knee instead and saw himself past a confused Sue and Chuck Taylor, his husband.
Chuck Taylor didn't look confused, though.
He looked
That's weird.
gutted.
The sadness in Chuck's eyes.
A sad Chuck Taylor.
He somehow, in real life, put that emoji on, like with the tears forming in his eyes. I don't know how he did it.
Chuck Taylor's sad looks like those mascots during the salute. This was talked about many times before. Yeah, this was it was a good match. It was like the good boys, what the name? The best friends aren't going to be the good boy. The best friends aren't going to beat the Young Bucks, so where's this going? I was like, oh, Trent turning on Orange Cassidy, I think is a change for the better.
Me too, because they've been together forever and ever and ever,
Yeah.
but it is sad. It is very sad.
It's a pay-per-view match for sure.
Which one, Orange and Trent or Chuck and Trent?
Both.
Yeah, why
But
not?
Chuck's a bit hurty-worty at the minute.
He's been here for a while. But if they can both get fit at the same time, because they're the classic, like, Chuck and Trent, one's always injured. But if they can both get healthy at the same time, I'd love that to be like just a hardcore, like the arcade brawl match.
Yeah. Oh, make it a tag team one, because obviously Sue's not going to go against her son.
Wait,
So Trent and Sue against
Yes.
Orange and Chuck.
Yes.
Sue's just running people. It's like GTA.
That's a great
Showing
finish
there's
for
one
them.
move and it's accelerate.
Trent's like, I couldn't find a tag team partner. It'll have to be a handicap match. And just right at the end of the handicap match, the lights come on like Brum. Meow. Runs him down for the finish.
It's Sue!
Orange Cassidy bouncing over the windshield. Oh my God.
There was a big bit at the start of this match where Maffew of the Young Bucks looks into the camera and says, "Hey, scapegoat, love your work," and he winks.
Yeah, it's about the type of wanker you expect from the Young Bucks. Yeah.
That's more what I want. None of this Adam Copeland sincerity.
Is that not Jungle Jack reference though? Coming back in with the elite?
yeah.
Scapegoat. That could be anybody.
It's Jingle
It's Jungle Jack.
Jungle Jack.
Jingle Jungle.
Jungle Jack.
Jungle all the way. Jack Perry.
It was just another competitive ding-dong match though, from AEW this week. I love the TK driver from the Best Friends. He stole their move. I like the spot with Sue. I reckon she should have followed. They should have followed through though, because Matt went for a super kick, didn't he? And I was like, "Whoa, what are you doing? You can't kick an old lady." Imagine the scenes, right?
And then she would have said, "I'm not an old lady, you cheeky bastard." He goes,
Exactly.
all right, then he super kicks.
I thought the lads had it after this. I think it's the Storm Zero, which was broken up by Nick. I thought the Best Friends were going to win it there, and then it was a good poo house win for the Buckles, the Young Buckles, because the top turnbuckle was exposed.
Yeah.
Ah.
I just got that. Thank you. Highlight was Maffew doing commentary or taking Taz's commentary thing to go, and now we join you in picture, and then waiting for it, and then going, "Is this where it is?" I don't know. I watched it on Triller because is this where the advert is? They kept on pointing at it.
It was good.
Yeah, well,
It's good. I've no idea if it worked though on the PNP version.
I hope it did.
A lot of money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff here. Tony Storm's on guest commentary for Mariah May versus Thunder Rosa. Rosa wins to become the #1 contender. She wants to fight Tony right now, but the champion is in a state of shock and doesn't move from the announce table.
Yeah, what the hell? She was just like frozen. I guess it was funny.
Yeah. Of course it was.
Yeah.
This is more like the old Thunder Rosa for me in this match here, because it was just because Mariah May does it as well, where she just lays it in a bit harder than most of the other lady wrestlers in AEW, well, in wrestling in general do, just lay it in a bit stiffer. A devastating surfboard by Rosa, I thought, really stretching that Mariah May.
That was a pregnant pause.
Yeah.
And then there was a reversal out of the Mayday by Thunder Rosa with a backstabber, which was good. And I was shocked that Mariah didn't win. I think it's a very interesting booking decision.
Thunder Rosa does not do jobs, Ross. Come on.
Yeah, it was. This match only made me think, ooh, what's going to happen with Mariah May? Like, oh yeah, Thunder Rosa going to get that title shot, whatever.
Maybe they're just saving that for like later on.
Yeah.
Mariah,
that's what it feels
feud.
like.
Thunder Rosa, did you catch her comment when she was walking up the ramp? She can't help but shoot sometimes. She looked in the camera and went like, "Yeah, TV time, baby," or something like that. Like, and she said it with
She's on
such.
TV every week.
She said it with such cavorka. Yeah, but she hadn't been for about 3 years. She said it with such cavorka that it stirred. No, it didn't stir some of my lines. That's not what I was trying to say. Jesus Christ.
Thunder Rosa breathes, and this happens. I swear to God.
Not to me. I've never lusted after Thunder Rosa publicly.
What?
What do you mean Thunder Rosa breathes? Oh, right. I see.
Oh, no. I mean, like, just like Thunder Rosa does anything.
Stirring up controversy.
Worst wrestler of all time, you know.
No, I like her. It's a shame that whatever happened, and she's been gone for so long.
Bunch of wankers with gifts.
I did prefer her old face paint more, though. I don't know.
We'll see. Backstage, Penta cuts a promo of Alex Abrahantes. Penta has decided it's time to win gold again and challenges Adam Cole in TNT title match next week. And then he gets it.
Yeah, he said there was a weird point. He was like, "Yeah, the fans have decided that Penta should win a belt again." So there you go.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Give people what they want.
He was going to argue against that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who. A wanker.
With
Yeah.
a gif.
Yeah.
Tony Schiavone brings up Samoa Joe and Swerve Strickland for their contract signing. Joe signs immediately and cuts a promo on Swerve, saying he has some advice before he agrees to their match. Joe says signing the contract would be a career-defining mistake because of Dynasty, he'll leave him mentally scarred like he left Diddy's party too late.
No, I've not been following this.
People went really wild for this reaction. As some, this is to do with the modern stuff that's happening now, right?
I guess so.
Some kind of the feds invaded the Puff Daddy's home for things. I saw a video the other day of Puff Daddy checking on.
What if you call him his old
His
name,
old
by the
name,
way?
yeah.
P.
It's like how he calls him Rey Mysterio Jr.
Because I'm right, damn it.
Sean Combs. I saw him checking Justin Bieber for a wire in the midst of a hug. That's how
What?
suspicious he's been getting. It was on Twitter, so it's gotta be true.
Oh, right.
Well, recently,
I don't think. No, I think it was maybe Justin Bieber was like 15 or something.
Oh, right.
It was years ago. But yeah, he's been. I've not been
all
following
right.
on.
I'm not in the loop with this.
Yeah, I'm not fully in the loop. I've seen bits on Twitter, but it looks like he's been up to some. He's been a ne'er-do-well.
I can't even find out what's been going on. All I can find are people referring to jokes about it and stuff and memes of what's
Yeah,
going
I've
on.
seen the jokes and go, wait, I don't know the context of
No,
this, so, you know.
but,
it's bad to get your news for your jokes.
Sounds bad.
Sesh, have you been keeping up?
I just know there's a lot of accusations against him.
Yeah.
Such
But
as?
I don't really know the deep.
Well,
I don't know.
salacious things have been going on at these parties, I assume.
They call him
Yeah.
P. Diddley.
Yeah. Mm. Anyway, it was.
Dennis Diddley is arguably the most annoying member of the DK crew, it says here. You know, that would be all right.
Oh.
No one's thinking about that right now, but yeah.
That was
I
a
appreciate
Donkey
that. though.
Kong
Thank
joke.
you,
I
Swerve says he understands the dangers of facing Joe for the AEW title. Joe has been the definition of a killer, but so has Swerve. Swerve calls Joe a bitch. Who shoves him? Swerve hits him with a big right hand and chokes him with a chain, but Joe no-sells it with a big Samoan neck and hits a big headbutt. Joe wraps the chain around his hand and beats Swerve down. He goes to leave, but Swerve gets on the mic laughing and signs the contract in his own blood. Bloody hell. Joe can't believe it, runs back to the ring, putting Swerve through the signing table. He raises the belt to close the show.
But he looks rattled for the first time.
That's because of the vocals and the visuals of Swerve with the blood in his head and the pervy voice that he was
And the
doing.
little pen, he's like, beep, beep, beep.
Yeah.
I thought this was unreal.
Yeah.
I thought the right hand that Swerve gives Joe across the table was amazing. It was amazing. It made a great noise because I think the belt like bounced on the table. It was unbelievable.
The bell went, whoa.
It was an amazing punch because Joe shoves him and there's a little half second where he gets ready to do it and then he just lays in. It looked so good. I'm really looking forward to this. It was brilliant.
Loving it. But the only issue, and it's a very small one, is, okay, pay-per-views in 3 weeks' time? What now? Just going to replay this segment over and over again.
Training camp.
I'm ready for it. I'm gagging for it right now.
Swerve.
No more foreplay. Give me the match.
Like the Undertaker making a coffin for Kamala. Swerve will make a bigger chain for Samoa Joe's neck. Because he
Joe's
needs,
like, no, my one weakness, an enormous
he
chain.
needs a bigger chain to get around the neck properly.
I'm gonna Because I don't know if it'll be the first, although this is the second attempt, I suppose. But I don't know. I guess this will be when Swerve wins, possibly.
It has to, right?
Yeah, but
Then Hangman comes back, yeah.
and then Ospreay at
Bitches
Wembley.
again.
But if this does lead to the end of the title reign, which it probably should, Joe's done an amazing job for what was like an emergency champion. Like it's all gone to hell. We need a new champion, and he's just been unbelievable. Yeah. Really, really good. Can't believe he was on commentary at WWE.
He's been an anchor in a storm.
He's been amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm surprised. It's Samoa Joe.
Right. But no, because we'd seen him beforehand, and he's had, for a while, he didn't look his old self.
At the back end of NXT.
God, that last one's too much. He looks sweaty Betty as soon as he got in the ring.
He was like he was banged up, wasn't he?
Yeah. But now he's suddenly all right again. It's like, oh, hooray.
Yeah. Unreal.
That was the really small week of wrestling compared to next week.
Let's have a rummage in our mailbags.
Mailbag time. Hello.
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 Hello. I'm going to Japan for a couple of weeks, and since there is a New Japan show in Tokyo when I'm there, I'm going to go see it.
Oh, very good.
However, I have watched barely any Japanese wrestling. I've enjoyed what I have seen, and will probably enjoy the show a lot, but it's not something I know a lot about, and I've never been to a wrestling show live again.
From
before.
Sam
Jesus
Driver.
Christ. Do you have any tips for making sure I don't annoy any of the real fans, or just generally how to get the most out of the whole experience?
Oh, no, just have a good time.
Yours sincerely, former Athletic Bilbao winger, Joseba Andoni et Sabaria Lithardi,
Okay.
a.k.a. John from Hampshire.
Thank you,
Yes,
John.
that was the worst name I could remember from the Euro 2000 game. That my brother had.
What a reference.
Good luck, Maffew. Thank you, John.
Just have a good time, John. Balls to them.
You're the only guy who can answer this question, but I thought it'd be a nice PSA for the people who might be
other
going.
people go to Japan.
I don't know if I'm the best person to answer the question because we went at like peak tourist time, so there was a lot of Westerners and
I've seen a bunch of people who go to Yoshi shows, and there's people there from other countries who go and they
ruin it.
They make noise the entire match and like try to do one person chants, and they're like, "Can you not?"
Really?
So I've seen a bunch of clips there where people are like, "Okay, thank you for coming over," and then the person's been replying, going, "I'm just want to have a good time." It's like, can you not hear? No one else is joining in with you, and it's dead silence, and there's been respectful like that. So just copy what other people are doing.
So we went to two, and the Tokyo Dome one, big stadium show, and there was loads of Westerners there, and we were just joining in. It wasn't like a small room where people are like starting chants. It's awkward. It was just a big atmosphere. And then the Hurricane Hall one, I don't know. It was just we just sort of went with the flow. Maybe we'll go with the flow, but don't worry about not knowing the wrestlers and not just have a good time. That'd be good. I bet you
They don't like Sweet Caroline over there.
maybe don't try and start chants when no one's chanting or whatever. But apart from that, that'd be fine.
Yeah, cheer the good guys, boo the bad guys.
Stay on this side of the guardrail, brother.
Yeah. Thank you for the question.
Yes, thank you.
When I was a kid, I'd wrestle with a big plush teddy dog, and the storylines and matches would be amazing. Sonafet, my wrestling name, would often make surprising returns to thunderous ovations, and all-time classics would happen weekly.
Yeah.
My signature move was a Batista-style spinebuster. My finisher was a running power slam. In the big matches, I put out the Swanton bomb from the sofa, made even better because my mum made me Jeff Hardy's arm sleeves with the holes in. As I'm sure you all did the same as kids, whether it be with a teddy or your friends, what were your go-to signature and finishing moves? Or what would your finishes be if you were wrestlers? Long live the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast. The recent edition of Ron Seal is excellent, by the way. Yeah, there you go. That's a Ron Seal approval. From former Stoke City midfielder Rory Delap, a.k.a. Steph from Leicester. Thank you,
Steph. Former Sunderland as well.
Sunderland.
Lost 5-1 last week.
Sorry, I didn't say that. Ron Seal did.
Uh,
So what was
obviously-
your move that you did when you were a kid? and
Obviously,
you thought you were a
mine
wrestler?
was obviously the J Bomb. It was named after Jack, the J Bomb.
What was the J-bomb?
I mean, I've never done it in real life, but it's what I imagined my finisher would be.
Oh, okay, all right.
It was the Rock's float over DDT.
The lay of the SmackDown, as it was in the games.
I thought the lay of the SmackDown was the punches and the spit in
I
the
swear
hand.
on one of them, it does the go round DDT.
Well, I thought that DDT, and this is before I knew about the old timey DDT should still be a finishing move. Damn it! I must have seen the Rock do it and thought, oh, that looks amazing.
I think now when we used to like do the wrestling in the front garden, and all the other kids are joining. Sounds crazy now, but yeah, we wouldn't do punch. We would always do bah, bah, Like there was no other way of doing a punch sequence.
There wasn't too much wrestling in the yard at primary school because the teachers would always break it up. But it was like the year 2000, so you couldn't keep us down. Wrestling was everywhere. And I remember pinning one lad, and he claimed that if he tapped out, that broke the pinfall. And I was like, that's bollocks.
That's not right.
How am I Ryan? How am Ryan? We were all virgins.
Yeah.
And then but my finisher would have been the J-bomb, but we weren't hitting proper moves on each other. It wasn't like that. I think it was more just like a game of tag, like, I don't know.
Really.
But I did once see a lad on South Shields Beach hit his brother with a pedigree in the sand near the water where it looked hot. Like, it looked horrible. The kid went off crying to his mum, and
one lad at our school, he hit a pedigree to a dude, a shoot pedigree, like on the hard ass floor, and I got wrestling banned.
Oh yeah.
And I can't believe he even hit it because again, you're there going, oh my God, he's going to hit it. Oh, he's going to hit it. You hit it. And then the kid's like, oh, like completely effed up. We're like, oh, yeah, that probably shouldn't have happened, should it? Oh, that weird like things a kid, you're like, oh, that was bad, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a horrible thing to do to someone.
Yeah.
I did it to someone on the school field, didn't I? Told the story years ago on the podcast. Yeah.
Wasn't it a powerbomb?
Powerbomb.
Jesus.
Just like...
And that's a lot of... was it a much smaller kid then?
Yeah, he was a very skinny lad, so I thought I'd get him up and over, but it was just like Kevin Nash and the Giant.
Oh!
That sort of lad. On a bone-dry school field.
Yeah, bastard.
Did you do like the proper like flip up, or was he?
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember having him held like that, and then
Oh my God.
and I didn't get him up because my hands were like that.
Oh. Jesus.
Because I'd been practicing. I've just been trying to Google it there to see what they were called. The WCW NWO Bashing Brawlers.
Oh, yes. You hit my left arm.
Yeah,
those ones.
I've got the Hogan and I've got the Goldberg. I've still got them at home in my wardrobe. And I used to
bring them in.
Yeah. Ooh, should I? Ooh. I've got I used to call myself Damien because Damien was an evil name. And I used to hit the Damien driver, which is like AA position.
Yeah.
It was quite innovative, really, because it's sort of like an F5. You bring them round, but it's a DDT instead of just planting them flat.
That's so X Division too.
And then
you have a sit out.
I would fall back on my bed like
wow.
that. Sorry, went away from the microphone there. I'd fall back on my bed and hit them with a gnarly DDT from an AA position.
Yeah.
That's
Brock Lesnar at your heart.
I can't remember what my wrestling name was, but I did used to do the Misfits in Action walk because I thought they had the best.
What was their
entrance.
walk? Oh right, okay.
Basically, just the Bushwhackers. Now think about it.
Hang on. You would have been some age by the time the Misfits in Action came around.
They're like, why are you at school, Maffew? You left. Graduated years ago.
Hang on now.
You must have been at least 13, 14 by the time the Misfits in Action were around. Well, yeah, were you born in?
87.
You were 13.
You were 30.
Yeah.
This is like the Kevin Owens story, right? This is like Kevin
Oh, I'm
Owens.
supposed to grow out of it. Hello, I'm 36, still talking about this fake bollocks. My dad still asks me when you're going to get a real job.
This is like the Kevin Owens story where he throws the...
Oh, that's so
Yeah, but he was like 16 or something.
I was 17.
Spit out a Red Bull. Oh, well. Hello, Diddlers and Joel the sexy bully.
Oh, yeah.
What? Why is he a bully?
I hope you're doing well in hour 3 of the podcast and have maintained a decent portion of your sanity. Too late. My question today is in relation to the recent increase in viewership by older fans tuning in to see The Rock on TV again. So I'd like to ask, is that a good thing? Ooh, here's what I mean by that. Since The Rock returned earlier this year, there has been an uproar of Attitude Era fans watching wrestling again, just to see what he would do. And while the viewership increases, I doubt that translates to the number of real fans increasing. If all the casuals care about is going on another nostalgia trip, not actually learning or caring about the current wrestlers that'll be on the show every week, then how can that be helpful to the business as a whole? Because when The Rock leaves after Mania, are these fans going to stick around for Cody or Seth or even Roman? I doubt it. And to be fair, this may be the mark ramblings of an arrogance of youth who started watching WWE when I was 11 in 2014. You creep, you shouldn't be watching wrestling at that point. But I just feel as though the same people now started to watch WWE again just to see The Rock are the same people who quit watching when they found out it was fake and all the blood and swearing stopped. I think we all want wrestling to be bigger. I'm just concerned if The Rock's return is helping sustain a stronger fandom wrestling for the next generation. And after the feud has been pretty one-sided, Cody got whooped back-to-back weeks, are Rock and Roman now supposed to win on night 1, so the heels basically end up being right? Outside the 2 main events, there are 11 other matches at WrestleMania. If these fans only care about the one match, how does that help the business? So please let me know your thoughts on this. Is this a fair assumption to make? Or do you believe this run for The Rock has helped revive wrestling as much as it seemed to have? As the best wrestling analysts, I'm sure you'd have the most professional and calculated response. I hope you all enjoy Mania weekend, and thank you for being the highlight of my week. Cheers to next week's 5-hour podcast. Shut up. Sincerely, stop it. Former Philadelphia Eagles backup quarterback and Super Bowl 52 champion.
Nick
Foles.
Damn it, I was close.
You were very close. A.K.A. Kia Rocks
Big
Smith.
Dick Nick, they used to call him. No, they did.
Kia Rock Smith from Philadelphia. Suck it, Maffew.
What a great question.
Yeah, nice.
It's kind of a two-parter there. So it's like what is it a good thing that all these old fans are coming back? And also, does that mean that the faces should win at Mania to get people invested in them who don't care about them usually? I agree with that second point, definitely. I think the faces should win on night one for reasons that Ross has already said. Ross has said.
Same thing.
Yeah, about how...
The final goon.
We'll have all the chaos in the night one match. We don't necessarily need it in the night two match. It should be more about Cody. But I also think in the part one of that question about how to keep these fans who've just come back and are probably going to leave again, this is where I think the Netflix thing might be really interesting to see what happens, because Netflix did a lot for like Formula One, and it's tried to do it for other sports as well, not as successfully maybe as Formula One, but it's definitely, they realized that with the Drive to Survive series, the popularity of Formula One blew up. Now it's, I think, starting to plateau a bit. But if Netflix want to do that with WWE, then it'll be interesting to see how many new fans they get or how many old fans they retain, I suppose, because of it. Because they're quite good at presenting behind the scenes stuff. I wonder how much of that'll play into it as well. I don't know is the answer, but it's a good one. It's an interesting question.
I think it's also a thing to remember. The Rock has come back to almost steal the show from Cody, then give it back a week later, because et cetera, et cetera. Because the main reason, the TKO, WWE UFC thing that Rock's now his job role there, but he's a big dick in it, is to get all of the eyes and people stop talking about bloody Vince. It was like, hey, look at this, look at The Rock, The Rock's back, yay! Obviously, he's been very successful. It is a short-term solution. The idea is, can you guys please move on from this horrible thing to get the shares up? Now that he's got it matters if the company does well or not. So he's doing that. And you're right. You say this, I think we say this about every WrestleMania when a part-timer comes back and takes the thing. And again, I feel like I've been talking about this for a long, long time, since at least I was 13, talking about Hugh Morris. That, they do this because they're getting the casual fans in. That's why the Logan Paul is there. That's why Meek Mill is there, Lil Wayne. It's the point where they go, hello, mainstream. We know you only pay attention to one wrestling show a year. Well, here it is. So I don't think it's changing any different than usual. And I do disagree strongly with you think about, I don't even think they'll watch Roman Reigns. No. Do not disagree. I do not agree with that at all.
Really?
I think Roman Reigns is one of those dudes that is getting that major popularity because he's cool AF. He is above everything. He is the tribal chief, etc., etc. And I think he is one of these lads that people watch and go, okay, the rest of the show is a bit wank, but Roman Reigns is cool.
Wow.
That's the thing I was going to bring up, is that you want people, if people are coming back to watch The Rock, you want the new breed to have shades of The Rock so people get that nostalgic feeling, thinking, oh, he's like the guy I watched when I was a kid, but in the current day.
Yeah.
That's why maybe, LA Knight, maybe having more promos will help people stay around, because he is another Rock. Maybe some more electrifying. But I think like getting people like Trick Willie and Mello more airtime and stuff, that's the sort of thing that'll make people think, oh, they must be like The Rock of today, so we'll stick around and see what they're doing, because they make me feel a similar way.
Yeah, and I think with it mainly being 2 days, I think there's loads of stuff there for people, like the top end of the thing with Becky and Ripley and the people. Don't make me think of every other bloody match. We're getting on this in the segment, aren't we?
Drew and Seth.
Gunter.
Io Bailey, Gunter, Sami.
Yeah.
I wonder, I'll be interested to see how the buys are for night one versus night two, because night one's got The Rock advertised. I'm assuming he'll show up in some way on night two.
The buys. I mean, it's obviously the network that's the.
Oh damn it! Well, the rate of some sort of numbers.
The crowd numbers.
How much is night one sold more tickets than night two?
I haven't checked.
I don't know either.
But yeah, it's a good thing to think
buys.
about. Like, and it's always
I'm
the
in the
dilemma,
90s,
isn't it? About having like a hot star come back and it's done wrong. Like Hogan at WrestleMania 9, obviously can affect things long term, but if done correctly, then this could be the start of. Well, I say the start of. WWE's been pretty, very decent for a while now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yes.
And now there's like a relatively sane person at the helm.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah.
Thinking about, so. But thank you for that lovely question, putting us over as the analyst.
Yeah, that was a really good question.
the analysts.
And it provoked some serious discussion as well.
Oh yeah.
We wouldn't ask Sesh's opinion. He's off his face.
Yeah. You can't even spell WWE. Anyway, thank you very much. If you have any thoughts or queries,
XTC. No.
send in the mailbag at cultaholic.com. Wrist piss. Greetings, lads.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Obligatory opening about loving the pod, the channel, and the name redacted days. Snark aside, I'm a huge fan, and I've been waiting to send you this wrist piss for a while now. But figured I'd wait until Mania season was upon us. And of course, I waited for 3 days before the event to send it, and we'll have a good laugh when it gets pulled from the archive around October. Ooh, this guy knows as well.
Dickhead. Sorry.
But I digress. Lads, I want to talk to you about the game. Triple H has the strangest WrestleMania record, in my opinion. For a guy who's often synonymous with burying his opponents, he has a pitiful 10-13 record at the show of shows. Well, yes, it's strange that a guy like the H-Man, the H-Man, no one calls him that, H-Man, was left looking at the lights more often than not on the grander stage. What I find even stranger are the times he won, and probably shouldn't have. So here's a game I'm calling the Triple Right or Triple Wrong. I've listed every one of his Mania matches. You fine gents can tell me if it was the right or wrong result. Here we come. Fastest thought first.
Okay.
Ultimate Warrior beats Triple H at WrestleMania 12.
Yeah, probably right. Yeah.
Yeah, triple right, I think.
Yeah, Triple Right.
It was just a good moment for Warrior. And
didn't affect Triple H. Went on afterwards. Triple H beats Goldust at WrestleMania 13.
Probably, yeah. Triple right.
Yeah, triple right.
Triple Right. It didn't really matter. That feud sucks. Triple Right. It did. Triple H beats Owen Hart at WrestleMania 14.
Yeah, probably triple right.
Yeah, triple right at that time, I think.
Yeah, it's 98. Well, I mean, I don't know if Owen Hart beaten Triple H at that point, but...
Okay.
But no, Owen Hart wasn't going to get anything in 98, sadly. Kane beats Triple H at Mania 15.
Ooh.
Triple wrong,
Yeah,
because
triple
they
wrong, maybe.
after the bell angle.
Triple
Yeah,
wrong.
because then he joins the corporation and all that
Yeah.
stuff, right? Yeah, so, yeah, triple right.
Triple
Triple
wrong.
H.
Or,
Triple wrong.
I thought I was saying it's right because that was the right decision.
triple wrong because Kane was a badass.
Yeah. So it's right.
No, it's triple wrong.
Kane should
Wait,
be-
did Kane win?
Kane beat Triple H.
Triple right.
But he got
Thank you.
he got cooked.
Sorry.
He got cooked though.
So
CMCK. ED.
Sorry. Oh, so not the angle after.
China, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's not Triple H's fault. Triple H beats Mick Foley, Big Show, and The Rock at Mania 2000.
Triple wrong.
Triple right. Wrong.
Triple right, wrong.
Triple in the middle.
I don't. What's the answer if the match just shouldn't have been that match anyway? It should have just been
Yeah,
Rock and Triple H.
To save it for Backlash, it was fine. I'll say Triple Right.
Oh.
Mania 2000 just sucked in general. That match was going to save the card.
TLC. Anyway.
That ladder match.
Bull Buchanan.
Exactly. Second best match of the show,
Oh,
Bull Buchanan. Never forget.
I can't wait for Brooks Jensen to bust out that leg drop from the top.
Yes. The Undertaker beats Triple H at WrestleMania X7.
Yeah, triple right, I guess.
Triple right.
Triple Right. Didn't affect Triple H in the slightest. Triple H beats Chris Jericho at WrestleMania XC.
Triple wrong.
Triple right.
Does he just come
place on
back?
the card, yeah.
Yeah, Triple Right.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
And the storyline.
Yeah, and the horrible, hate it. Triple H beats Booker T at WrestleMania 19.
The
Triple
biggest triple
wrong.
wrong of all of them.
Triple wrong.
Yeah.
So bloody wrong.
Yeah.
Suck it.
Shucky ducky.
Quadruple wrong.
Quad wrong. Ow.
Ah.
Benoit beats Triple H and Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania XX.
Damn it. Well, it's obviously right, but like.
triple
come on.
right at the
Yeah, it
time,
was
yeah.
right at the time, yeah.
Come on.
Triple right gone wrong.
Yeah.
That's Chris the Verb. Batista beats Triple H at WrestleMania 21.
Triple right.
Triple right.
Triple right. Fantastic.
Maybe the best one so far.
Yeah.
Or the Benoit one.
John Cena beats Triple H at WrestleMania 22.
Triple
I
wrong.
guess. Oh.
Because the
Really?
crowd weren't with him, were they?
Triple H was trying to babyface himself.
Well, it was
wasn't he?
outdoors. Oh, no. Mania 22 was the last one indoors, wasn't it?
Big time? No.
Yeah.
Big time.
The Peter Gabriel one.
Yeah.
Is it? I think the crowd were really against John, weren't they, in this one?
This was when the Cena sentiment was.
So
yeah.
6. So, yeah. But I still think Cena was overall the guy that wins. So, yeah, Triple Right. Randy Orton beats Triple H and John Cena at Mania 24.
Don't mind. Yeah. Triple right. Yeah.
Triple Right. Triple H beats Randy Orton at WrestleMania 25.
No.
No, triple wrong.
Triple wrong.
Triple wrong'uns.
Triple wrongity wrong. Triple H beats Sheamus at WrestleMania XXVI.
No.
Triple wrong.
Stop it.
Yeah, triple wrong, yeah.
Rubbish. Undertaker beats Triple H at Mania 27.
Triple right.
Triple. Yeah, oh god, yeah, the streak. Yeah, triple right. I was going to be like, he could have got his win back with the streak. Triple right, yeah.
I guess triple right, but triple long. So Undertaker beats Triple H at Mania 28.
Triple right.
Triple right.
Triple right. Which
Great kick out.
Triple H beats Brock Lesnar at Mania 29.
Triple Raw.
Wrong.
Triple Raw.
Brian beats Triple H at WrestleMania XXX.
Oh, yes. Triple Raw.
Wow. Right. Yeah. Right on, man.
Bow wow wow with BA, Triple Right. Triple H beats Sting at Mania 31.
Get out! Die!
It's wrong!
We didn't need to know you won the war again 15 years after it ended.
Who won the bloody war?
Why is great faulty towers? Why is Sting on the side of the NWO? Why were they?
Yeah, Sting and the NWO being together was just... It's not how that works.
Hogan and X-Pac brawling on the ramp.
Reigns beats Triple H at Mania 32.
The journey we've been on right since. Okay? No, it was weird.
Triple round.
Triple wrong, yeah.
Oh, whatever. Seth Rollins beats Triple H at Mania 33.
Triple right, but it was like mild.
Yeah, triple mild. Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey beats Triple H and Steph at Mania 35.
right.
Triple right.
Right
Triple
on.
H beats Batista at Mania 35.
Cowabunga.
Triple right, yeah. Triple right.
Ah, my nose.
It was a great time.
Yeah.
How cool was that entrance, by the way? How cool was that
How
entrance?
cool was that entrance?
Michael Cole.
Yeah.
Ruined it.
Former Arsenal striker and legendary gooner Thierry Henry.
Damn you, big Thierry.
But actually, Chris from Queens, New York. How do you know who Thierry Henry is?
Hey,
That's amazing.
Queens, because he played for the New York Red Bulls.
Did he?
Yep.
The New York who?
Red Bulls.
Bulls.
Oh, they really called that.
Yep.
They're owned by Red Bull.
Oh.
The partner.
There's loads of teams. Red Bull Salzburg,
Salzburg,
Red Bull Leipzig. Yeah. The Red Bull Formula One team.
Of course, yes.
Yes, of course.
Thierry Henry should have driven for them. He should be able to do all the Red Bull sports.
I think Henri just had a laugh because he was coming towards the end of his career, but was still better than everyone in that league. So he was just.
2-year-old self-esteem boost just to go to America and just be better than everybody.
I think Henri's my favourite footballer never to play for my own team of all time. He's so graceful. Yeah. Right. We asked this back at What Culture once. Everyone was around the office just, who was your favourite footballer never to play for your own team? Everyone was like Zidane, Henri. Who was yours?
Zidane.
Henri.
Cantona.
One person, I won't name any names, one of the bosses, said Robbie Keane, and everyone was whispering behind his back going, Robbie Keane? What? It's really weird. Yeah. I mean, great striker. Anyway.
Yeah.
Joel, Sesh?
I don't know.
Liverpool have had so many greats. Who's left to pick from?
exactly that. I don't know. I'm more of a modern football guy, so I love Kevin De Bruyne.
Kevin De Bruyne?
Oh.
Okay, fair enough.
Silky.
Ginger.
Seshy.
Yeah.
Lovely. Oh, no, wait. That's our Reese's pick. Thank you very much, Chris from Queens, New York, for your fantastic Reese's Pieces. If you have any, please send them to patreon.com/no, you bastard. Mailbag at cultaholic.com. Sorry, man.
It's Cultaholics.
What a lovely, moderately sized podcast.
Hey.
Just a little time to shout out. I already seen you getting ready and practice and warming up. The producers, Reno2200.
Wow. I was doing that common one where they started to eject the bullets. Yeah.
Noah Anderson.
Wait, Reno's, do we say Reno?
2200. You didn't allow.
That's what that was
you know what? I
for.
was too busy laughing. Yeah, Reno220.
220.
I'm not even sure what says his name. I'm really sorry.
Sorry, Noah, because we give him a crap.
No, Anderson. And
Anderson.
Tear of Grace.
Brett, we know Brett.
The best Brett.
Yeah. Better than
That's just
Hart.
Better than Hart.
Yeah, better than
No.
Hart. Only one of them will have played Binding of Isaac online.
What's Bret Hart ever done for Cultaholic?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nout.
Makes me smile. Well, you know what the big question is this week? I've been living under a rock. Which actually, given some of the people sending mailbags, might actually be true. But it
Roman
is
Reigns is living under the rock, isn't he?
WrestleMania this bloody weekend.
40. XL they've been calling it.
XL.
like
It's
40.
really big.
The biggest of all time. But
That's right.
I like the numbers. 40.
You like numbers. That's
I like numbers. My eye.
fantastic. And Boxy from 4chan.
No, I
So
didn't.
let's have a look at what the card is for this weekend. Thank you, Joel the Sesh. We have. That's a segue theme, but I mistimed it completely. So it's like it was already on the screen, so I don't know why I did that. Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch.
Oh, can we also talk about which night's better? It's night one.
Sure.
That'll be a
That
great
will
match.
be fan bloody tastic.
Absolutely. Gunther versus Sami Zayn.
That will
could be
fan bloody
the best.
tastic.
Well, carry on.
Six-pack tag team ladder match.
Oh, yeah.
That will be fan bloody tastic.
Night one's a banger.
Jey Uso versus Jimmy
I mean,
Uso.
It's the less I've been certain on so far, but it'll still be fan bloody tastic.
Maybe
Do you think so? I'm excited for
Too
that.
much drama I'm worried about.
Do you think that's like a
what I
classic?
want.
Do you think that's like a Mania opener? That
I
could open.
definitely think that's an over.
Get
Yeah,
that
yeah.
action on the go.
Yeet.
Yeet.
Pat McAfee might pull a hammy in the first match, getting on that table.
Oh, good, mate. Shut up. Belair, Jade, and Naomi versus Damage Katal.
That'll be
whatever.
admirable.
If Kairi Sane has remembered by then how to wrestle again, then it'll be. No, sorry, that was so.
Oh, wow.
No,
Yeah, all right.
sorry.
Charlotte Flair's not involved in this one.
Oh.
No, she
Ronda
hasn't-
Rousey's not on this
No,
card.
she's good
Silly.
again. She's good again. She's good again.
She's good again.
But that's probably. I'm less excited. It's just a new feud, isn't it? It's very new.
Yes. LWO versus Santos Escobar and the Shagging. No, it's not. It's Dirty. It's Dominic Dom, isn't it?
Yeah, Dominic Dom.
This is a match that will
I saw
happen.
Dirty and then instantly went, it's the Shag. Oh, it's Dom, isn't it? Sorry, my apologies.
No, Maffew, we are the only people in the world who call them the Shagging Cousins. Nobody outside this room.
Oh, my
Wikipedia
part.
recognizes their official name as the Shagging Cousin.
Oh, my part. Who's this running down to the ring?
They're on the family gatherings and goes, I'm on your Wikipedia page.
Pat's like going hoarse. They shag so much. Look, Michael.
The Bloodline versus Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins.
That'll be fan-bloody-tastic.
So that's night one.
What tag
Night
matches?
two is a bit slim, isn't it,
That
really?
one's stacked.
Okay.
That Roman and Cody match is going to be about 7 hours long.
Yeah.
That's just the entrances. Yeah, Seth versus Drew. Okay, that'll be nice.
Good.
That'll be fan-bloody-tastic.
Yeah.
Io Sky versus Bailey.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Fan-bloody-tastic.
LA Knight versus AJ Styles.
Fan-bloody-tastic.
Logan Paul versus Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens.
I'm sure
Fan-bloody-tastic.
Be all right.
LXC expect that's gonna have some cool spots.
6-man tag team Philadelphia Street Fight. The Pride.
Could not give a solitary shot.
I think that was long enough so it won't get picked up, actually.
Prolong it and make it 2 syllables.
Is that all right? I think that might be all right.
It's 2 separate words, Your
Oh,
Honor.
it was the bait and bait. I was like, where's he going?
Sorry, not even the YouTube bots are listening this far into it.
So good. Right. Anyway.
Yeah, but I'm with you. Yeah, even the YouTube bots like, yeah, you're right. No one cares. And then Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes,
Yeah, buddy. Well, it all
Potential to be fan.
depends on the result, doesn't it? Yeah.
Is there any matches that might be added?
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, no.
Triple H did like a full chain of tweets, which was the cards of each night with graphics and everything.
Oh.
So it feels pretty final.
Wow. Well, yeah, in that case then, yeah, night one, just a little bit.
Just a little bit more.
But still grand, though, overall.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe there's not as much of a gulf as I was making out there between night 1 and 2, but I think night 1's still. Whoa.
So match of the night one. We'll narrow it down to 2 matches of the night and then pick an overall weekender.
Okay, I like that.
I'm going to. Oh, sorry.
Go.
Gunther and Sami.
Tag team ladders.
Ripley Becky.
Wow, we've all gone for different. How do we do? Sesh, you've got to make the tiebreaker here.
Well, main event tag match.
Oh, damn it. What do we do?
It's the one I'm most excited
So
for.
many eggs in this pie. What?
Egg pie.
Lovely egg pie. Oh, I love an egg
All the
pie.
Americans. Hey. The Brits put eggs in their pies. Anyway. night 2.
I'm going
What
for
do you got,
the
Jack?
I'll go main event. Roman Cody.
Yeah.
match number 1 there, baby.
I
The
would've done.
CM Punk involvement as well.
Don't you think LA Knight and AJ Styles should have a stipulation?
It should be
It
no
like
holds barred,
hardcore.
yeah.
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 I was
bit weird
gonna
that it's
say
not.
that. Yeah, if they have that stipulation, I would say that one.
He invaded his house.
Have it in a house?
Yeah.
No.
What?
A house.
Yeah.
Why?
In the ring?
He doesn't want that to happen.
No, his house. A house.
Oh, just somebody. Oh, all right.
Someone wins a house at the end.
Matthew wouldn't be able to watch that. I'd have to turn it off. All the smelly Philadelphia houses.
I'm gonna be here we are in beautiful Philadelphia. It's just be booing on the TV screen. What do you think, Joe? Sorry, Sash.
Main event.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Although I feel bad for picking that main event now.
You can pick both.
You don't need to feel bad.
I don't know. Ripley and Becky will be very good.
Oh, he's
He's done
he
it.
saw that one.
He's done it.
Yeah.
Right,
so-
Ripley and Becky's the best of 1.
and
Best
then
of 2.
The main event.
Roman and Cody. He's broken that
Cody,
tie as well.
The match of the weekend will be.
Out of those-
Surely he's got to finish the story.
Out of those two, though,
Surely, right.
I reckon
That's where the tensions are.
if that match has the stipulation, the Bloodline rules, I think it'll still be a great moment, but I don't know if it'll make for a better match. But then if it's a singles match, it'll take like an hour and a half, and it'll be just Roman talking. So I'm going to actually go for the women's match instead as a as the best match of the.
As a ding dong,
Yeah.
The women's, yeah, I agree with Jack. Less melodramatic.
I reckon Drew's going to make it the funniest match of the weekend.
Oh, we're talking about that one now. I thought we were talking about Roman Cody. We've done this whole system, and you just ignored it.
Like I said, with the last half an hour of the podcast, I'm just like,
You
I want to go to bed.
You vetoed it like a president. And we're the
Big veto in
We're the
WCW.
Senate. Oh, well.
The priority of hard shots to the body.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. It's what I'm wanting to see. Like, come on, Cody.
Right.
Last year, when I was on my mate's couch, like wrapped up in several blankets, going, because I was suffering not from COVID, post-COVID, so I couldn't sleep.
Right.
So I was just like, I hope you win. And then he didn't, and I was suddenly wide awake and full of energy, going, I can't believe he hasn't won. And then someone threw a rubber chicken in the
I
ring.
just remember.
Amazing.
I remember Aiden's cackle. It pierced my soul. Aiden laughs whenever something bad or silly happens in wrestling. Or when a little person gets beaten up, he loves that as well. Like, he absolutely loved Wee Man's involvement in the Sami Zayn Johnny Knoxville match that year.
That was good, though.
Yeah, but I've never heard him laugh like it. He also cackled when Shane McMahon did his leg.
That was amazing.
He stood up and punched the air. He was so happy.
If I had the ability to do that, I would have done it.
And then when Solo came out and cost Cody, he cackled, and I was fuming inside, and I had to be like, "It's just wrestling, Jack. It's just wrestling."
Look, injuries are never funny. You should be ashamed of yourself for laughing at them.
Oh, they are.
In wrestling. But Shane McMahon, it was just.
Well, he's tried.
It was perfect. He couldn't have scripted it better.
I remember looking round.
Snoop Dogg, the ring general himself, having to take over.
I remember looking round to make sure Aiden was all right because he was laughing so much, and he was on his feet. Yeah,
Unlike Shane.
like he was urging on the injury. Go on,
Get hurt more! Snoop punch. But what are your thoughts?
Of course, the match of the weekend will be Mello versus Trick. Like, that's not playing.
Oh yes, oh yes.
On the card, yeah, probably. Yeah.
I can't believe we've discarded Sammy Gunther, but that's okay. That's all right. I'm willing to.
Look, there's loads of good
There's
stuff
actually
there.
a lot, yeah.
And you know what that means? It means there's going to be loads of great content. That Cultaholic is going to pump out
That was
like a
class.
queen ant over the weekend. What have you got for us, Jack, of the disgusting images being burned in your brain?
So there's a Matches of the Month podcast, which will be out now at the time this comes out for March. But in terms of the big WrestleMania stuff, we've got predictions on the channel now. We've got pictures on the channel now. I'll be doing What Happened Out on both nights. And I'll let Ross take over from there.
Yeah, I'm doing WTF for both nights. Sorry, my eyes are doing that thing where you focus on something, everything goes fuzzy. Oh. We're back in the room. Andrew mentioned something, didn't he? And I've forgotten what it was.
Did he? What?
Yeah, to plug. What was it on the end of the
Stream, the
pictures video?
Twitch.
The live reaction streams, obviously, with Adam and Andrew. They're doing one for SmackDown as well. They're doing one for the Raw after WrestleMania as well. That's what they were.
And we're doing our NXT TakeOver one on Twitch, not YouTube. But
4 p.m. 4 p.m.
4
it
p.m.
starts.
4 p.m.
But
the show starts at 4 p.m.
Last year they did trick us slightly, so we'll be there whenever it starts to make
Is there
sure.
a kickoff? There must
That's
be.
the thing.
Yes, there is, 'cause we've got the guest.
They didn't announce
Oh,
one
yeah.
last year, and then we nearly missed it because they were like, "Oh, by the way, this one's on the pre-show."
I remember that, yeah.
Arseholes. And it was the Chase U match. Anyway, twitch.tv/Cultaholic. Whenever it starts, we'll be there.
I will have all the news coming out of the shows and videos and whatnot because everyone loves the news.
It's Mania week.
Daniels.
Brothers. It's Mania week.
And I will be in Amsterdam off my nut. Couldn't have picked the worst bloody weekend, could he? But he's me mate and he's getting married.
Are you going to try and save it and not get spoiled and then watch it later?
There's no way of that happening.
You could try.
I could try.
Turn off all your social media.
No.
Okay.
I have to have it to exist.
Okay.
But yes. So yeah, can't wait to. Maybe I'll just watch you guys stuff and just pretend I've watched it all.
Oh, don't be
Don't
silly.
do that for the
watch
biggest
real
podcast
thing.
of the year.
Yeah, watch the real one.
Next week,
I'll
we're
be too
gonna
drunk to
have-
remember what I said by the time we do the podcast. Well done, a big old stoner weekend, and then me off we go on.
You'll be doing. Oh dear.
It's Amsterdam. It's all right.
Oh yeah. Fair enough.
You drug addict. We'll be sat here next week calling you a crack addict.
Crack, yeah.
Yeah.
Our favourite crack addict, Maffew, is here for WrestleMania 19.
Oh.
But yes, this has been the lovely Jack. This has been the lovely Ross. This has been the sexy Sesh himself on the camera.
Thank you.
He's grinning.
Who might be on the podcast in his little tighty whities
Oh
next
my,
week.
he wagered it.
Come on, Drew.
Oh my god. It's going to make it so much more tense.
Yeah, that's it. Now we're betting on professional sports. Now it's making
We're
things
in the same
better.
room as him. We're watching it in the same
Gamble
room.
responsibly, all
can't
right?
bear this.
Like Ray Winston's giant head tells you every advert break, all right?
Oh my god.
That would be Matthew. And we are going to point at the screen. And what are we going to say?
WrestleMania. No?
Whoa. Yeah, 3, 2, 1. We'll do this.
Well, the Venga Boys.
No, it's WrestleMania.
Oh, I was like, whoa, whoa.
3, 2, 1.
Boom, boom, boom. I want you.
It's WrestleMania.
Oh.
Perfect.